Hey, what's going on? This is Fudge, and I'm tired as fuck. So, if you don't like my ad reading, you can suck my motherfucking dick, bitch.
They never like it, dude. It's never good.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Holy fucking shit. Did you guys see that?
No.
Either of you. Did either of you see it?
No, because it's not next Monday yet.
Well, if you weren't tuned in on Monday night to the Cap and Cluggy Drunk Show, just because we have to read it twice in a row and 2 nights in a row doesn't mean that the episodes aren't going to be separated properly, okay,
I
Keith?
kind of forgot about that. So, yeah.
Then obviously you didn't, all right? And guess what? That's your bad, motherfuckers. But listen, it's okay. You can tune in this Monday night at 9:30 p.m. to mixer.com/CaptainMoreGame to catch some of the madness. If you like nonsensical, drunken idiocracy, then this is where you will want to spend your Monday night. The Cap and Cluggy Drunk Show will be sure to disappoint. Wait. I mean, not disappoint. Whatever. Either fucking way, just check it out. The Cap and Cluggy Drunk Show. Mixer.com/CaptainMoreGame at 9:30 p.m. Motherfucker, man.
You were almost so close.
I was clear, you know?
So close to finishing the ad read.
But it's football Sunday, and I'm hurting on a couple fronts here. 9:30 p.m. Monday night. See you there, fuckers. The hashtag Shots for Likes podcast is brought to you by the Madden Online Football League for the PlayStation 4. Are you looking for a Madden league that is structured and plays like the real thing? Finn.
Big time, buddy.
See, you've been more positive about it lately.
Yeah,
You've been
I'm looking.
still haven't done it.
Positive
but,
outlook. You know, I suck at Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do too.
Fucking eaten up by
Everybody just figures out some
dude.
kind of fucking play that like works with any defense, and they just run that the entire fucking.
I'm playing with no nerds, bro.
It might have. I don't know. I think Madden's kind of shit. It's like the same game every year. Then look no further. The MOF has been around since 2003. It is rich with features including
way to promote it
a radio show and highlight reels on YouTube channel MOF Commissioner, a frequently updated interactive website, plays 5 seasons each Madden release, and records that have been kept for over 40 seasons. Motherfucker, man. Just one word every night. I'm like, over 40 seasons. To join, please visit www.mofleagues.com. I am not reading each letter out, or follow them on Twitter at MOFPS4. If it's in the game, it is in your younger brother's hand. All right, fuckers, we told you about You Watch, I Listen.
Legal one, that's fine though.
So was last night. So all the legal ones ran out. You know, after you read it a few times, I mean, there's the mouth, the butthole, and the vagina. So
I got you. I'll write a list for you.
I appreciate it. All right, fuckers, we told you about You Watch, I Listen last week, and if you haven't listened yet, now's the time. This show is for anyone looking for new movies to watch and new music to listen to. For movies and music you know, and the ones that slipped through the cracks, Dan and Ralph will throw out picks each week and break them down. You'll also hear these two absolute nothings talk sports, video games, weird stories, scream at each other, eat weird shit that makes them sick, and put themselves through acts that cause them pain. Find You Watch, I Listen on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and head to www.youwatchilisten.com.
Yeah, sorry, boys. We're doubling up this weekend, so I did not listen to your podcast that did not come out yet. So I got no comment.
Yeah, so...
I'm sure it's funny.
Yeah, we'll figure. Well, actually, no, we did watch it a little bit. Well, you couldn't hop on because you were working, but it's the live one.
Oh, did it come?
It's the live one.
The live one,
because they did the live one. And
they're not doing one this week?
I think that was episode 18. They considered
really?
that episode 18. Yeah.
Oh,
God.
well, I did. You know what? I did watch that the other night. Fucking lit as fuck after the Thursday night game.
Did you watch towards the beginning when they were shouting us out when I was talking shit about you?
Yeah. I was so hammered when I was listening, so I don't remember fucking any of it, dude. But I did attempt to listen to it, now that I think about it. So,
well, there you go. It was pretty good. It was so funny. There was like, yeah, Dan was like, yeah, Tom Brady does bang dudes, but that's okay. That's all right. All right, we're moving on. Trying to be like politically correct. All right, here's a message from our buddy Herman James.
Hi, I'm Herman, the host of The Rant with Herman James and Friends, a weekly comedy podcast based on current events and the everyday life and all the horse shit that we all deal with on a regular basis. Find us on every available podcast network, as well as HermanJames.com and the No Phony Network, NoPhonyNetwork.com.
All right, bros and broads, that is it for ads. So we are about to get this motherfucker rolling. Boy.
Mic check. Fudge and Finn. Shots for likes in that ass.
Stefan,
likes.
just be sure to keep this mic right up to your grill, son.
You got it. Shots for likes.
Not a problem.
Shots for likes. Shots for likes.
Some Somebody kill me, please.
Shots for likes.
I'm on my knees, pretty please.
You got a shot glass, Fudge?
Kill me. Yeah, I got a new one because mine was. I didn't know if you guys already had them.
I always bring them up. Man, come on.
Oh, my bad.
This is amateur hour. You doing a one shot at least?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm here for, right?
I don't know why you're here. It's a dumb
So-
decision.
Sounds like he knows.
I had
Nothing.
expected to be doing some shots, so you know, and if I'm going to be on the shots for like,
Well, that's
Peach
kind
vodka cool?
yeah, sounds delicious.
Sounds just like likes it tastes. Delicious. All right, well, episode 41 of the hashtag Shots for Likes podcast. You're here with Fudge and Finn, and we are going with Stoner Steve.
Stoner Steve.
Yeah, that's
Stoner
my name.
Steve.
But he doesn't smoke. He just draws.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of drawing.
Steve the drawer. Drawer. I can't say
Kind of
that.
like Gandalf the Grey.
Drawer?
Steven the
Like I'm a part of a dresser.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Drawer.
You're the top drawer.
Yo, you're just a
Top
piece of
drawer.
furniture, B. You're not even a whole piece of furniture, B. Just a piece of
You
it.
don't get that credit. Cheers, boys.
All right.
Cheers.
I'm not moving, man. You get it.
Oh, yeah. Feels good.
Unfortunately, not my first shot of the day. I've been drinking since right about 1, because we just got there like 5 minutes before kickoff. And for the Giants game that lost, and they lost.
They lost?
Fuck you, man. You know they lost. Stop fucking asking me stupid fucking questions.
I was
you
working,
fucking
dude.
prick.
I was working. I didn't know.
I took shots pretty quickly in a consecutive manner in a small amount of time. Very
Sounds
small
about right.
time frame. Then I decided to draw, and I got Eric to draw with me. And then we were just both lost for the second half of the game. And now I'm here, and luckily my girlfriend drove, so
Here we are.
what's going on with you guys? How's your Sunday been?
Awful. I worked. Fucking our POS, what you would know, because you used to work for
Oh, geez.
POS, right?
These guys.
So our POS, do you know what a point of sale system is, Fudge?
Of course I do, yes. Of course, idiot. I know, I sounded like a cocksucker immediately, so I was like, I'm
That's
going to
fine.
roll with this. Faggot, I know what a fucking POS is.
So ours went down today, right before our shift
Yeah,
started.
so basically your whole entire life is fucked at your restaurant.
Exactly. And we didn't have we pay these guys so much money to fix our shit when it's broke. They didn't have a tech on hand at all.
Do they have 24/7? Every IT place I've ever worked for has 24/7.
They're supposed to send us a guy if we need it. Every
Yeah,
day
so
of
it's
the week.
24/7.
I would hope so. If you're doing point of sale for restaurants and bars, really, it's the responsible thing to do to be available on
Yeah.
a weekend when
Whenever.
the business is
The busiest.
when it has the most impact on the customer and the
On everyone.
employees and
Yeah.
everyone. Yeah, everyone
No,
involved. So.
they didn't have anyone.
No, you're
They're
probably
like,
not.
sorry, we don't have anyone.
Should have called me, bro.
Well, the problem is our main computer fried upstairs out of nowhere. Just went blue screen, actually, like you were talking about before.
Yeah.
So what happened when you rebooted it? Just kept fucking wouldn't boot?
Nothing.
In a hard drive shop, probably.
Something's fucked.
I'm not fucking working right now. Cut the shit, okay?
So that was my day.
Sounds like
You
your
asked,
life.
I
Dude,
told you.
working without a POS at a restaurant nowadays
Yeah,
probably
it's
has to be the fucking shittiest thing ever, bro.
Bro, you gotta understand. First of all, you gotta understand the handwriting of these fucking people. You know, one being my mom, and
She writes poorly?
I mean, not as bad as me, but thank God I wasn't fucking bartending or something, dude. No, I would have been like, sorry.
I can't spell. What the fuck you think kind of human I am?
Yo, not even spelling, dude. Have you ever seen my handwriting?
I haven't seen it in
bad,
a while,
dog.
but I've seen your text. Your texts, so...
They're eligible every once in a while.
I mean, let's give people the benefit of the doubt too. Like when you're really busy and you're just trying to do your job,
Right.
and you're not really even used to communicating on this level,
Right.
it's not going to go well for you in the restaurant industry. So
No, especially on a busy Sunday.
yeah, exactly.
So that was my day. What about you, bro? Are you decided what fan you are yet? Are you a Bills fan again? Or are you
I
back
mean,
to
I'm
Jets?
trying to
or-
decide whether or not I'm even interested in the NFL, on a certain level. But
Word. But if you were, what fan would you be?
I always like to say that I like the Bills, but I don't really actually like the Bills. So
Especially after that game today, they got a field goal. Good for them, dude.
God.
Ravens, what was it, 42-3?
47-3.
47-3?
I mean, it really tipped it over the edge for me when Rex Ryan became the coach, and that was really when I was like, no, you know what? I liked these guys because of arbitrary reasons. Like I think blue is cool. I like blue. Think Buffalo with like a laser is cool and stupid shit like this. So
I like buffalo wings.
Yeah, and you know, I got tired of people talking about the 2 New York teams too. I'm like, you know what? There's actually one team in the NFL that actually plays in New York.
That's true. No one
and
ever
that's
says
the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, it was kind of like a pity thing on a certain level.
Buffalo's basically Canada.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we found that out the hard way.
Up there. I've been to Buffalo. Is there
anything going on? Because we're going this week. Is there anything to do?
I mean, I ate like some hot wings.
But they're breaded up there, right?
Not where I went. No.
Really?
Well,
I heard they're breaded up there, which sucks.
Yeah, I'm remembering this very vaguely, and I was only there for one day. Like I kind of like stopped in Buffalo. It's kind of a long story the way my trip went, but anyway,
Well, we got a few hours, so it's up to you if you want to tell it.
I think that there were like 2 options at the place I went to. I just kind of stopped into some random dive, and they were like, "Oh, you can get it like this way or that way." And maybe one of the ways was like the breaded way, and
because breaded's whack. You fuck with bread wings?
Yeah,
I'll eat
some
them,
places that I've been. It kind of depends. Like,
yeah.
The only place that's okay is that deli, fucking Country Roads. There's a couple of them around like northern Jersey because they do like that lemon and like Thai and fucking honey mustard. And there's some about they get away with it. But like for the most part, you fuck bread and wings, man. Deep fry those motherfuckers. Make a dope ass fucking homemade hot sauce, which is basically not even homemade. It's or fucking buffalo sauce, I should say.
If you wanted, but you know.
Well, I mean, I've never made a hot sauce before, but I would assume it's probably a pain in the balls.
It's actually really easy.
Really?
Yeah. But anyway.
Well, now we know. Thanks.
So,
thanks, Finn the cook. Now we know how to make it.
Yeah, so we're going to Buffalo this week because we're going to a bachelor party, and my buddy, he's a Bills fan, so we're
apparently he's not turning on. So
there's no
turning on anymore. So
yeah,
we'll explain that to you later. We're trying to be nice about it. So
what are they playing on Sunday? You guys going to a Bills game?
Yeah, I think it's Bills Chargers actually, which is pretty dope.
It sucks for me.
Why?
Sit in a Bills stadium while the fucking Jets are playing. Come on, bro.
Oh, it's probably the same thing that happened to me when the Giants are playing, but we're at least we're at a football game
for them to lose, right? I mean, you can.
Well, dude,
it's part of it. So
I'm pretty sure they're gonna. After the Bills game today, I'm sure they're gonna lose.
Well,
honestly, they're like the new Browns, and the Browns are tying with the Steelers only because Le'Veon Bell didn't play.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, I'm just gonna be on my phone watching the Jets. Like in the stadium. I don't know what time they both play actually, so I don't know that. Or do we know what time the Bills are playing?
I'm gonna guess it's a 1:00 game.
Yeah, so
it'd be cooler if it's a 4:00 game, so we have more time to party in the parking lot because that's way funner.
Yeah, well, they tailgate. Do you know how long they tailgate up there for, bro?
No.
Friday, gates open.
Okay.
And they tailgate for fucking 3 days.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do in Buffalo, I guess.
I guess so, yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah, what the fuck else they gotta do besides you know why they want to stay out the house? Because if it snows 10 feet, they're already at the stadium. That happens, right? They open the door, they're like, oh, 9 feet. I can't see, the world. I guess I'll stay home today.
You think it's gonna be cold? It can't be that much colder up there, right? Like this time of the year?
I don't know.
It's gonna be it's cold today. It's cold the past 2 days, bro.
So like the one day I was there, it was torrential downpour. So it was actually really crazy because you could stand on the right side of a building and be totally fine because of how strong the winds were and everything.
Oh wow.
And then as soon as I was just kind of like hanging out on the one spot that was okay to be, and I'm just watching people try to cross to like get to the next block. And so they have these like safe zones when they go from like block to block, when they're against the right side of the building.
Right.
But then, so I'm just watching these people like try to get like past that level where, you're walking into where you're getting rained on.
Yeah.
And they're just getting like whipped. Like it must have been like stinging against their skin. And,
like
and they're getting pushed like down. They almost like can't like be on the path that they want to be on.
Yeah.
It just hits you like all of a sudden.
They got
so that
more
was
wings,
a crazy
dude.
day
Wait
to be
to the
there,
ground, bro. Get a little fucking
gain more relationship with gravity, like myself. I think I'll be all right if a big rainstorm hits. my gut will keep me planted on Earth.
Well, no, I mean the aerodynamics. It actually you get hit more with you would get pushed
keep me-
more if you were like
right.
pointy,
because I
then
take
you
up
could
more
be
space on the
aerodynamic.
Earth. I'm,
Right, though, like if you're like
I'm a
flat,
wider
then-
target, catching more of the rain to push me.
Well, there you go.
Makes sense.
Stand behind a fat kid, you're golden. That's all.
Right.
So if everybody stands behind me,
Huddle down, bro. Just
I'd be on fudge,
You gotta
fat
buddy up.
fuck.
You gotta buddy up. Yeah, so I can't tell you too much about like the overall weather in Buffalo at this time of year or anything like this.
I'm probably gonna end up packing snow gear just to play it safe because
gear, dude. It's not gonna snow.
It's not really
Talk-
like cold enough yet.
Go
Like,
ahead.
It's not
Definitely
late
not
enough
gonna
in the
snow.
year.
talk your shit, bozos. But when we're up there, and if you're freezing your fucking ass off and shit, and I'm warm, I'm making fun of you the whole
September
time.
9th. You think it's gonna snow?
It won't snow, but it will probably.
I'm gonna bring
be,
warm clothing just in
I
case.
wouldn't be
That's fine, but-
surprised if it's more noticeably chilly
Cool.
than
So I probably
it is around
shouldn't-
here.
I'm
at
not gonna go
same
the game
time.
like this. You know.
Right.
I'll probably have a sleeveless sweatshirt on or something. You know. But I'm not gonna wear snow gear.
Well, I mean, if it does rain, or snow or something like that, at least I have some kind of waterproof shit
It's
on.
never snowed in September. Like,
Yeah, it is September.
come on, bro. The earliest snow I can remember is October.
Yeah, but even if it's not supposed to snow and you go to a game at Giant Stadium, don't you fucking wear snow gear?
Yeah, when it's cold.
Yeah.
Do you think people had snow gear on today?
I'm gonna look up the fucking weather in Buffalo next Sunday. Okay. Talking a lot of shit here, bozo. But we're not gonna be hanging out in flip flops and fucking basketball shorts.
That's not
This
what
ain't the
I'm saying,
Jersey
dude.
Shore. We're going to Buffalo.
I'm also
dude.
not putting boots in my snowboarding gear on. Thermals, gloves.
How do I use this?
Yeah, you could put all that stuff in a backpack, though, right? As long as the venue allows you to bring a backpack. I'm a
you can't
huge-
bring anything in NFL. now.
really
Even
in
even
any NFL.
dude, even the
Right,
broads
because we
can't.
went. I went with Kristen, a couple other people. We went to a preseason game at MetLife,
Right.
And it was like Giants somebody, and we walked all the way through the parking lot to the front gate, and they had their purses, and they were like small purses. They're very
Yeah.
79
modest
degrees.
purses, and they
might
turned us
snow,
away. They're
fudge.
like, "No, you got to walk all the way back to your car." I'm
Dude,
like,
it's
"This
crazy.
is out of control."
They make
But I
like
guess I get
pocketbooks
it. I don't know.
or like purses wherever they are that broads can bring in, but they have to be see through.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess they're trying to streamline their entry processes.
Yeah, I guess.
what?
I don't know, man. It's dumb. When's the
Yeah,
last
that is
time a
really dumb.
stadium got bombed, you know?
Yeah, or what? I don't know. There's always
Just
arguments
saying.
about what
Or-
kind of
or a
deterrent that
marathon.
actually is, and
Right? Or a marathon.
Well, that got bombed, you know, but they got no security at one of those.
they do.
Well, like, you know, you could just
They got
float
bombed
around.
too because they were there where the bomb was.
No, that's what I'm saying. But when was the last time it happened in football?
I don't know. It's good.
Probably
good
never.
question. We cannot bomb this place. I like football. They're up by a touchdown. We're not bombing this place. That was, I guess, pretty racist. Just assuming that only people from the what is it, the Middle East?
Now that's racist. You
that
don't
was
even know,
pretty
dude.
racially
If,
driven.
if you're gonna be a dick about it, at least know where they're from, bro.
My ridiculous accent that didn't sound good kicked off with the racism, and then my lack of knowledge, I guess, made it worse. Excuse me, cleared my throat. Painting a little bit earlier.
So anyway, he just said it's gonna be 79 in Buffalo.
That's the high. That's the high. I'm
When's
giving
the last
you
time-
the benefit of the doubt.
Stefan, you're a smart kid, right?
not really, but I like
You're
to
smarter
think
than
so.
me.
I
I'd
don't
say
know
that.
about There's
I'd
different
say
levels of it. There's different. I'm sure you're, a lot smarter than me at certain things. and
Okay,
that's
fair enough.
That's what's important.
What do you know? What what the freezing temp is?
Well, if it's Celsius, then that's really easy, and that's going to be 0 degrees. So that's my answer.
So
No, but in real life, I think it's like 32.
it's like 32.
32.
For freezing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's-
Fahrenheit,
It's
yeah.
it's
And what'd you say it was going to be again?
79. You fucking loser.
So you think?
Well, that's the high.
Do you think it could snow? Is that what you're saying?
All right, whatever. I said something that was wrong. We can move on, or keep making fun of me.
Yeah, it's
depending
fine.
on how funny it is.
So you don't watch football anymore? I mean, you did today.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not upset about it in protest. I
Right.
try not to kind of let things that I take political stances on affect too much of my day-to-day
your life.
enjoyment.
I understand that, yeah.
So I mean, I try not to use that as like an excuse to be a hypocrite either.
Right.
So I'm not gonna like go out and buy like a Ray Rice jersey right now.
Right.
But you know what I mean.
Do you think they
I'll
even
hang
sell
out.
those?
No, probably not. I
understand what you're saying.
You know,
There's a clear cut video of that guy knocking the shit out of his fucking wife.
I used him as an example for a reason. But anyway,
yeah, there ain't no that happened.
So yeah, but you know, I'm sure that you know there's too much attention on the wrong things in the NFL right now,
right?
And it really sheds light on the NFL being like a bullshit organization that has no interest in like their fans or
their players
or
anything besides money.
Besides, like, yeah, right.
Well,
that's pretty true.
It's just like anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anything else that revolves around money, it's always more important than,
everything revolves around
the
money.
consumer or the employee or whatever. But, you know, we don't have to really get too into that. So that's what I'm all about with the NFL. And for some reason, I feel like the NHL isn't as bad with it. Well, I mean,
because they don't make any money.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess that's part of it. But I just feel like other organizations, although aren't free from any criticism, are just seem to handle things better. And you know what? Like people talk about how when the anthem thing came up with the NBA, which it did years ago.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I don't know.
That.
Oh, yeah. I don't. So yeah, people
I'm
talk
sure
about
it did.
this because it's a hot topic of debate right now, the whole anthem thing. But somebody a while ago, I don't know when it was, maybe it was like early 2000s or something like this. They already made an organization-wide decision about this in the NBA, where they're like, you know what, you can't do it.
Right.
And so I was saying before, like, at least if the NFL were to take that stance, we would be past it.
Right.
Everyone would be outraged at first. Oh, you're not letting them free speech, whatever. And you know,
Forget
I'm the
about it,
biggest,
like, week 3.
Liberal bullshit, a hippie out there, whatever. Anyway, but like, you know, so obviously I'm in support of Colin Kaepernick, whatever, all this bullshit. So, but we don't have to get into that.
That's fine.
I'm just saying, if the NFL were to like make a clear-cut decision or just seem like a responsible organization, we wouldn't be talking about this.
Yeah, Goodell's just like, making you guys money. You gonna bitch at me? No, you're not. Cool. Moving on.
Right. So the NFL kind of sucks. And I also just got annoyed that I wasn't able to as easily predict what's going on in the NFL and make good fantasy and real life betting decisions anymore. And I was
Really, I
frustrated
just
at the
sucked at
random-
Yeah,
fantasy.
it's like who fucking knew Ryan
was-
fucking Patrick was gonna play football
God.
today, dude? What the fuck happened with that game?
What?
Dude, fucking what's
he
his
on?
name?
Who's Fitzpatrick on?
He's on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He played. He didn't start.
What
I was at work all day. I
what's his-
literally.
what's the fucking the quarterback who like fucking groped that Uber driver and he's suspended for 3 weeks?
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston is suspended for 3 weeks. Ryan Fitzpatrick is taking his place. Dude, the Saints eventually caught up, but they ended up being like it was like 50 something to 40 something. The Bucks whooped on the fucking Saints.
Wow.
But the Saints caught up, but like I said, they still lost. But Kamara got like 1,000 touchdowns and fucking 400 all-purpose yards and shit. That motherfucker's nuts, dude.
I wish I
like
could
Ryan
watch.
Fitzpatrick. That's actually when I first started to be like, when I first started playing fantasy and I first started getting interested in the NFL. That's what it was with the Bills. It was like Ryan Fitzpatrick. Who the hell was that other guy's name? I don't know. They had a couple like cool receivers, and I was like, you know what, this team's cool. They had that big ass running back that played in the NFL for forever. Whose name I'm forgetting everyone's name.
I don't remember when.
When Fitzpatrick was the quarterback for the Bills.
I just don't remember how long ago that
The
was.
running back was Marshawn Lynch.
For the Bills?
Bills?
No, he was in the Seahawks first. Then he retired. Then he went to the
The
Raiders.
Bills drafted Marshawn Lynch.
He's not who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Anyway, I shouldn't have even. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, the Bills look kind of cool at that time. Like, and Ryan Fitzpatrick was kind of cool. And they always talk about, oh, he's Harvard educated and he's such a smart like quarterback decision maker or something.
You're right,
But
he
then
was
he
the
throws
Bills.
like a million interceptions. So.
Not with the Jets, dude. Fucking, I remember his first year. All we had to do was beat. I'm pretty sure it was the Bills. It was the Bills or the Fish, like the last week of the season. We would have been a wild card. He threw like 5 picks. I was like, I'm done with him. Yeah.
Right.
He's just another one of those quarterbacks that are fucking real wishy-washy out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Dude, he just scored. Eric just showed me in the league we're all in, your girlfriend's league, 2% owned by Ryan Fitzpatrick. And I'm pretty sure he got like the most points out of any quarterback so far today. He's got like 400 yards, 40 rushing yards.
Start him next week too. Right. He's gonna throw like 7 picks.
No, this is why I got annoyed at the NFL and fantasy because it
you can't predict
around
anything.
fantasy a lot, and it did.
Yeah.
And I had a really good year one year predicting the outcome of like Vegas spreads and stuff like this, and so that was a good year for me. And
yeah,
but then it didn't really work out after that.
It's tough, dude.
That's usually how gambling in general is, but
I say fantasy football is like 10% like knowledge and 90% luck.
Yeah.
There's so many injuries and just people that come out of nowhere, like people that just fall off out of nowhere. Like,
there's
last year I drafted. You weren't in Kristen's league last year, were you?
No. I was kind of gave up on like for a year or two. I kind of gave up on it.
I drafted Davy Johnson, number 1 overall,
with Aaron Rodgers second round,
and Aaron
right?
Rodgers in the second round.
And they
pick.
both got hurt.
Week 1, both out.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's what happens.
You ain't come back from that, dude.
No, I got first pick, and I didn't know any of the politics surrounding the NFL or any of this contract.
You grabbed
bullshit,
Bell
so
over Gurley.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? I'm like so pissed off right now.
Oh, you
I
grabbed him?
mean,
And
obviously
Steph,
it's gonna.
Steph is fucking killing
And then
it, dude.
I drafted like Ingram, like all of my running backs were high risk. Like I got like LaShawn McCoy. That was terrible. What am I doing with my running backs over here? Like other than that, my team is solid. But if I just made better choices on that, I'd be like,
yeah. But in your
some
defense,
of the hardest picks, though, is the running backs, man.
Yeah, and in your defense, Le'Veon Bell was not holding out at that point. He said he was going to play.
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, no one knew when you picked Le'Veon Bell that he was gonna.
Trust
he
me.
wouldn't have been ranked so high. Think about it, like because he didn't really say anything until it was like way too late. Like no one was drafting then. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
also, like, I'm an asshole. So if I knew he was not,
we knew that regardless.
I would have
Right.
talked a lot of shit when you drafted him.
Right.
I didn't say one word.
No,
'cause
I
I
know.
thought he was starting.
No, nobody knew. He wouldn't have been ranked number 2 probably. On the whatever
It's fucking
list
bullshit,
we were
man.
using.
He's
but-
a cunt.
This is what I mean. This is how we gauge like whether or not an activity is fun though. Like if you're gonna be participating in this thing that's gonna take all your time and whatever, you're checking it a couple times a week, whatever.
Yeah.
I
check it every day,
It should be fun.
multiple times a day.
It shouldn't
I'm always
be this
looking.
like totally unpredictable like thing where whoever just got lucky, like I just happen to have Ryan Fitzpatrick this week or it's like whatever bullshit like that it just ends up being not as fun. I mean, there's really no alternative because you're not going to do like fantasy. Like what else would you do? Like fantasy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So this is your only option for this.
Well,
like,
there's that
niche
draft. There's
type
like that
of market, but-
DraftKings shit or whatever where
that's
you can
true.
like
That's
it's a
true.
new team every week and you're
Right.
fucking
Well,
around.
now
with
you
shit.
can actually just bet on anything now.
Now because it's legal.
It's
so
legal in Jersey.
Right.
So
now they got a
That's
book
true,
going
too.
and shit.
they
Yeah,
make
that's true.
I think it's FanDuel. Maybe it's called Book App or something like that. Or
Yeah.
betting act. You can bet on like under over on everything, wins, losses,
Right.
everything. I won't even download because I know my dumb ass is gonna lose money.
Yeah, I was thinking
Like, I
about
know.
fucking around with it just to maybe if I could pull a couple $100, but I don't want to get fucking. Because me and my girlfriend are like finally starting to save money and shit, and financials are going well.
Oh, good job.
Oh, babe, give me $500. I'm throwing it down in the book. Yeah, I swear to God, don't pull +7. Like, fucking before you know it, that was for diapers. And oh yeah,
You'd be
so,
sucking dick for fucking.
I need to feed my baby.
Oh man.
Poor Stoner Steve. Oh Jesus, where am I here? I could have swore I knew who these guys were. Why did I come here?
You've never listened, have you?
No, yeah, I have.
Oh, you have.
Yeah,
Oh, so you kind of
I've
know
been
what you're
listening
getting
to some
into.
episodes. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you know we're just assholes.
Yeah, we're a little tired right now. Otherwise, it'd be way worse for you already. We'd probably be like, "Take another fucking shot."
You didn't happen to listen to the last episode, Ottoman Empire?
No.
Okay.
It's really
good.
bad. It's basically my brother and his podcast buddy come on. They have a podcast as well. That I think they're changing to 2 guys named Steve. I don't know what they do. When we know the new name, we'll shout them out. We'll rep them. But and their podcast is like nothing like ours. They usually have like inspirational people on that they interview, and like they'll joke around and stuff sometimes. But usually when you have inspirational people on and you're interviewing
It's
them,
a positive podcast.
It's
Yeah,
not
they're-
a comedy podcast. You guys
yeah,
are
they're
a comedy podcast.
Yeah, I mean they won't like give themselves boundaries, but a lot of the podcasts they've done have just pretty much been bringing on guests. So I don't know if they're going to change their form up a little bit or whatever, but there are a couple of guys who could still bullshit and make jokes and have a good time, like not being like politically correct and stuff. So when they came on, we just started talking about like sex robots and like how apparently they're going to take out all real females and just take over the female rate. Yeah, and it got really racy, man. Shit got weird, dude. It was fucking hilarious, and it was about like literally nothing. It was just strictly for entertainment. Basically.
So I'm a mod in a Facebook group, one of these debate Facebook groups. And we got about like maybe 5,000 people, something like this. And so I'm exposed to a good amount of some of these niche political debates, political whatever it is,
Right.
so stuff like this. So things like that you're talking about, this is like in my realm of exposure. Like,
well, we could seriously talk about something like we had no knowledge before discussing any of this stuff.
So this is like a thing. And actually, I was reading about how a lot of it is, especially, obviously in Japan.
They're slinging dolls over there, dude.
You're slinging mad bricks of dolls, so you know what I'm saying? Well, fucking shit.
I mean, there's this lack of because there's like breeding control laws over there.
Well, that's in China, right?
What I'm talking about, in China.
Yeah, China. There definitely is. I don't know. Were we talking about Japan?
I think I said Japan, but
Okay.
So
I mean, there might be in Japan. I wouldn't fucking know, but I definitely know China's because I know they were just like tossing babies in dumpsters, and Angelina Jolie kept adopting all of them or some shit. So
Were they
something along those
Chinese,
lines.
She was adopted?
Yeah,
was
I think she got like 8 babies, and Brad Pitt was like, "Yeah, I'm done with your
it
old
makes
pussy."
you extra
Peace.
altruistic when you adopt a.
I think she was adopting
an
them,
Asian
killing them, and then injecting them into her lips. That's my guess.
Maybe it has something to do with Pizzagate. Pizzagate. I don't know if anybody
What's that?
You guys know about Pizzagate?
Hook us up, bro.
Oh man, you guys haven't heard about this thing?
His nut.
Oh
on the,
God,
on
I'm
the
gonna
pizza?
butcher this. There's some conspiracy theory about how. All right, so there were a lot of email communications that
And
were
now is this
leaked.
serious?
Yeah,
Like,
this is a
people
real
are
thing.
serious about it?
I can't believe you guys haven't heard about Pizzagate. So like,
No.
there's this conspiracy
fat kids,
theory
too, you would
about
think.
Yeah.
political elites being involved with weird ritualistic pedophilia, like rituals, having to do with some obscure god. It starts with an M.
Illuminati shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's full blown.
Fuck's this guy doing pizza though?
So
They ate dominoes. In
there
between
were a
seances,
lot
dude.
of email communications that were leaked as part of some other kind of like whistleblowing thing that was going on, some kind of expose thing that was going on. And they noticed in these email communications that they were trying to expose some totally unrelated other thing. I don't know. It had to do with this WikiLeaks guy, I think. I don't know. I don't fully know.
Yeah, the
what the fuck I'm
WikiLeaks
talking about. But in all
website.
these communications, they're talking about pizza in very suspicious ways. Like,
okay.
like
That-
the way
it's all
that me
code
and you
words.
would, yeah,
It's
the way
code
that me and
words.
you would talk about like drugs over text,
It would be
or like
pizza.
something like that. It would be pizza.
Hey,
So
hey, are we raping that little pizza tonight?
right. Like, yo,
I'm gonna
how
give him
many
my
delicious
sausage and
pizzas
pepperoni.
do you have tonight? No, it was,
All right.
it was some next level, really creepy communication about.
Almost
pizza.
made it more obvious
So, I
about
don't know, look it
child
up in
fucking
your free
rape.
time. It's good. But it really seems legitimately suspicious.
I can't believe they called
Because
it
these are
Pizzagate.
real
That takes
emails.
away all the
If they're
seriousness
not,
from
if they're
this
not
terrible problem.
talking about raping little kids, they're definitely talking about something.
Yeah.
And so I haven't fully, explored.
invested into
I'm kind of
Pizzagate.
just like,
On the
surface area on all of these like weird fringe topics. Flat earthers.
Drawn a little bit at home, like, what life do I live?
Right.
How's one become a mod for one of these groups?
Well, I mean, I was around when it first started.
What is
kind
a
of.
mod,
I was
too?
one of
Let's
the
get
first.
a little definition
So you
going.
don't have the ability to
You're like a troll police.
right. So you have the ability to like delete people's comments if they're in breach of the rules. So each of these weird Facebook groups, they may have different themes. Some of them may be very politically correct, hardcore, and they're usually comprised of like leftist. They call it left book. It's like comprised of like leftists,
Right.
And Marxists, whatever. And they have their
What's a
own
Marxist?
infighting with someone that believes in the economic philosophy of Karl Marx. A communist. Basically.
Okay.
So anyway, okay. So
Nice way to say communist, basically.
so these people are in a lot of these groups, and some of them are centered around like free speech, like the group that I'm in. Whatever, you're allowed to pretty much post whatever you want
Right.
if it's not like in breach of Facebook's like terms of service, which you wouldn't allow.
Like
wouldn't allow
Tom
any-
Brady sucking a dick.
Well, I mean, you could
See,
talk
I think
about
that,
that.
you got to leave that up,
but
man.
I don't know. So
Steph can't report
literally
that.
unfollowed me because he's like, I'm sick of seeing all these dicks, man.
yeah, there were a lot of dicks.
That sounds very homophobic, if you ask
I'm
me.
all right with homosexuals and all that. There's
Bro, I
you
can't
gotta-
see these
you
dicks
gotta
all
really
day, bro.
control your experience on the internet.
Right.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
content on the internet.
Yeah.
And so
Too
it's really
much.
in your best interest to kind of
I unfollow people
filter
all the time, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
So anyway, so we were talking about what you can and can't do as a moderator or whatever.
Yes.
So you can like ban people from the group. You basically kick them out of the group, make it so that they can't get back in.
Is there like a head mod?
Yeah, so then there's admins.
like, you can't
after
troll?
that. So there's mods and then there's admins. And the
Gotcha.
admins can appoint people as mods. I think they can make other admins. You might be able to like remove other people as admin or mod.
Yeah, if you're an administrator of
so
a page,
that's
you can
really
literally
the-
do almost anything. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there's much less administrators. Much less?
So
Much
yeah, I
less
just happened to be
administrators?
around in this particular group since it was like early, a couple years ago, and
Right.
they felt that I could be impartial in my decisions, whether or not not playing favorites with people
Right.
like this. Just shit's important when you're in an online community. So
Yeah, it makes sense. Now, do they get as serious as fucking Instagram admins, dude? Because those motherfuckers are crazy.
I don't know about this.
So my buddy's on he was a part of a subreddit. I think it was like a cheesesteak subreddit.
Okay.
So
Sounds awesome.
I'm sorry, not a cheesesteak Reddit, a Philly cheesesteak
Okay.
subreddit.
It's really serious.
So dude, serious. And these people took these cheesesteaks fucking serious. So
Well, cheesesteaks are a serious matter, bro.
all right, but here's the thing. What do you put on your cheesesteak, right? You do,
Oh man.
besides cheese and steak, obviously.
I'm actually a
but
plain
even what
guy.
type of
I mean,
cheese
I
is
can
it?
do onions and peppers now, but when I was a younger person,
You would do it
young
plain.
kid, I would usually do plain.
But you said you could do onions and peppers.
I can do onions and peppers, but I still, for
right.
the most
And I'm
part,
not judging
I prefer
anyone here.
plain.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm actually not gonna make fun of you guys for once. What do you prefer on your cheesesteak?
I mean, I could do a variety of
Whatever
things,
you want,
like,
right?
I guess whatever I would get most often, or like
Throw bacon
classic.
on there is pretty good. I like some
do-
bacon.
I'm not into the mushrooms.
Banana
Right.
peppers.
Me either.
For cheese, I'll do provolone.
Right.
The steak has got to be like diced,
Right.
or whatever they call it. Peppers and onions.
No.
I will do mayo and ketchup.
Mayo's
I
also
like
good.
mayo and ketchup. Like I do it like one on
I
each
could see
side.
that.
So kind of
Yeah, I
like
could fuck with
mayo
that.
underneath and ketchup on top, where the ketchup goes with like the onions and the peppers.
Right.
And then I'm good.
Now here's why you're both wrong. Because this is not.
He lied to us.
No, I'm not making fun
Stoner
of you.
Steve, he said he wasn't going to make fun
I'm
of
not making
us.
fun of you. I'm making.
No, he's
He's
doing it.
correcting us.
I'm
He's
making fun of the
correcting us.
Reddit page because if it was a cheesesteak Reddit page, you guys would be good to go. They would love that post. But it's a Philly Reddit
All right,
page.
so they
So
want,
why
they
have
want
the
cheese
subreddit?
whiz. Can I guess? They want cheese whiz
no.
on top.
You
All right.
can't put peppers on a Philly
What?
cheesesteak.
So it's mushrooms and onions, or nothing?
That's
No
it.
topping.
You could do onions or mushrooms. That's it.
All right.
No peppers.
I don't
on
get how
Philly.
they choose mushrooms over peppers.
I'm just.
I choose
listen,
peppers over
I'm not
mushrooms all
arguing.
day. And if, what's the point of the subreddit? Just to go in and be like, nope, you're wrong. Like,
No,
all
no.
right, this specific cheesesteak has onions
No, that's
and mushrooms on
Philly
it.
that says you're wrong. The Reddit's just a bunch of people eating cheesesteaks without peppers. That's all it is, dude. And there's thousands of followers.
Okay.
But you can't have peppers in Philly, bro. So my buddy made a cheesesteak, and there happened to be peppers on it because he didn't know this dumb rule. Posted a picture, and everyone freaked the fuck out, dude. They're like, dude, you fucking kidding me? You can't put peppers on a Philly cheesesteak. Like, go some other fucking subreddit.
Holy
Like,
shit.
freaked out, dude. People were just going crazy.
That's fucking ridiculous. You are officially a loser doing something like
So
that,
it gets better. So my buddy, being the troll he is, and we work in a kitchen, so he could do this. He just took a hoagie roll, cut it open, filled it with just peppers, raw peppers, not even the saute ones, red, just raw julienne peppers on it, like loaded with peppers. Took a picture. He's like, "Oh yeah, I just had this," and he waited a couple days because he's a very good troll. I won't mention his name, but he puts it on there and he's like, "Hey, I just made this cheesesteak today. I was feeling hungry, guys. What do you think?" And of course, everyone freaked the fuck out.
That's good.
Dude, the admin contacted him and said, "Listen, man, we take this page serious.
Loser.
If you're going to be trolling us with this pepper
wow.
sandwich, you have to go." And then they blocked him.
Dude, I'm all about like when you have like a page like that and you have like moderators, you have a lot of fucking members of it, and you guys share like different things like for like video games, music, movies, whatever. And if someone's being a cunt and like harassing the shit out of people,
Right.
like I get that you ban those people, whatever. But like, how serious are you taking a fucking Philly cheesesteak, dude? Like, really, bro?
Right.
Dude, I'm
Like, I
telling
guess I get it. It's like. But like, why are you just taking a
But
picture
who
of the same
knows
thing?
that
That's like subreddit left hand. Here's my left hand today, dude. Great left hand. Thumbs in the left. Left hand. Hashtag left hand. Like, why?
Hashtag
Like,
wrong hand.
what's the point about having a subreddit if there isn't different variations of something to where you could talk about
I
it?
don't
If
know,
it has to be the same fucking
I
thing.
don't know, dude. How funny is that, though?
This is my,
But who knew that? Like, you two didn't know. I didn't know it until I.
I always thought onions and peppers were like the thing.
Not on Philly, dude. Don't be pretty.
Philly fucking sucks
I'm telling
anyway.
you. But
Fuck the Phillies. Fuck the Eagles. Fuck whatever way you have to have a cheesesteak.
I like the Eagles. But
You're a loser.
anyway,
Fuck off.
So
Don't let him bully you.
I feel like
Don't
I
let
have
him
to tell
bully you.
How I like my cheesesteak now because you guys got to talk about it.
When I go to, there's that place in the food court. It's actually pretty good. Place Charlie's, I think it's called Charlie's Cheesesteaks or something. I think it's like a national brand. I think it's all over the place, but they're pretty decent. I get like the 3-cheese bacon. It's like steak, obviously bacon, and then they put.
He had to breathe before he talked.
It's hard breathing right now. I'm stuffed to the rafters with food from Rick's. Dude, we had like wings and chips and dip, and we ordered pizza. I'm
Were
dying.
they
over it.
real meat?
Yeah, they were real wings.
Continue.
From Costco. They were pretty good. They weren't too bad. But yeah, it's steak, bacon, and they put like Swiss cheddar American, I think, for the cheese, or no, like Swiss provolone American.
Okay.
Like a slice of each, and then I put some mayo on it. And I'm a big fan of throwing banana peppers on that motherfucker.
There you go. There you go.
I like banana peppers
I
on
love
almost
banana peppers.
anything
They're fucking dope,
nowadays, dude.
You put those on Italian sub?
Oh,
yeah.
dude, it brings
That's
an Italian
part of
sub.
an Italian sub, yeah.
Oh man,
Dude, with the oil vinegar and the banana peppers, like that's and if the lettuce is like
The only shit that drives me crazy about banana peppers is a lot of places will give you the weird stemmy piece of the.
They don't take it out,
I don't
and
want
it's
the goddamn
gross.
stem on my sandwich.
it's embarrassing.
it's gross.
I fucking hate
In
it.
fact, that's disrespectful.
yeah.
That's not even
When you
embarrassing.
get that in a
not-
bite, dude, it like ruins your fucking
Right.
sandwich.
It really
You're
does
like,
fuck you That's the only thing I don't
That's
like.
like a piece of chicken breast you're eating, but they didn't like trim it at all, and you get like a big chunk of vein or you know what I mean?
yeah.
I always trim a chicken breast, man, because I can't stand that shit. Like if you cook it like,
Unless
well,
deep
like-
fried. If deep fried, you're good to go. Don't matter.
but even still though, it gets kind of fucking chewy sometimes and shit, man.
You're right.
That shit when you like the I guess it's just a vein, right? Like I don't know what the fuck.
In the middle of a
I know what you're
breast, there's
talking
a
about,
cartilage.
but I don't know what it really is.
Yeah.
There's a piece of cartilage in the middle of the breast.
Yeah, that shit's
Okay.
got to get the fuck out
And
of
it's
my
almost like-
chicken.
it's not like a bone, but it's like
Yeah.
it's cartilage.
It's fucked, dude. You don't want that
what
shit.
You want to eat.
Yeah.
When you order like a Zen burger.
I
love
never been
you.
there, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's by my job. That's the only reason why I'm aware of it. They had like a buffalo chicken sandwich that looked pretty good. I think they threw some decent shit on there, like lettuce, tomato, whatever. So I was like, all right, I'll try this shit. And like you could tell, like whatever chicken breast they got, they didn't like prep it like we're talking about. And like every other bite was fucking funky, dude. You know what I mean?
That's beat.
Just weird. So like you gotta prep your chicken, bozos.
Yeah.
You gotta work with chicken breast. You gotta work with the white meat. You gotta prep that shit the correct way, bro. Go ahead, whatever. Let's take a shot. And then continue talking. I'm done bitching about chicken breast.
There's a couple more things about cheesesteaks that I want to talk about. There's a couple.
I'll talk about cheesesteaks all day, dude.
Oh, that's right. I only really said my cheesesteak. You
So there's
barely
a couple.
said yours,
There's
right?
a couple cheesesteaks that I'll get or that I'll make at home that is a little unconventional that I think is worth mentioning.
Okay.
And
Garlic
so
bread.
the one, I was at
Worst
a
we'll
wedding.
do is
I was
make
at a
fun of
wedding
you.
one time, and one of the like appetizers that they brought
cheesesteaks
around.
at a wedding?
No, here, just hear me out.
Okay.
They had these little, I don't know what it's
Crostinis.
called, but yeah, okay.
fit.
The little, it's like a little piece of like Italian
French
bread,
bread.
like
Yeah, it's
mini
crostini.
Italian bread.
Yeah.
I don't get one.
All
right, but anyway,
I thought you said no, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
Yeah, I
that's
thought
good,
you only
that's good.
wanted to open up with one. My bad.
I got you.
Oh no. Okay, I'll do it now. But anyway,
You want to
okay.
do one with him?
I didn't take mine yet. So I'll do it with him. You should definitely do one with him for sure.
You're gonna have to do another one now. I think.
Yeah.
I'll take a big swig out of my vodka
Okay.
cup.
Okay.
Which is just vodka and ice in a cup.
It's called the traditional. Thank you though.
Sorry, yeah, my bad.
We need to make that laminated sign with the ingredients of a traditional. By
We
the way,
should put that up. That'd be fucking funny.
All right.
I'm gonna get that made, custom made somewhere. Cheers, boys.
All right, so cheesesteak crostini at a wedding.
Yeah, I was at this wedding, the little crostini. It had a little slice of steak. It had caramelized
Horseradish?
onions, and it had cream cheese.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I got to do
word?
this. I got to make this a sandwich now. So like, next opportunity I get, go to the store or whatever, make them a cheesesteak. I'm like, yeah, put cream cheese on this. And they were like, whatever. But they did it.
Everyone looking at you like,
Don't put regular cheese because you don't want like the savory
cream
regular
cheese and regular cheese. That's
right, exactly. That's a bad
disrespectful.
combination.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're not going to put any other like sauces. Like you're not going to do like normal. I said normally I do ketchup and mayo. You're not going to do any of that shit.
Yeah, you're not mixing that.
You're
You let
not
the
gonna
cream cheese do
peppers.
its thing.
I don't think peppers is not going to be good.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck
So,
with Philly.
but
Onions you could do.
if they're caramelized onions, like
Right.
the onions have to be like sauteed the right way, whatever, and then it's going to go really well with the cream cheese. Otherwise,
Can I
that's
suggest
about
something?
It. Yeah.
So if you're making this at home,
Uh huh.
take the cream cheese, put it in a bowl, right?
Right.
Add some pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder to it.
To the cream cheese.
To the cream cheese.
Huh.
I used to make these wraps as appetizers. I would do, it's on cheesesteak, but I would do I would take a wrap, coat it in that cream cheese with what I just said,
Okay.
the garlic powder and stuff. I would do fresh roasted red peppers, Cajun turkey breast,
Okay.
and a little provolone, and it was
Yeah.
fucking dope.
That sounds good.
Next time, check that out. Add a little
Okay.
garlic. Don't kill it, but add
Right.
a little garlic
It's
onion powder
easy.
to
It's
it.
sometimes too easy to kill it with garlic anytime you're using it.
For me, it is. Yeah.
I'm always very conservative with it. But the other kind of cheesesteak I wanted to talk about was what I call the sloppy steak. Oh, so the first one I just talked about, I like to call it the Philly steak because it's a Philly
cream cheese
cheesesteak and
and
the Philly
Philly
cream
cheesesteak.
cheese, right?
No pepper,
Okay.
so you can
Yeah.
you can call it that.
Okay, right. There we go. All right. The other one I'll put I'll do Swiss cheese and coleslaw. And that's my
Okay,
thing.
so it's like a sloppy Joe with a cheese steak.
sloppy steak,
Yeah, I can fuck with that.
and it's good.
Now, have you ever tried a cheese
Oh, and
steak?
Russian dressing, of course, too.
Yeah,
Sorry.
of course. Sloppy Joe, dude. Have you ever fucked with a cheesesteak on garlic bread?
No.
So when I make it at home, bro, I go garlic bread. And when I make cheesesteaks at home, you know, they put the cheese on there, and if they'll let it, and the cheese might melt through. I'm one to where I'm cutting and tossing the cheese and the steak, so it's all just like a
Okay,
blob of steak
right.
and cheese that
Well,
I'm putting on garlic bread.
Folks will say that makes it a more authentic cheesesteak when it's mixed when the cheese isn't just laid on top and melted,
Correct.
where it's
all-
all
it's tossed into
consistent,
it.
right?
You kind of can't blame places for doing that or not doing that all the time because they would have to clean their grills like every fucking 10
Oh,
seconds.
yeah.
Me, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, I'm going to put this pan in water and leave it there for a week.
Well, you see those guys. I mean, when you go, I think it's either Pat's or Geno's, whatever. They're
Yeah.
making it right there in front of you. I've only
They
been
have
to
like
one
a
or the
big
other,
fuck.
and I
It's just like a
forget.
pile of fucking meat, dude.
They have those kind of like spatulas where they just wipe it all away, right? They can just it's kind of flat on.
Well,
one
I
end,
don't know if they
so-
spray it constantly or not, too. I guess
maybe.
it depends. I mean,
Yeah,
if
you're
it's a
probably right.
non-stick grill, I'm sure that shit goes away and we end up
Well,
eating it.
it's probably cast iron.
Yeah, but
It's like
it
a
all
big flat
cheese
top.
sticks to everything, though, dude. Unless you got like ridiculous Teflon, right?
Yeah, but you know what? When cheese, there's a certain time, and I agree with you, by the way, that they couldn't do it. But there's a certain time between when cheese burns to when cheese really burns, where it's easy to get rid of. Like when cheese first burns, you can just peel it right off.
Yeah. Okay.
When it burns, then you're fucked. Then
Right.
it's there.
I know
But like
what you
when it
mean.
first blackens, you could just.
When I'm doing it at home, I'm mixing it constantly, kind of like scrambled eggs. So nothing, because I throw cheese, I break up cheese, or if I have shredded cheese, I put it right in my scrambled eggs when I make it, so it all melts and cooks with the eggs. So it's like kind of like one, like to become one. You know what I mean? Like that.
So-
but I'm constantly moving it around, so I'm not burning the cheese everywhere. you
So
know?
I'm gonna mention one of the.
That was like perfect pitch, by the way. You're welcome,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks,
Yeah, well
bud.
done.
Well, you fucking cunts.
One of the dumbest cheesesteaks I ever made was with Pat Den. The dumbest. It was with were you cold? You guys
I'm okay.
cold? Yeah. So my buddy Pat
Perfect
Den.
temp right now because
Oh,
it
you
was
know-
freezing in here, but we got some man heat, and it's like making it.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, it's 3 men in here, and we got body heat coming off us. So
The two
Man
fat
heat.
kids are keeping Stefan warm. Have you ever met my buddy Pat Den, Asian kid?
probably better
I don't
off.
think so.
Probably better off.
not. So I made the dumbest cheesesteak with this kid one time. We got a little high, and I took. I
You're
didn't
on
make homemade
Thursday.
garlic bread because I was fucked. I just had like the French toast garlic bread that you buy in the freezer or whatever.
Right.
We took steakums.
French toast garlic,
Whatever it's called.
I knew what you meant. You meant like
Yeah.
a French bread. But I'm like, French toast. You got eggs on your bread?
French
man?
toast garlic bread, huh?
I think sweet when I think French toast.
Yeah,
man.
that's fine. So anyway, we
We'll
made
figure it
this
out one day.
burger, or we made this. Geez, holy shit, burger! It's gonna be a long night, boys. So we take the steak.
Haven't even hit an
cook them
hour.
up, dude. So I'm like, oh, well, what kind of cheese you got? He's like, I don't know. So he pulls out cheddar. I'm like, cool. Throw some cheddar in there. I'm like, you get any other cheese? He's like,
More cheese. We need more cheese.
He's like, yeah, I got some more cheese. So he pulls out. He has like this taco mix cheese.
Okay.
So I throw some of that in there. I'm like, anything else, dude? He's like,
More
yeah.
cheese.
So this is where it goes wrong. But great. I'll never do it. You don't shit for weeks. But he pulls out a brick of Velveeta.
Oh, dude.
Dude, so
You feel like a scumbag when you buy Velveeta over the age of 30. I said that a couple of weeks ago. I stand by it, and it's still in my fridge. I need to throw it away. You feel like a piece of shit when you purchase Velveeta.
Bro,
dude.
Velveeta goes bad in the fridge, dude. You gotta keep it room temp. That's how it comes.
Really?
No, but that's kind of funny. It comes on the shelf.
Right.
Yeah, but so does a bunch of other things that you have to refrigerate after opening.
Well, not always. Well, after opening, yeah, after opening.
It's a big block of Velveeta. What am I gonna? I ain't using the whole thing right there, man.
You're not smoking enough weed, dude.
I don't smoke weed.
Well, that's true. Good point.
So-
That's why you're not using it. So, dude, I diced this fucking thing up in cubes and just threw mounds of Velveeta into this cheesesteak, bro. And I made a substance that we called cement bread. So I had the saute pan, and I went like all high. I'm like, hey, Pat, check it out. And I flip it over like this.
Okay.
And nothing's falling out.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh, dude.
Oh my god!
So I flip back over. I'm like,
How are we gonna get it out?
and we just like, dude, you put that spoon in, dude. It was bending at the halfway through, trying to get this cheesesteak out, dude. And we put it on there, and it was like a spread at this point, just, like spreading
Yeah,
this.
to like break it down.
Yeah,
to
dude, we
some kind of paste.
Oh, we spread it. It was so weird looking that his fucking mom came in, and she's Asian. She goes, "Oh, what are you're cooking oatmeal?"
She doesn't sound like that, does she?
She does, dude. She's like, "You're cooking oatmeal?" we're like, "No, it's cheesesteak." That's not fucking cheese. That's oatmeal. We're like, oh fuck,
Oh man.
So we ate it, dude. I didn't shit for like a week, dude.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, cheesy.
And dude,
Get
and here's
blocked
the worst
up,
part.
bro.
It was hot when we did this. Okay, so when you went back upstairs when it was cold,
It was straight like a solid
cement,
thing,
dude.
Yeah.
That's where cement bread came from.
Oh, man.
It was bad.
You can just cut a piece out and just eat a square of it.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude. The worst part, we did it more times, dude. After that, we're like, dude, you want? It's been a couple months. You
Yeah, you
want
wanna make that,
Oh
bro?
my god.
dude? We went back. It was delicious. It was all,
Velveeta
all
just kills you,
chemically
man.
tasting and stuff. It was good.
I can't imagine that being delicious.
You weren't 30
I'm
yet,
telling you. No, I was like 22.
so you're good. You're not a scumbag
I
buying
would never do
Velveeta
that now.
when you're under the age of 30.
That's
When you're
the-
over the age of 30 and you're buying Velveeta, you really feel like a piece of shit. I just did it like a month ago. I still feel like a piece of shit.
What'd you
for
buy
doing
it for, though?
I make a dip. I do Velveeta, cream cheese, beanless chili, and then I throw shredded cheese on top. If I'm feeling froggy, maybe I'll
Why
throw
don't you
some kind
use
of onion or something.
American cheese.
Because the Velveeta just did it for me. You know, the cream cheese and the Velveeta. That
You get
shit.
deli style white, dude. It melts just as good. It's actually mostly
Well,
real
it's the
cheese.
order of what I just said. The cream cheese on the very bottom, and the Velveeta is on top of the cream cheese. So it's completely covered by chili, so it won't fucking like burn or do anything weird or
Right.
you know
Oh,
what I
it's
mean?
layered. It's not.
Oh yeah, it's
like
all
a
layered,
layered dip.
and
Okay.
but it's all you know. It's not like too hard thing. So you can get like one solid Tostito scoop chip and get all 4 layers,
Ooh, you
and
gotta
you
do
just
that.
got 3 different cheeses. Some creamy, some processed
That's probably
chemically, and then some shredded, and then the chili, depending on what you do to it.
Can
or
I
whatever.
call out Tostitos real quick?
Go for it, bro.
Stoner Steve, what's your favorite Tostitos, bro?
I like the Tostitos with a hint of lime.
I knew it. I had a feeling it was
The
going to
lime
say
one's
it's
really
real good. Don't you think they should make scoops with hint of lime?
Where do you think I'm going with this, bro?
my man.
It's the best
yeah.
chip they got. They don't have scoops.
When you buy the scoops, you get a little bit less.
Dude,
of
now
the
you're
product.
screaming now. This is great.
This is important. Now. Okay, it's the best flavor. They don't have it in scoops. They have the chip. It comes like this. The one chip is this big.
Yeah, you can't do anything with it, dude.
The Tostito lime chips, they're so big.
Well-
and so you're trying to dip that shit, dude. Give me a scoop,
You can
bro.
you can take it and like crack it in half before
Right.
you use it. And
No, I
then-
understand
And now you
that.
have like two.
Think about how
That's
much.
true. You
Think
make
about
it-
how much fucking work that is
I have
per
a
chip. You know what I
huge-
mean?
We're fat, dude. You might
Yeah.
not
No,
be
I feel
fat.
you, I feel
Less
So we
work,
gotta-
more calories, Steph. That's what we're going with this.
See, I feel like when you're dipping though, I don't really like the lime as much. Like if I'm just gonna
Really?
be
Well, in
eating
salsa
That's
just
true.
by
or what?
itself.
salsa, I think it's still pretty
Because
good.
you kind of can't really taste the like flavor powder of the Tostitos with lime as much when you're
In
dipping
the
it.
salsa, you can. If we're doing like the dip he made, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like the salsa, I still get
It's
it.
gonna depend
Yeah.
on the dip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that.
Dude, we've just been
I guess that
arguing
makes
about
sense.
What else
shit.
is there though?
You know
there's
what- you know-
there's Tostitos plain without the flavor powder.
You made a solid point, though. That's probably why they don't do it. Because, like he was saying, the fucking lime on the scoop, you want the scoop so you're picking up like 7-layer dips and shit. That's what you're fucking around with the scoop with, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, not having the lime on there, I think that's why. They should still do it. I agree with you because you could still scoop up salsa, and the lime with the
People
salsa
will
is
buy
fucking
it.
great.
People will buy it.
Fuck
Before
yeah,
I
it
get-
would be, we'd buy all of it. We'd
Before I
fucking-
get back to Stefan's point, I would just want to throw in a little tidbit of tidbit. What did I
Not
say?
a lot, just a
Take it-
tidbit.
Big tits. I want to throw in a little big tit about this one time I was on
The
vacation.
tit's small or big? No one knows.
We had some lime chips, right? And I went to go eat one. It was inches away from my mouth, and thank God my buddy goes, "Whoa, don't eat that!" And I'm like, "Okay, what's going on?" His dumb girlfriend was so dumb.
How dumb was she?
I'm about to tell you how dumb she was. She was on a low carb diet.
Okay.
Okay. Love the lime chips. She would take the chips out, suck on them, and then instead of being a normal person, which that's still not normal, throwing them in the garbage, she would put them back in the bag.
Who the
Wow.
fuck is this cunt, dude?
Bro, well, she's dead actually, so we don't have to worry about it. But
Oh my god.
I'm just
Is that
saying.
legit? Like she really
Yeah,
is. Wow.
yeah,
that's
she's
sad.
not alive
But-
anymore.
But
Well, dude, that's
I'm
what
sure,
you deserve,
I'm sure
bro.
the end she's still no. I was
Only
just
on
gonna
this
say, I'm sure she
podcast,
still
bro.
deserves to live. Even though
I don't know, dude.
Even though that's very atrocious. That's
sucking
a
on-
high level atrocity we're talking about right
Well, she
here.
didn't die from the lime chips. She died
No, I know, but I'm just saying that she doesn't necessarily deserve
it's
to die
clo-
because
it's
she did
close,
that.
though.
But yeah, that is pretty close.
It's
You
close.
know what
That's
it
pretty
is?
atrocious.
You know what it is? It's fucking rude, you disgusting slob. Throw
throw
the fucking
Yeah, that's
chip you
crazy.
sucked on the fucking
here,
garbage,
so-
you bitch.
So she was doing that to avoid consuming carbs, you're saying,
Which is
right?
fine. Throw the fucking chip
I
away.
guess, but I don't know. Like even the flavor powder has
Oh, I'm
carbs,
sure.
too, right? Like,
Well, she's dead now, Stefan. No, nobody cares about her. She's gone.
Here's the other problem with this.
No one cares about her low carb diet anymore. She's not here.
Hopefully, she's in heaven.
They don't have carbs. in
Even
heaven.
God was like, "Bitch, you did what with those chips?" nah.
That's why
Cut
she
her.
was sent to hell.
Yeah,
Like,
cut her.
nope. She got to the gate, and they're like, "No, definitely not. We're sending you down."
It gets worse, dude. It wasn't like I went to her house or his house at the time where he was dating her and like grabbed the bag of chips. It was no.
I can't believe she's
We
dead.
were on vacation in one house with 8 people, and she was just leaving that bag laying there, bro. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
It's your
man.
responsibility to label.
Come
or
on,
otherwise,
dude.
Like keep it in your purse.
Well, all right, hold on.
or
Let me ask
something.
you. Let me ask you this: what was the point of putting them back in the bag? Who's eating them?
No idea. Maybe she
Is
double sucked some. I don't know. I didn't ask. I was furious. I left.
maybe she
dude.
double sucked?
I like chugged the pint of Bacardi and Airborne because I was so sick that whole fucking vacation and just bounced, bro. I had to go outside, man. I was fuming. I want a lime chip. They're delicious.
Yeah.
Dude, I would have freaked. I think I would have been like, really? I'm spending my vacation with you, you fucking disgusting. That's so incredibly rude,
Yeah,
man. You're sharing a house with 7 other people.
I can't believe that's a real thing. Like
I
that's
swear to God, dude.
unbelievable.
You know what? People do weird shit with food because they're on diets. I'm not gonna judge you
Yeah.
because of that. Suck the chip,
I
you
get
fucking
it.
Unless they're
weirdo.
vegan,
Whatever.
but yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not. We're not going that far. But that's just plain fucking rude, man. That's like sucking a fucking popsicle, then putting a wrapper on, putting it back in a freezer for somebody else.
I'd prefer that though, right? You know, maybe the spit would be frozen. You could wipe it off.
Can't she just like drink a water with lime to right? or like something like I'm saying maybe there is some alternative to sucking the lime flavor powder off of the lime, like some other lime.
Have a water, you
thing,
dumb
like,
bitch.
Like maybe an
I'm always dehydrated.
Sour warhead.
Yeah,
like, I don't know, something
that's
sour,
true.
Like
I guarantee you could go on
else.
Amazon and get fucking lime zest powder or some bullshit.
Yeah, there you go.
She's spooning it, bro.
Put it all over your tofu.
This was long
and
What we decided last week
instead
on-
of carbs. I guess tofu is carbs too. But.
Yeah, we went on Amazon last
yeah.
week with your girlfriend. We figured out that there literally is everything on Amazon.
Anything
so
you want on Amazon,
we can
dude.
find lime powder, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a long time ago. Amazon really wasn't a big deal back then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So this
Well,
was
fuck
probably,
back then.
When was
What'd she die of?
I think drugs. Yeah.
That's it.
Too much lime powder.
Snore.
Choice.
She was an LPA, Lime Powder Anonymous. Bro, we should probably stop making fun of some dead bone.
When was Irene? Hurricane Irene. That's like fucking
2011 because Sandy was 2012, right?
it was the year before.
I think Irene and Sandy were in
They were
succession of each
close.
other.
I don't think it was.
So then 2010? It was only a year or two. It was right there, I feel like.
Yeah,
I think
they
Fudge
were
is right on
close.
this one.
I think. I want to say, I always thought it was Irene and Sandy right in a row, but it might have been maybe 2 years
I don't
apart. Or what is one? Are you?
Hurricane Irene.
Oh man, where you got
Yeah, we're gonna
Iris
find
on
out.
there?
It's 2011.
Oh, so I was right.
Wow, look at
Bing, bang,
Fudge.
boom. Hey, I'll take a shot for that.
Yeah, all right, but
Towards the end of
Because I don't feel like I'm regretting anything yet, so take
Yes.
another shot.
do that.
Solid conversation talking about some dead chicken,
Dude,
chip sucking.
Can you? All right, so we talked about this last time, right? Dude, Sandy was 2012.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Doesn't it feel like it was like a couple years ago?
Sandy is
Oh,
easy.
Sandy.
Most events like that in my life
doing?
are easy to remember like the year for because of different like milestones in my life. Like my lifestyle and my life has changed a lot over the years. So
Yeah,
like
everyone
you know
has, right?
who I'm living with.
Don't worry,
and
I have a
stuff like that.
backup
Like-
handle.
Like I remember the people I was living with.
Also
when
have plenty
Sandy
of rums.
happened, and,
Stoner Steve,
it
if you
was-
decide you want to rock rum, but continue.
Oh
on.
yeah, no, this stuff is good. It's treating me well. But yeah, I mean, I remember that was 2012 because there was other big things happening in my life in 2012. So, and like like I said, who I was living with and stuff.
Right. Well, that makes sense. Like I lived with my mom like a loser until I was
wow.
like 25.
Yeah, but you were
dude.
saving mad money, dude.
Fuck
And
yeah.
then you bought a house with
Yeah.
it. So that's exactly what you should
I
do
moved out of
when
my
you live with your mom.
parents' house because I didn't have the opportunity to really live with my parents comfortably
Yeah.
anymore. So
I get it. Should
I
happen
had
to
to kind
certain
of
people.
take a burden off of them.
I got lucky, dude. Like even if I could have lived with my parents, but I had a good setup. Like if I was living in a bedroom, like I wouldn't be like, hey, come over to my bedroom with my parents. We can bang. Like I had like a whole basement to myself, so it was kind of like
You can bang without
I
your
could
mom
still
here.
get some poon, you know?
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, we had to take that out. Unfortunately, I would. I mean, I would have
That
left it
story
in.
will come out soon enough.
You know why I said something? Because you would have fucking remembered tomorrow, and you'd be like, "Fudge, I need you to go there." Whenever we said that, and I
No,
gotta edit. I ain't doing bullshit.
I would never do that to you. I would take the heat.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that to you either. So,
Yeah.
Because you know what? One
Cheers,
day we're
boys.
gonna be. Maybe she'll die too.
Oh shit.
Well,
Come on, bro.
yeah, that's
We like
Someday
her. That's
she will.
yeah.
That's
I don't want her to die. I'm just saying. Maybe one day we could talk about it. Cheers. That's all I meant. I don't want this person to die that we're talking about. So I don't want anybody to die, really. Well, man, I'm sure there's some people that need to, but I'm gonna take my shot.
Vegans. All right. So anyway, so
Everybody's in the middle of a shot, so no one can like laugh or say anything. It's just vegans. just dead noise.
oh man,
I'm gonna go topless, boys.
that's fine. Take.
Why don't you crack a window, bro? We left that one open,
I'm
right?
not cracking the window, dude. So my neighbors can hear all this
Oh
shit.
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Go get the fan, dude.
Whoa. Gotta get
I'll
up.
get the fan, fat ass.
I think it's comfortable in here. I don't know, but so you know.
He'll have the fan facing towards me. You'll if you get cold or something, let us know. I can turn the fan off. I ain't like sweating or anything yet, but Stefan, you know what we got to get into that I know we're gonna get into. And it's gonna be awesome.
What's up?
Let's talk about video games, dude.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, you bring up a video game because I feel like because one, you're the guest, and two, You know, if you want to talk about it, talk about it. If I play it too, then we can both talk about it, whatever. But I mean, are you playing anything right now?
Well, right now, I mean, I just built a computer yesterday. We were just talking about
That's
this
right, you were. Yeah, so talk about your computer.
I just built this gaming computer yesterday. You know, whatever. So I play mostly Overwatch.
Okay.
I'm trying to get serious about Overwatch. Started playing maybe, I don't know, a few months ago, 3-4 months ago.
What has it been
like
out for, like 2-ish years, 2-3
no,
years?
I think it's been one. I think I
know it's
started
been
playing right around the 1 year anniversary, I think. But they
Has it
just
really-
finished the second competitive.
You know what? You might be right because I got a good buddy I used to work with. The second it came out, he was huge into it. So that's why I was thinking like 2 years. But I was like,
I think they just finished the first like worldwide championship tournament Overwatch League.
I know it's
like,
extremely
professional
competitive when
thing.
it comes to professional video game.
Yeah,
playing.
I don't feel like they produce the matches, the professional matches. They don't really produce them very well when you're like watching them online. So you're watching it on Twitch.
We're talking about Overwatch?
Yeah. So I mean, I just don't think
huge,
that they do a very good job of like kind of showing you what's going on, explaining to like laymen. I mean, I guess you wouldn't really be watching Overwatch League professional match unless you were already interested in Overwatch and knew what the different characters do, and you know,
Well, for anybody who doesn't know, I'm pretty sure the point of Overwatch when Blizzard, and it was Blizzard who created it, correct?
Yes.
They wanted to combine two gigantic popular genres of video games, which are first-person shooters and MOBAs, right? That's basically what Overwatch is. It's like a MOBA first-person shooter.
Yeah, like team versus team, small teams, almost like League of Legends, but you're shooting each other with, right? So
Exactly,
it's like
MOBA.
League of Legends, but your team's a little bit larger.
It's not as lame as League of Legends.
Yeah, I don't really like that game.
I hate
I tried
that game.
that a little bit. I also
The game
tried,
seems fun,
Heroes
but the
of
community
Storm.
just seems super
that's
cunt.
another whole part of it.
My girlfriend, that's like the only video game my girlfriend really plays. Like I mean, she loves watching me play video games too, which is nice because that means I can actually play them.
She's just happy you're not fucking talking and yelling for once.
Yeah, probably. That's probably it.
Shut
She's
the
like,
fuck up, bro. Yeah, I
thank
love
God.
this game, honey.
yeah, sweetheart, just keep shutting the fuck up. Yeah, but she likes League a lot, but she never, because it's insane, because you gotta like start to memorize like moves of like over like a couple hundred characters, and like you learn how to play them and shit like that, and
That's too much.
It's just, I mean, even people that have played before, even people that really like the game and are actually really good at the game, like even Jesse's a huge fan of League of Legends. He's really good at it. But he says it's like, dude, it's like toxic. It sucks.
I don't-
like if
yeah.
you have a bad game, you just have like 4 random like 13-year-olds like fucking harassing the shit. You're like, fuck off,
Yeah,
dude. I'm a
forget that.
grown ass man, dude.
That's
you know what I
not
mean?
something I wanna do.
So my girlfriend never puts in like crazy time like trying to like she gets pissed when she rolls and she gets characters she doesn't like. Or you know what I mean? Like she just likes getting a character she likes to play, playing a
Right.
couple games if I'm playing somebody, you know what I mean? And that's that. But
Dude, fuck those 13-year-olds, man. I was trolling them the other day. I was playing what's it called? What's Fortnite? So I
Okay.
download. This was like actually months ago. I downloaded. I'm like,
It's
yeah,
a bad
let's try.
game.
It. Yeah, it's whatever. And
Everybody loves it, though.
Obviously, I'm really bad at it because I don't have time to fucking learn how to play that game good. So I was hanging out, having some cocktails, and then I'm like, dude, fuck it. Let's just. I keep losing. Let's just start trolling people. So I went from the 100-man match or whatever it is to the team match.
Okay.
So it was whatever. I think it's they had a 50 versus 51, but then they also had wherever the matches were. You have 3 other team members, I think.
Okay.
So I roll up, and they're all like talking, like, all right, let's land here, and let's land here, and blah blah blah. And talking. I'm like, yo, who's doing shots, bitch? And they're like, whoa, like what? It's cool, man. Like you can drink, that's fine. Like you play a lot. I'm like, fuck no, dude, I suck at this game. And dude, I was drinking. I'm surprised I did not get banned because I was trolling for hours, dude. Just people were getting so fucking mad at me, dude. Like, dude, could you just fucking just hide in a building or something? Just fucking could you do something? I would run into I would follow everyone and I would run in and steal the guns and just start shooting them off. They're like, dude, what are you doing? That's a good gun. Stop shooting it. Give us the gun. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm cool, bro. And I was just going so hard, dude.
is that what they can do? They can ban you if you're playing shit?
Well, yeah. If you get enough reports, you can ban for PlayStation, Xbox. I'm sure Steam probably too. I would think.
Yeah. Well, that shit's like
Yeah.
free all over the board, so you
Yeah.
can play a shit on your goddamn phone, bro.
Yeah.
So everyone's playing that shit.
But anyway,
Head back to Overwatch.
Yeah, head it back. to
Yeah, so I mean,
But it's
Overwatch
like-
is fun. The big thing that I like about Overwatch is there's no like character customization, so you're not like unlocking weapons that are more
Right, you
effective
just
in the
have your
game.
skill
You're
and
not
your
like
class
leveling up. Yeah, you pick a hero and
they're a tank
depending
or a
on
healer or-
right, like depending on what hero you pick, you get like a certain type of gun.
Right, but
you
it's
get a
not
certain
Warcraft
type
where
of-
you're like leveling up trees.
No,
It's just
you don't level
You are
shit.
what you are.
You level up like your rank in the game.
Yeah, of
where
course.
You're like,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, I'm a better player now because I played a lot of matches. But no, you don't like. There's no advantage. So if I choose a hero and I've been playing the game for 5 years, or it hasn't been out for that long, but whatever.
Yeah.
If I've been playing for a long time and you haven't, and we both pick the same character, we're both. That version of that character is just the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's more about your knowledge
Yeah.
and experience playing a
yeah,
game.
Right.
And so it's way better.
Yeah.
And so I like.
No,
that
I
part of it.
agree.
I think that's why that game got better reviews overall, and still a huge game than fucking.
It's really hard to
because then that
Oh,
game and Battlefront
yeah.
came out together. Battlefront was cool, but like
I like the.
It's a different game though. Battlefront. That's a Star Wars game,
Are you
right?
talking about the Star Wars one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Star Wars one was really fun. I played the first one on PlayStation 4 like a lot.
Right.
But then when the second one came out, they were all complaining about the DLC, like how everything was modular. They didn't really give you too much with the game itself.
Right.
You had to pay like
Which is
microtransactions to get all
EA was
yeah,
trying
so
to
that was the big
scumbag their
news
way
on
into
that.
a
Right.
shitload of money.
Yeah,
with
but they
that
got
game,
they
dude.
got in shit for that. Did they kind of have to like tone it back?
They fixed a bunch of shit because everybody complained. So, but you know what EA tried to do? They tried to be like, oh, here's a game that's not even a game. Pay for more shit after 60
It's
bucks.
like,
And people
dude,
are like,
right.
fuck your... First game didn't even come with single player, dude. It was... or there was, but it wasn't... It was like... Bullshit, just set up, go on a map with like fucking
Right,
bots and play.
right.
Like, no, motherfucker, I want a story. I want some single player
There was
before I go and play the
basically no
multiplayer.
single player in
I
the
know
game,
there's
yeah.
people that like games that come out like that, and they're like, I don't need single player. I'm just a multiplayer guy. That's not me, dude. I need that single player story.
Hell
Like,
yeah, you do.
Just
Well,
so-
it depends on the game. It depends on what kind of game it is.
I don't know, man. Like even Call of Duty, like those single players were like the storylines were.
What about
really
like
cool.
StarCraft? Like you're gonna play StarCraft or something like that? I mean, I don't know if
Yeah.
you have any interest in games like that. Strategy.
No, I
games,
do, but they
I
usually
liked I liked Warcraft 2. I was never a StarCraft
They
guy. I
always
was a
have a
Warcraft 2
okay,
guy.
okay.
they always have a story mode.
Yeah, they do, but I mean, not everyone is very interested in it, and playing it
Yeah.
is largely different than playing the multiplayer game, because the multiplayer game, like, everybody starts off with like a whatever, and when you're
Right.
doing the
I-
doing the single player, they're gonna like, oh, you only ever get this certain amount of troops, and they're not gonna like let you build bases or
See, I
And
always
certain
play a
levels
story.
or
Even on
something.
games like that, I'll play a story first.
okay. I mean, a lot of people like
That's just
them,
me. I mean, I know a lot of people don't do that, but
but- right.
if there's a game with no story mode, chances are I don't want it.
The thing that I think is kind of bullshit too, like on a PlayStation 4, is now that my PlayStation 4 Plus subscription expired, I'm no longer able to play multiplayer games online. I paid whatever $60 or whatever the fuck it was back in the day for a game that is like an old game now.
You can't play them.
I can't play it online because I
That's-
don't have my
that's bullshit.
PlayStation Plus subscription.
Well,
The other
PlayStation's
part
a
about
cop,
it,
man.
and this is kind of how they get you too, is they give you free games every month, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna,
You can't
And-
play them when your
Right.
subscription runs out. Yeah.
So that's kind of B2. That I can understand a lot more, but it's like a gotcha. It's like this is how we got you kind of thing.
I do.
So you end up
I do
renewing
understand it more with that
So you
because
can
it's like
re-unlock half of the library that you already fucking downloaded.
Yeah.
They gave you the games for free.
But because you were a plus or like a premium member,
Right.
So I agree with you. I will get that. I get where they're coming from with that. But if you literally purchase the game, that's like you're talking about, you can only play online multiplayer with Sony now if you're a PlayStation Plus member. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
as far as I'm pretty sure.
Well,
yeah,
the
you
games
need
that you
need
download.
an account
Because
to
I don't
do
have
the
a Plus
multiplayer mode.
with the games you buy in Plus.
No, even if you buy, I'm pretty sure if you were to buy a PlayStation 4 right now,
Right.
maybe I'm full of shit. If you were to buy a PlayStation 4 right now and hook it up to your network, whatever, set it up, and then the only game you bought is Battlefront, Star Wars, whatever, Battle
Right.
2, let's say. You fucking throw it in, whatever. You need a a subscription account. You're gonna have to pay whatever it is, $60 a year, or
that's
whatever
for-
the fuck it is.
You're right, but that's for the PlayStation Plus. The PlayStation Online's only like $10 a year.
Oh, maybe, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe,
'cause I
maybe it's modular, and you can buy just the online multiplayer version
Yeah,
of it,
'cause
and not
There's
the,
a different payable version of
Well,
the
PlayStation
membership. 'Cause I remember
Plus-
Plus and just you had a PSN
PlayStation
name.
Plus or not. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think just the PSN name isn't enough. You have to have,
Really?
you have to pay something to play
Yeah,
online.
I don't
Because
have
maybe I'm
Xbox
full of
always
shit.
charged for you to play online,
You know
but
what,
PlayStation didn't, or Sony didn't.
I don't want to.
And now they're starting
shit
again.
because I literally can't remember last time I paid anything for PlayStation, and I play Destiny 2 online all the time.
No, I mean, I feel like we're spending too much time on something that I'm not
Well,
totally
maybe
certain
you-
about. that
maybe
I'm-
you have,
that I'm
like-
talking shit
maybe you
about
have
that
a-
I'm not totally certain about.
You might
so-
have a reoccurring payment that
Yeah,
goes
but
on your credit card with PlayStation Plus, and
but
you might not
I'm
even notice it.
always look on my credit. I look at everything on my credit card. I can't remember. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't
You
know.
also get really
We
drunk
don't
and
know.
say a lot of stuff that you don't. So
That's-
this whole conversation is useless because we all get drunk too
Yeah, but
much and forget shit.
I don't get wasted and go, let me check my credit card. Like, come up, bro.
I've gotten fucked up and checked some stuff about finances, and I've been like, "Oh man, I shouldn't be doing this right
I'm
now
gonna
'cause it
drink
just
more."
bums me out." Time to drink more.
You can drink to get happy or drink to get sad.
So you can
It's your choice.
you can
I eat
answer
'cause
this
I'm unhappy.
question, but if you answer it correctly, we can't talk about it because Fudge hasn't played yet. Have you played South Park: Stick of Truth?
Yeah, I played the first one, and I never finished it, but I had a lot of fun while I was playing.
I don't want to talk about it because he really wants to play it.
There were
How
certain
fucking
things
funny
about
is
the
that
game.
game, dude?
I found ways to kind of like exploit the battle system.
Oh, for sure, dude.
So yeah,
especially if you're a Jew, the Jew's the easiest way
I
to play
played
the game.
That was so
I played,
funny
like,
when
the
you sent me that.
fighter one, whatever the
Mage,
fighter
warrior, druid, Jew. He sent me that picture. I was like,
I don't know anything about the second one. There might be more
I
classes
just
now
bought it
in the
for
second
$20.
one, but,
It's coming from GameStop right now.
that second one's like a little bit older game now too. It's got to be at
yeah,
least
but
a couple
dude,
years old
it's
now,
still.
right?
It was. I went the. So I beat the. Stick
it's
of
still
Truth.
priced pretty high.
And
It's
I
still
went-
that sucks.
the fractured
Well, that-
butthole is still priced
Okay,
pretty
that
high.
means it's a
on the
good
network.
game. That means it's a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I went to go buy it on PlayStation. I'm like, oh, it's got to be at least maybe $30. It was still $60.
Wow.
So I
Yeah.
went GameStop.com because I'm not driving to fucking Newton, and they sold it to me brand new delivery for $20.
Wow, it's crazy.
So PlayStation's just a cunt.
That's
all.
weird.
Yeah, it's what some of
How
like I've
funny
noticed when we talk about games that are on PSN and then Steam, 9 times out of 10, the general base price is usually a little bit cheaper on Steam, and then when they do their sales, it ends up being way less too.
yeah.
Although you got Stick of Truth for like $10, and every time it goes on sale, I always see it for like 15. So I'm still like, no, I'll buy Stick of Truth when it's $10 or lower because I'm a
I
big
would
Steam
pay
fan.
60, dude. It's so funny.
I got my wish list just like every other Steam guy, and I have my prices, and I pick up
here's
everything
another
mad
reason
cheap.
PlayStation's a cunt. So Stick of Truth was on sale on PlayStation for like $10. I was like, oh my god, like I want to buy it. So I've been wanting to buy that game for a year, and it was not available on PlayStation Store to download.
Really?
What?
Stick of Truth, the fractured butthole was, but Stick of Truth was not.
Weird. I don't get that.
So I couldn't download it. And all of a sudden, it's on sale. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wait,
Yeah.
you
Someone knock on the door?
Yeah, sounds.
Oh,
like
hey
it,
Mike,
yeah.
come on in, bro.
come on, I'm
I'm gonna
biatch.
use the restroom real quick.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Kind of take my place for a sec here.
Nice Steelers jersey. He has the tie. You know, where's
Here,
the?
Mike, jump
You're not
on,
wearing a tie for the tie.
Jump, jump on Stefan's mic to take a little seat and say hi while he's taking a
Mike
piss.
Mena, the biggest podcast or Shots for Likes podcast fan, is crashing Stoner Steve's podcast.
What's up, buddy? You okay?
Guys, no. Not
Did
at
you
all.
see the gift I left you?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that. He left all the knives. If anybody's wondering,
He told
on the
me what a
kitchen-
dick.
or on the table.
What
so
did you expect from this asshole? I mean,
that-
come on.
That,
The second you were like, just hide all sharp objects.
honestly,
I was like,
honestly,
okay.
I expected more knives.
that's all knives I have, man.
Well,
If I had more, I would. Trust me.
that sounds like a you problem, not
Well,
me.
I got the knives I need and the knives I want.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't want. We're not
Well,
gonna get into it.
No,
too
but
much,
at least we didn't lose. I'm
did,
I'm
though.
just gonna put that. We did, but
I'm not crazy. I'm guessing that's a jab at me. I'm not crazy.
definitely
You're like smiling. You're like, no, definitely
No,
not.
no.
I'm not super upset about the Giants' loss. I'm bummed, but I didn't really expect the Giants to win. So what happened? What's wrong?
No, she's just going to the dive bar to eat.
Oh, well, if you get stabbed, we'll be here to call the ambulance.
Are you going with like Mike and?
I mean, if
I
Mike wants to
guess
go.
I'm going.
I mean,
Get her done, Mike.
But
We
I
got
can't-
like 6 more podcasts to do. We're not going anywhere apparently because our lives suck. So we'll be here.
It happens.
all right,
Yeah.
pitter patter.
Pitter patter. Let's get at it.
Patter.
But I mainly came up here because I was told to come up here, pop up.
Yeah, we want you to say hi, dude. Come on, bro.
Second was the game that's going on, the Chiefs and the Chargers.
Yeah, what's going on
There's
with
a
that?
sign behind. Well, Chiefs are winning, obviously, but there's a sign behind.
Do you say obviously, but a lot of people pick Chargers, bro.
They suck. But it was
I don't-
behind Phil
I agree
Rivers,
with you.
and it was a sign that said "Shock the Cheese with the shocker." So just want to come up here and say that, and I guess I'm going to a dive bar to eat food.
Enjoy, man. Let me know how the food is. All right,
If you
Mike?
get stabbed, it was nice knowing you, Mike Mena. I appreciate your
Absolutely.
fanship for the
Thank you for having
podcast.
me up here for a second. Sorry, Stefan. Of
course.
But
Hey, we're doing a
We're doing a
also-
morning after pill after Stefan's episode because we have to. So feel free to crash it.
Yeah, come crash it. If you're coming back,
real,
not
dog.
coming home.
These
crash
are
it.
my 3. So the others, I don't know where they are, but they're not my responsibility. These 3 are my. These little dicks right here, they're my responsibility. Yeah. Stefan,
Later, Mike.
Stefan's back. Hey,
you in a
Mike. Bye, Mike. Hey, Mike. All right, Stefan was a good champ, letting old Mike Mena come on his mic, but now he's back.
He's a good guy.
So what? Yeah, he's all right. What? No, I love Mike. What video game were we bitching about right before Mike popped in? Oh no, we're not bitching. We were talking about Stick of Truth.
Stick of Truth.
Talking
Yeah,
about, like-
PlayStation
oh, yeah.
sucking.
Yeah, Stick of Truth hits $10 on Steam. I'm getting it.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. We'll move on because I don't want to spoil anything.
I think it's
because
probably better to play on computer than PS4.
Well, I have a Steam controller anyway. I'm not a mouse keyboard guy for the most part, like
okay.
ever. I had the broad scoop me a Steam controller. She's always like, "What do you want for like Christmas or whatever?" I'm like, "Babe, I'm 31. I buy what I want when I need it."
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I can just save $50 and my broad can get me something that's going to really affect my life in an awesome way with the Steam controller. I'll let her do that for me.
Yeah, and
Babe,
you're-
Steam controller. And it's been the best fucking thing ever. I'm PC fucking 3,000%. The only thing I'm still fucking doing on Sony now is like God of War. Last of Us 2, when that shit comes out, I'm going to have to buy a PS4 because Last of Us 1, that was like one of the first games that's really blown me away in the past like 5-10 years, man.
You never played it?
I heard good things about
You
that
have a
game, but I never
PS4?
played it. Yeah.
Right.
We've already talked about this game.
So,
like
so
two,
this
three-
is like an action adventure kind of game, right? Where you're like it's almost like a Tomb Raider maybe kind of thing.
No,
like,
not like.
oh,
no,
it's-
I wouldn't say
It's
adventure
way more
much.
story driven.
okay.
Yeah, it's a story-driven, third-person, post-apocalyptic,
Literally,
little bit of
what-
zombie.
I'll give it to you before you leave. You can take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, see, I'm the asshole that like everyone thinks like Witcher 3 is so great. I'm the asshole that skips every cutscene in Witcher 3 when I play it, and I have no idea what.
There's
the
a
fuck
lot
the
of cutscenes in
plot
this
is.
game, so if
yeah,
you're not story
that's
driven,
not
but-
really my thing.
But I'll say this: if you really play it, it's probably about a 12-hour game.
It's not a long game, man.
It's
So,
a quick game, but it's fucking.
and the story is the best part about it.
I'll
dude.
let you take it, play it or don't. I don't give a fuck. I've beaten it twice.
Yeah, it's
so
worth a
I don't
shot,
give
I
a fuck.
mean.
So you can take it, and
Cool,
then
thank you.
Give it a shot, dude, because it's fucking.
Do
it's
yourself a
awesome.
favor and pay attention to the cutscenes, dude. It's literally the story. Like you're gonna get into it, you're gonna forget where you are for a minute. It's like it's that good. Like you're a grown man and you're gonna forget where you are. You're gonna forget about your job possibly sucking the next day, or like if your girlfriend's bitching at you. You're not gonna worry about that. Like you're gonna get so caught up in the story, you're gonna be like, Ellie, don't go in that room, Ellie. Like I'm telling you, it's a really, like I said, it's the first game that's blown me away in a long time. And I spoke so highly of it, and that's why I was like, Jesse, Keith, you gotta fucking play this game, dude. And when they fucking played it, they were like, yeah, you're right, this fucking game is
sweet.
killer.
Yeah,
and now
it's
taking a while, but when that second game comes out, dude, I've been getting, you watch the trailer for the second game, and then they released that long one.
Yeah.
Well, oh my God,
what-
such chills, dude, run through your
Can
body,
you not
bro.
play like story-driven games or like?
It's not that
Because
I
like
mean,
The Witcher's not a story-driven game. It's kind of like a Fallout where there's story, but there's so much shit going on.
right.
There's
I
so much
mean,
development in the gameplay of like a game like Witcher.
Maybe Witcher 3 is a bad example because it's,
There's just so
There's a
much.
lot of different layers.
I tried to play
of
Witcher
it
1.
being good. But
I was trying to play for like a half an hour, 40 minutes. I was trying to play with my Steam controller. I was reading forums online. They're like, dude, you can't play that game with a controller. And like eventually, like you're using like every key on your keyboard, and I'm just like, dude, I want to play this shit so bad. I don't want to just go right to 3, even though I've heard it's amazing. I can't. I want to do it so bad, but it's so hard. It's the gameplay is really. It's nowhere near it, but I've heard it's on the level of like Dark Souls a bit, where it's like, you know, every move you make matters. You can't start a move and then be like, oh, I decided to do another move. You know what I mean? It's like a really extreme game, and not that I don't have the patience and like will to fucking do it, but you know, sometimes you're a fucking old guy.
Got a baby
you're like,
coming, dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
It's
I don't
a
know.
tough game.
At least I bought like all 3 of them with like all the DLC. And it was like a huge package for like $16 on Steam.
Right.
So I'm not killing myself over it. Maybe I'll watch a couple of YouTube videos and just go right to 3, and just maybe play 3. You know, or if I never play it, I spent a few bucks on it, dude. It's not like I spent like $60 a game or some crazy shit. So either way,
I had a very generous coworker lend it to me when
Witcher 3.
Yes, yeah, when I was out of work for surgery at the beginning of the year, towards the beginning of the year, one of my coworkers lent it to me.
Penis
So I was like,
enlargement.
all right. Yeah.
How'd it go? Because I'm really interested in
It
it.
worked out really well. Yeah, I'll give you the details of the doctor I went to. But
All right, good. Do they give a discount for Irishmen because they feel bad?
They should.
They should. Them and Asians.
I'm not sure
Are you
about that.
Irish or well? You're definitely not Asian.
no,
I'm
I'm
guessing.
mostly Polish and French Canadian. So if there's any
So you got no discount.
if there's any racist jokes about white people being stupid, then they're probably about either Polish or French Canadian. So that's me. But stupid or like timid or whatever else they make fun of Canadians.
Well,
for.
it's just head up the horns, get yourself a jelly donut.
They're-
When,
yeah,
when
their
you go to
accent
Canada
doesn't
and the
make
Stick of Truth, dude.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
But you gotta
wanna-
play, bro.
yeah.
Come on, dude.
It's a
Oh,
good
you know,
game.
if you give me a pass, I'm not playing Fallout 4 yet, because I'm right in the North Crater.
Fallout 4.
Ah, come on, dude.
He's one of those cunts.
Oh, come on.
Stoner Steve is one of those
All right, all right.
cunts.
I'm
I
a
haven't
big-
played it yet though, so I can't put my opinion on it yet. But I like 3 better than New Vegas, but I love both of them. I'm a big Fallout fan. I've only played the newer new school first person, third person versions. I never played 1 or 2.
Right.
I've heard
Well,
2 is amazing.
Those are totally different games. Like you
Yes.
can't
Oh,
I'm
even
sure.
consider them the same. on the
yeah,
same
but
level,
it's still. I mean, it's still. If you're a big fan of Fallout, it's games.
yeah. If you want to
play.
get into the history and you know what I mean,
I would
and the
love to
legacy
play those, but I
version,
own a
whatever.
computer, so.
I've heard too. It's like Diablo. It's like that above version or
Yeah.
above you.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, not
it's
version.
it's turn by turn though. It's like when you
is it
move
really?
other
Oh,
things.
really?
Yeah.
Like a
Things
tactical
pause in
type
between.
thing?
Yeah.
That makes me want to play it so
awesome,
much
dude.
more.
Yeah, it's fun.
sounds
Do you
'Cause I'm a
remember-
huge
Do you
fan of-
remember a game back in the day, Shining Force for Genesis? This is like one of the biggest games of my life. Like,
I know.
so it's like that. You're kind of playing chess. You have these like guys that you move around, whatever. and
I
then you choose
unfortunately
turn by
didn't
turn.
play it, but I've always heard really good things about it. I have like a Sega collection for
Okay.
PS3 that it's on, and that I've always been told from friends like RPG fans,
Yeah.
play Shining Force,
That's a
play.
good one.
I never got to, but one day I will, because I'm a fan of old school, older RPGs.
Right.
I'm not somebody who's like these graphics.
All right,
suck.
but sorry, we were talking about Fallout though. Then that's
Yeah,
that's
all
a
right,
more
Before
relevant
you
topic.
talk shit about Fallout 4, you
Uh-huh.
seem to be a fan, so you played all of them?
Well, I played like I tried playing 1 and 2,
Right.
And there's another one too, like Fallout Tactics, I think it's
Yeah,
called,
something like that.
And then I played 3 a lot. I beat 3, and I played New Vegas. But as I was playing
3
New
your
Vegas, yeah,
3 is
I
my
had
fa-
fun playing 3, but there
The
were
story and
there's
overall
things
just
about it.
mood
Okay,
of it.
first of all, I have a large aversion to games that scale.
Right.
So I don't want to go to an area, get my ass kicked, go and be like, all right, I want to like get my character more powerful now. So
Right.
okay, so now my character is more powerful. Then I go back to that area and I still get my ass kicked because everything's scaled. Everything scales.
Is it
higher
scaled
up.
with all those
I
games?
don't know if it's
Maybe-
scaled in
okay.
Fallout.
I know Elder
'Cause it-
Scrolls were.
Yeah,
Okay,
big
right.
Oblivion is. I don't know. 'Cause-
Morrowind was. Elder Scrolls
Right.
was.
The Elder Scrolls
or,
games definitely are.
Dude,
Yeah.
my old roommate Gills.
Maybe I'm just complaining about something and I'm full of shit again, but
No, I agree. I hate the scale. It's dumb.
Get what?
I don't like that.
Well, no, you
Yeah.
say that, dude, but remember we were talking about Oblivion? Because Gills always told me what turned him off from Oblivion. This is my old roommate, fucking Gilliam. You
I know
know
who
him.
you're talking about.
You don't know him at all, but he what turned him off from Oblivion was the scaling. How no matter what you're doing, even if it's like one of those stupid spiders that you fucking fight at the beginning of the game, it all levels up with you, and it really bothered him about it.
So like in Oblivion, I jumped a lot. You can get really, really good at jumping if you jump a lot, because you get better at anything if you do anything a lot, right?
Okay,
So my character got so good at jumping and doing like other really menial things that are totally useless in combat because I knew I could spam them. That I just jump everywhere I fucking go if you're gonna be better jumper. But then I realized I'm like level like something, and all I'm good for is jumping. So like I'm getting wrecked by like some fucking thing just touches me and I die because all I can do is jump.
You got to jump over that.
So
dude,
that's
bro.
the problem with the scaling. It's like there's no reward to like grinding
I don't
and
think
going back.
Fallouts
Like,
are scaled.
I hear
though.
you.
maybe they're not. Okay.
I don't think
another.
If you're a JRPG fan, the Western RPG scaling thing, like you're saying, I know what you're saying.
That is
one of the
dumb.
most rewarding things about JRPGs or RPGs in general. You're like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to take a few hours of my Saturday, grind it the fuck out for a bit, whatever, and then you go back to what you're doing and you whoop something, whatever
We know the
that was
grind.
giving you a problem.
We like the
and you're
grind.
like, that's what's up.
Well, dude,
Right, like Diablo is like you. grind.
Diablo.
You just
Dude, I
grind
remember
and
playing
grind.
World of Warcraft. Like, just fucking. I remember the first instance was Dead Mines, right? And you're like, oh, this is so hard. You roll back in there at level 60 and you pick up random people. You're feeling good about yourself. You're like, hey,
Right.
I'll troll you through fucking Dead Mines, bro, and you just fucking kill everything.
I mean, even in
And that's a great
even in
feeling.
It is
a game
nice.
Like Skyrim, there might be certain areas where they cap how it scales to. So,
Right.
like, okay, well, it's never going to go beyond a certain. I don't know all the backwards engineering of all the fucking way these games are coded.
it
or
gets
anything.
extreme with the
All
Western
these super
RPGs,
nuances,
big
but-
time.
right? But anyway, another thing I didn't like about Fallout 3 when I was into it was like
Three?
Yeah, because I was basically the only one I played a lot was there. So when there's these games when you can design a character in a certain way and be very, very good at the game, like I'll only ever want to do that. So like I don't know. The first time I played the game, I'm like, I'm gonna be really good at the game if I just pump everything into like accuracy and VATs.
Right.
And so that's what I did. I'm just gonna be like a glass
I
cannon.
love VATs.
I'm gonna just pump everything into like just a couple things and be like really, really good at like shooting a pistol or something, and that's it.
10
And
millimeter,
then-
baby.
And then you just fucking conquer the game. So if you ever try to like replay the game, or if you ever think about playing the game in a different way, you're like, no, but I did it this one way. Like
And I was good at it.
It discourages you to try other options, or other options. You're like, oh well, this didn't. Now I kind of suck, so I'm just gonna.
Go back to accuracy and VATs.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like we talked about this 2 episodes ago. So when I first played Fallout New Vegas, that was the first one I played.
Uh-huh.
And when I made a character, I was like, all right, I'm gonna sneak around and I'm gonna snipe shit. And
Okay.
I fucking dominated the game that way.
Yeah.
And like the second playthrough, I'm like, well, I'm playing melee. And I did that, and it's fucking hard as shit until you get to a
Right.
certain level, and then you turn to a fucking Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Like,
This
so, like,
one-shot killing shit.
yeah, dude. So like, I differ on that sense with you. Like, I like to play. I like those games because I can play so many different ways, and like whether I'm better at one or not.
Well,
like,
what about Borderlands? Do you guys like Borderlands 2? You guys ever fucking play that game?
I've heard about it. and I've
That's a
heard
fucking
good things.
serious
but,
game. You
but
gotta
I-
play that one. That is
know.
the fucking game.
yeah,
It's a lot like it,
literally 2 days ago. Greg texted me. He's like, dude, I just downloaded Borderlands. I guess there's a package on PlayStation. Wait, Greg,
Like a new one?
no, just like
the old. Yeah, you get the gold collection. or
whatever it
some
was. He never
bullshit.
played it.
Right.
He's like, dude, download. We'll play.
It's
it."
fucking good.
Yeah. So I want to, but the problem is me and Greg, like, he's off on date. Like, our schedule never works to play.
Okay.
Really, but
Yeah, I played all those games one player.
Yeah, I
One
heard
and
they're-
two,
I heard
played
they're
one player.
awesome.
And then there's some other one like I didn't play whatever the special one was, some kind of like expansion kind of thing. But
so why do you
Anyway,
hate
those are
Fallout
good
4?
games. I mean, I just wasn't really interested in pursuing the Fallout
After
franchise
3.
after 3, and like trying to play New Vegas and being like, and so whatever.
See, I accept that because you were like,
What
oh,
did-
I don't no.
It's
give me a
just
sec.
like isn't really.
You
my
were like,
thing.
you didn't like it. That's fine. It's the other people on the internet. Fucking, I only played 98 hours on this game, and I'm
pissed.
Because
I
they-
spent $60. I should get at least 500 hours.
God, oh God.
Well, what about New Vegas you didn't like? Because you're not a story-driven guy, and that's the only thing I would give 3 over New Vegas, because I think New Vegas' gameplay and like what you could do combat-wise stuff, I think that's all improved in New Vegas.
Right.
But I think the overall like feel and story of 3 is so much better.
Like the difference between 3 and New Vegas was noticeable enough for me to notice it, but it wasn't like enough for me to want to play kind of what I considered more the same. Like it was a lot of more the same.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
it's the same game.
Whatever. I already played this game.
It is.
You know what
It
I mean?
is the
I
same
got you.
game.
And you know what? It probably
is.
didn't help that I think I tried to play New Vegas right after I got done beating
that doesn't
Fallout
help.
3, and so I definitely was kind of like over it. but-
Yeah. It doesn't hurt to have some time in between, that's for sure. When you put so much time and effort into a Western RPG, then you play like its successor like right after, and you're like,
Right.
Jesus Christ, I need a fucking break. Like,
I'm the kind of person that replays old SNES games a lot. Like I'm always replaying.
not
I
Better.
replay, dude. I'm in the
always
middle of a
replaying
Final Fantasy VII
Earthbound.
playthrough right now.
Right,
I'm
right,
sitting in
right.
North Crater. I'm just waiting to I'm waiting for a good where I got a good hour or two where I can enjoy the ending again, and I'm trying to choose what game I'm playing
Bro,
next.
I'm talking about 10 years ago, but somehow, so me and Fudge were hanging out with my buddy Eddie, and we found my own old Nintendo.
Okay.
We had a whole summer. They were both single. I wasn't, but she didn't like me that summer because I did not hang out with her. Dude, we just played regular Nintendo games for a whole summer, dude. It was
Super Mario, a lot of we finally beat Super Mario with Game Genie codes. But that game is so hard to us that we didn't even care that it
dude,
was
there
like
were so many bro hugs.
when we beat
We beat
Super
that
Mario.
game.
Wait,
we-
the first like
Pre-Bowser
Super Mario
Monkey, dude.
Brothers.
Yeah, the original one.
Super Mario Brothers at the first one.
That's not that hard to beat. Come on,
Dude, that last fucking
No, the last level is really bad.
the last levels
Pre-Bowser Monkey.
I mean, but it's doable. Like
we did it.
And you know
we
what's
hugged
fucked?
out, bro.
Yo,
Eddie
you know
was
what-
mad
you know
because
what's
Eddie
harder
wasn't
than
there.
that?
You snuck past the pre-Bowser Monkey, popped right on fucking Bowser, and then like got right to the other end, and
I
you
teared
somehow
up,
did it.
dog.
But Eddie wasn't there, and I think he was pissed.
He
at us
was
'cause we-
sleeping.
He was there.
Yeah, he was sleeping.
Oh well, I remember you did it. I remember you. It was like this lucky hop bounce thing.
Oh, man.
And me and Keith hugged for like fucking 15 minutes
there's games
with Game Genie codes.
from back. No, but there's games from back there. Back then, that you literally had to like glitch the game out in order. There's this part in
There's some
Ninja
hard
Gaiden, like
games,
one of
dude.
the ends of
Most
Ninja
of them.
Gaiden, where you literally like you have to like kind of like glitch the game. You have
Yeah.
to kind of like. I don't know, you back the camera like front and back a little bit to get this one enemy to not spawn because the enemy is standing on the only place that you're able to jump to because you're like jumping over these pits.
Dude, I
Yeah.
swear
And
to
then there's
God.
like this really like bad shit. And then after you go through all of that bullshit, you have to fight some kind of boss that has more than one phase. So you basically have to fight more than one boss
Yeah.
on like one health bar's worth of health. And if you die, I think you have to restart the whole game. Or like if you're out of continue,
Dude,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to start from
Nintendo,
level
bro.
one. Level one. Are you kidding? Like
regular Nintendo.
They were savage.
we got as far as we could when we were kids in those games. We got very far. Like I think I maybe saw that Ninja Gaiden boss one time, like
bro, and you couldn't even
without
YouTube
Game
it back
Genie
then.
and shit. No, and I mean what everybody does these days is they play on emulator and they do the save states. So
Yeah.
you save the game to whatever extent that you can.
You
when
know
you're
Asians
doing
were just
okay,
sitting there,
and then
dude,
you
like-
just keep loading when you fuck up.
Exactly.
No, you have to go back to level 1. Like that's serious,
Bro, I'm telling
Yeah.
you, Asians were just sitting there like, ho, 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 stupid round eye.
No.
Only for continue.
Now all of
large penis.
all of this wasn't well fleshed out yet. So
Dude,
nobody they didn't like play test or like have a there was no philosophy behind
How
any of
about
this shit
Battletoads,
yet.
dude?
Like, that was it. Battletoads versus Double Dragon.
I
You
never
play that one too.
I know I don't think
That's a
so,
good-
but I
that's
remember
another
playing Battletoads and never what's happening.
Whoa,
that-
clickers.
that was
I think we're good. I think we're all right.
All right.
I remember playing Battletoads and never getting past the third level every time I tried to play.
Yeah.
I never got far in that
Well, it's
game.
like the sewer level, right, or something like you get into.
It was some
Anyway.
shit you were like on a
There's fucking
hoverboard. I
old
don't
school
remember
games.
really.
Here's a
but
question,
Terrible.
dude. What's the hardest game out right now? Like
Well,
a
everybody
newer
says
game.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, right?
is the one that everybody refers to when it comes to like a high level of skill, difficulty, whatever.
Right.
And I mean, but But what are we talking about? Like first player games or like
No,
multiplayer?
all right. So like not a multiplayer game, just a single player game.
Because a multiplayer game, the difficulty has to do with your opponents.
The opponents,
and-
right? So what's the hardest single player game out there right now?
If you're talking about newer games, I mean, from what I've heard, I
People say Dark Souls,
I was
right?
watching Jesse play Dark Souls, man. I've never seen him get so angry in his entire life, bro. But
Right.
but that's he loves that hardcore gamer like. No, man, like I want to like use some of my intelligence and like knowledge and skill
Right.
and like learn how to fucking become better at this game in
Right.
certain
Right.
sections of it. And it's extremely rewarding, and that's why they fucking made those games
Right,
like that.
right.
Now,
mean-
where's that game hold up to like the original Legend of Zelda or like any of those fucking Burger Time, dude? Any of those fucking
Well, you know
NES
what it
games?
was?
They were so hard.
The older
Right.
Nintendo games, even like older Final Fantasies and shit, they don't tell you what to do next.
They're like,
like
yeah,
in The
fuck
Legend
them.
of Zelda, remember when we would play it in your house? Because you've run through a bunch of playthroughs the time we've been friends.
I could play through a game. no
and
problem.
every single time you'd be hammered, you'd be like, dude, this fucking cave right here, I have read in the fucking book to how to get to this cave. They don't tell you how to get to this cave. There's no hint how to get to this cave.
And there was no internet to like research.
you read it
all
on
the
like
weird-
Nintendo fucking Power magazine or some shit.
Oh, Nintendo
Right.
Power.
Never?
dude. Have you ever played the original Zelda?
Yeah.
Have you beaten it?
Yeah. Well, I think that there's 2 playthroughs in the original game.
Yeah,
Like,
there
we-
is. There's a
yeah.
hard mode.
I'm taking a piss,
So
gentlemen. Keep it rolling.
I beat the first one.
Dude, all right, so the
It's really
end-
fucking hard. Like
dude, so
even some of the most rudimentary shit, like those enemies that have a shield,
bro,
those enemies that have a
get
goddamn
the fuck
shield.
out of there with those
things
guys.
are annoying.
You can't
as
kill those
shit.
guys. It's the worst, dude.
They're
Dude,
so annoying.
the last temple is just
It's really bad.
it's just a rock that you have to bomb to
Yeah.
get into.
Yeah.
So like you could
How the
finish-
hell would you know that?
How would you know that, dude?
How the hell would you know that?
I never beat it as yeah, I never beat it at first as a kid. I never got past level 7, but dude, the last
figured
one's
it
like
out.
what's that?
People figured it out somehow.
They figure
I
it
don't
out,
know.
but it's like, dude, like you finish level 8, which is also you burn a bush to get into, which
Right.
is like, really, dude? No one tells you to do that. They kind of hint at it, but the last hint was like, oh, it's the mountain in between the rolling rocks, and you're like, what? There's mountains everywhere in between the rolling rocks, and there's just one spot. You could start the game, go to the spot, bomb it, and you could go to the 9th level. Like,
Right.
well, I mean, you wouldn't have bombs in the beginning, but you get what I'm
couldn't-
saying.
Right.
But like, dude, it's so dumb. Like, what? Who did this?
Right.
Like,
well,
so-
I mean, that's what I mean. They weren't very well thought out. Like, they weren't totally all the way thought out. Like, we
Right.
have this more extensive way to evaluate games these days.
It just like nothing compares that. Like when we did that summer, like, so we beat Mario and we hugged it out, like we said. And then I think the next game we played was Disney. What was that game called? Fudge.
Holy
Magic
shit.
Kingdom.
yeah, whoa.
Holy shit!
Disney's
I know
Magic
about
Kingdom.
this game. You just I haven't even thought about this game for a moment. And like,
Dude, we were doing
probably
speed,
20
speed
years.
playthroughs and shit. It was so much
it's
fun.
just a bunch of mini games, right? And you wander around.
Right, you're walking around.
Like this is a blast, total blast from the past for me, man. I
Game's
can't-
extreme, bro.
This
So you
fucking
played
game
the
is
game.
awesome.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Oh
dude.
yeah,
It's a great game. Dude, we literally
I'm taking a shot for Magic Kingdom, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, we need to do a shot for that one.
This is awesome that fucking Stoner Steve is like stoked on Magic Kingdom because this game had such a serious part in mine and Keith's
So
life.
you guys played this game?
Bro, we
to
speed
complete?
run
we
it.
practiced speed runs. I think our best time was like 26 or 28 minutes. I
Oh,
think.
24 minutes.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
Alright.
we
This
should,
is
dude.
awesome.
If you want to get the speed runs of Magic Kingdom back going, you want to get Stefan.
No, we can't. Well, I'll get into it when we.
Hey,
I think I have Eddie's Nintendo. Dude.
What about Mendel Palace? You guys know about this game, Mendel Palace?
that? I don't.
It's an old NES game that's real fucking cool.
Want to throw out real quick just so before I forget. Faxanadu,
I don't know that one.
side scroller adventure kind of RPG-ish game.
Faxanadu?
Fax.
Oh, with a-
FAXANADU.
Read your facts, bro.
I don't know that
It's
one.
I'm gonna have to like text you a fucking video. It was like a side-scrolling adventure. You remember the second Zelda that was like a side-scrolling
Yeah.
kind of game? It was like that it was that format, but this game was like way harder and like way more rewarding, and it was. I mean, a lot of nostalgia. You know, I'm biased because I played it when I was younger, whatever. But it was just. it was just one of those like really gnarly, hard, side-scrolling RPG type fucking things, and
All right.
it was crazy, and like had like a cool little story,
Right.
like this tree is like the whole entire life of the earth, and if this tree dies, then everybody dies, so you have to save this tree because there's dragons here, and you're
All right.
like, I'll fucking do it, and you
Yeah.
start like butt naked with like a wooden knife. And before you know it, you have like you're decked out in all this dragon gear that once you put it on, you can't take it off because it's like the final gear and shit. Like,
Okay.
it's fucking crazy. Like, think of like, because like older Metroid games or like
Yeah.
side scrolling, like
Oh yeah, I'm huge into like. Are you guys into Castlevania Symphony of the Night? Oh, you guys big on this, dude? This game is good.
how about the fucking anime that came out, dude?
Oh,
The second season's coming out in October, bro. On
oh,
Netflix.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, watch it, dude!
Yeah,
It's
I gotta-
so
I gotta
great.
do that.
Do not watch it until second season comes out. Because it's
Okay.
only fucking four
Four episodes.
episodes.
Yeah, they
And
fuck you.
I watched it when it came out. I'm like, this is so good. And I got to the fourth
too much of a
episode. I was like,
tease.
oh, I can't wait. And I was
Okay.
like,
The second
let's do-
season's
let's
8 episodes.
Oh shit!
Stefan.
Son of a bitch.
Or Steve.
Whole podcast is
whatever the fuck your
Or
name is,
Steve.
Stoner.
whole podcast is ruined.
Don't worry, I have a backup handle. Also, more vodka.
And I have a whole handle of rum. Don't worry. You can spill as much vodka as you want, really, because there's just too much of it. If anything, spill more so we don't have to drink it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
So it helps
in the
me.
interest of your health.
Yeah.
All right, before we,
there's
well,
nothing-
let's take a shot. Cheers.
Taking a
boys.
shot for Magic Kingdom, boys. I'm
All right,
over here.
I need to
Cheers.
talk about this for a bit. So, we were playing Nintendo. We beat Mario. We were playing some other games, and I was like, boys, I'm like, let's try this game. I love this game as a kid. Let's do it. I pull out the Magic Kingdom. They're like, what are you, a fag? Fucking Disney, you pussy? I'm like, yeah, probably. So we I held off. Finally, we beat some more games because we were going through the list, right? And actually, right up the road, there was it wasn't GameStop. It was like a Power Game or some random Fugazi GameStop that sold Nintendo games. So we were buying them. But eventually, they're like, all right, well, what do we play next? I'm like, well, can we please try this? So they're like, all right, let's play fucking Magic Kingdom, right? We roll through that game, dude. Fell in love. Well, I already love it. They fell in love, dude.
I definitely played that game when I was younger.
I can
before
barely
playing it.
remember.
Or maybe it was just Eddie. So,
I mean, I might have made fun of you just to.
no, you
do
definitely
it.
did. I appreciate that you did.
You're welcome.
So we're rolling through this game. Finally, we're getting good at to where we can beat it, right?
Uh-huh.
And dude, we're like,
The space level, dude.
fucking
Space Mountain,
Wait,
dude.
so you had to unlock that level at the end, right? You had to beat all of the other.
No.
Okay.
All right, so
maybe
it was.
I'm wrong.
You go into, or you're a character. I forget the name.
You're
of the
just some
character.
little kid or some
little
shit.
kid with a cowboy hat.
Right? Yeah.
You walk in and you have Space Mountain on the right. So you're at Walt Disney. You can ride all the rides, but
Right.
they're all the levels. There's Space Mountain. There was a race car one.
Yeah.
There was
The haunted house.
The
thing?
haunted house.
Okay.
You remember?
The pirate one,
Okay.
and then the train track one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Train track one was fucking rough too.
That
Oh
was rough,
yeah, that
too.
one sucks. This is all coming back. This is
Space
the best.
Mountain's definitely the worst.
The
but
train
love
track
this game.
sucked because it was random. So you could get really good at going through the tracks.
Okay.
But then at the end, you still have to pick the right one. Which is
Oh,
fucking
right.
bullshit. Well, I think, yeah, it was bullshit.
Yeah,
right?
that's a bullshit one, definitely.
And then, dude, Space Mountain was like, all right. Like, what are the fucking... Google it, bro. Google that scene. All right, so you're in Space Mountain, and you're in a spaceship, and you have to press left, right, or square if there's a meteor, and circle if there was a orange meteor.
Whoa, well, I played this on NES though, so I don't know
Did
about
you?
any of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, NES, yeah, the
Yeah.
original Nintendo.
Yeah. So when you talk about square and circle, dude, it's just A
Or-
and B, right?
yeah, whatever it was.
I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, was it-
Sorry,
no.
I'm interrupting.
No,
you.
you're correct. A and B. It was A and B.
Right.
Start
All right.
select
So anyway,
A and B.
all right.
So A and B.
I'm getting
square,
pedantic
circle.
here by your story. I'm sorry.
Fucking asshole.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. I gotta get rid of.
Well, make
video.
sure it faces us too, there, guy.
Well, I don't know if this is the right one, because this might just be it.
That's
doesn't
a
sound
trumpet, dude.
This isn't it. My bad.
Come
All right,
on,
keep
bro.
talking.
So, all right, so Space Mountain sucked, but we got through it, and we were actually getting pretty good. At the end, well, you could do it whenever you want, but the end, the way we did it was there was 5 guys you had to go talk to, and they would give you trivia questions.
Yeah.
On Disney, and you had to answer a right question.
Oh
dude.
God.
So we would literally speed run everything, Be like, all right, answer a fucking question. So we would go through it. Dude, we literally got down to the record at the time was 22 minutes.
That is so fast.
Yeah, and we
Yo,
got...
I can't find this fucking song, dude.
Really?
What was it?
This is really obscure. This is some really obscure
Magic
video that
Kingdom,
you're looking
NES, Space Mountain.
That's what I've been typing in, and I
I'm
just
not
keep getting shit
surprised
about
that-
Disney World because all the bitches are like, we gotta go there 4 times a year.
Oh, God.
We have to go there quarterly because I love fucking Walt
Pack
Disney.
up the pumpkin lattes.
Doesn't matter that Walt Disney was the biggest fucking hater of Jewish people ever. He died in enough time, so we still love Walt Disney.
Yeah, that's a terrible human being.
He really was. But Bill Burr is perfect. He died when he was supposed to, so no one knows how much of a racist piece of shit he was.
I guess
so
so,
Disney's just flourishing. Like
Yeah, that's really convenient for him.
I'm gonna keep Googling. Keep going, guys. I gotta find this
Yeah,
somehow.
so we were very close to the speed time. Like, I think we hit like 25, 24 minutes.
Oh, like the world record.
Yeah.
Wow.
We were close, dude. And me and Fudge were hanging out.
it's faster now, though. I think,
Dude, it was retarded. So me and Fudge were hanging out like fucking a couple years ago. So and we brought this up. And we're like, dude, we were like 2 minutes off the speed run
Yeah.
time. Like, let's see what it is now, dude. It's like 9 minutes now.
Oh God.
Like-
well, somebody probably found some way to hack the game, like glitch
Right,
the
some
game.
kind of glitch,
That's what they
dude.
do. Like, right? They
They have
expose-
certain speed runs.
Okay.
hold on. I'm gonna turn the volume down until I find Space
Whoa,
Mountain.
that sounded pretty legit.
This
though.
is Mega Man. What the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
Mega
shit?
Man was hard as shit.
Yeah,
dude.
Mega Man 2 is one of my favorite games. Mega Man 2 it probably has one of the best soundtracks out of any video game in the existence
hard
of video
though,
games.
dude.
Yeah, it's really tough.
If you picked the wrong boss first, you were fucked.
Oh yeah, you have to do them in order for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do them in the right order.
But yeah, so we were so close to a speed run, and we're like, dude, this is fucking sick. And then, well, no, I'm sorry. We were saying they have certain speed runs. They have like the glitch speed runs,
Right.
the unglitched speed runs, and then I think there's like 3 or 4 categories, whatever.
So like that's a huge point of contention.
Yeah.
People argue about that all the time. What the best like format of speedrunning is? Because I was getting into like
you play the original and you beat it quick. That's
right. I mean, yeah. If you don't, I'm
The
into
glitch
whole,
speed
like,
runs are
not
very
glitching.
cool.
Right,
Like, I'm
but
happy
no,
people-
it's not cool though.
Oh, dude.
Whoa.
Look at oh shit, dude.
I'm freaking the fuck out right now, man. This shit gives me
It's legit.
anxiety, bro.
It's legit.
I see the meteor, bro.
Dude, it's
bro, I'm
it's different
done.
every. Oh my god,
that really
I'm gonna have a
brings it
heart attack. I gotta get rid of it.
It's so good. It's so good.
So much anxiety that caused us, man.
Dude, do we still have me and Eddie's old Nintendo? Is that your place still?
So
That's what I just said. I'm pretty sure I have it in my thing at home.
I was working at Domino's. I was a manager at Domino's, and
Do they have deep fryers there? Can you help us out of this?
Let me just tell you one thing about, and this has to do with NES.
Okay.
So I was working as a manager at Domino's. I would work the lunch shift. Mm-hmm. I had a guy working for me. He's like, "Hey, there's a fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Not flea
Dildo.
market. What the fuck am I looking for? A garage sale. There's a garage sale right down the road. Can I go check it out?" I'm like, "All right, yeah, whatever." We were very busy. So I let him leave work to go check out this garage sale. He comes back. He's got this fucking NES, bro. He's got this NES, and it looks like it's never been used. It's all like, listen to me. Everything is in plastic bags. The controllers have the fucking cables all like 8-figure and with a like.
It all
twisted
looks
tie.
brand new.
Yeah, everything looks legit as shit. I haven't fucking. So I think he bought it for like $5 at the flea market or at the garage sale rather. He bought it for like $5 or something. It was just the only thing of any interest at the back of this random ass garage sale.
That's why you go to garage sales.
They
Yeah,
probably
never-
only had like stupid fucking pieces of like glass vase.
it's
and, like,
99%
only shit that nobody would
bullshit,
ever
But there's
be
1% of a gem in every garage sale.
So it was just this random family that probably bought this thing. It got old. They didn't think it was worth anything, whatever. And it might not be worth very much, but I still have it. It still shows no sign of use.
I wish I still had my ass.
And it's this NES that shows no sign of use that I
sick,
own,
dude.
that I've owned
Dude,
over the years. It was my intention. I think I bought it off of him for. I was like, I'll give you $30 for it instead of the $5 that
totally
you paid or whatever.
fucking worth it, dude. SNES was one of the funnest systems ever, man.
It's not the best console
just the
in the
regular
world,
one.
but
NES,
it's
just their
up there.
original one.
Oh,
Not
NES, all
not
right.
SNES. Yeah,
NES was hard as fuck and definitely playing Super Mario 3, dude. That's a fucking hard ass game
Dude,
too.
you need
dude.
That's a
to,
good one.
can you check tonight and see if you have all that shit?
Almost positive I do. Almost positive it's been the same
let's
spot
break-
for like years.
Bro, let's break it out.
It's
son.
inexpensive to get like you could build a cheap computer, put emulators on it, get
Yeah.
USB controllers, and
But if we're
It
gonna
doesn't
go
have the
hard on the
same-
Magic
ready to
Kingdom fucking speed,
It doesn't have the
run-throughs
same
again.
feeling though. When you pick up that dumb controller,
We gotta start twitching it too. Like we gotta go on Twitch. We're
well,
gonna start streaming.
you can
it.
also get a controller card for your computer that has the original ports. So you stick a control, you know, just like
Yeah.
PCI whatever card into your computer, and it has the ports of old school.
Can we-
video game
That's
controllers.
true. We could just
Stick a
emulate
controller
the
in,
shit,
there we
man.
go.
can we
save us,
also
like, a
call
ton of
out
time.
fucking Nintendo? They sold that little Nintendo like it was like a NES Pocket, like that was like 2 or
What?
3 years ago. Yeah, they made a new NES, and it had like most of the games on there, but not all of them.
Okay.
And they sold it for like $100.
Oh, that sounds like a lot.
But dude, they only made like a certain amount, so like it sold out, and they're like, yeah, we're not making any more.
Yeah,
Okay.
but there's a lot of third-party companies that make like these haggard ass fucking
right.
for sure.
like
but you
super like SNES, Sega, NES combos.
That's
and-
why I said that sounds like a lot, because like the market for that is basically like there's.
But
a
if you
bunch
get
of
something
companies-
official from
Right, but you
Nintendo,
still
you
need
probably
to-
feel better about
you
it.
still need the cartridges or whatever. But they make systems that are like, yeah, you plug the fucking NES in here, the SNES in here, the Sega in here,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Dreamcast in here. Like, but,
Dreamcast, what a fucking killer system, man! I loved the shit out of the Dreamcast.
I never got into that. Like back in the day, everybody
I never
was
had
like
a Dreamcast. bro.
Phantasy Star Online was like the big, like everybody was like obsessed with
Shenmue,
that shit.
Power Stone, Seaman was a good game.
Whoa.
Siemens kind of weird, man. You like that?
Seaman? Seaman?
It's basically you like raise this like it was a really weird game, but it was pretty cool and strange and fun. You were raising like this
You're a
fish,
semen raising.
Okay.
but it had like a human head on it. It was like really strange. I don't know.
I know exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that game was like
wanted to
great.
keep making
And it had
fun of
like
you,
the
though.
mic.
Does it like resemble a sperm or
No, it just seaman like a seaman,
seaman?
like a but not like a not like coming, like a a guy in a boat.
all right.
But it was a really strange, weird game. But it was a lot of fun. But Shenmue was a big one.
Shenmue, this sounds familiar to me.
It's like a Asian.
That was the
Karate
first
game.
game that bought like interactive fucking what do they call it? Like real time, like movie fighting. Like you press buttons in real time.
Oh, okay.
Shenmue was like the first game to do that. But the story was like really dope, and it's like a really
The story was great. Dude,
They just released 1 and 2 HD for like $30, and Shenmue 3 is gonna be coming out soon. So
here's my thing.
Huh.
Out of every video game, I'm good at some, or like I'm bad at like genres of video games. I'm good at some, bad at some,
Right.
and I can get away with pretty much every video game. Even if I'm not good, I can get away with it. I play decent enough,
Okay.
except for fighting games.
Oh wow.
I cannot play fighting games, dude. And
well, it's
what
kind of like
Shen-
Space Mountain. It's like you're just hitting buttons when they tell you to.
Yeah, dude, I can't.
You gotta find the one that works for you, because like there's certain fighting games where
This game isn't a fighting game though. He's way off.
Yeah, but
It's
it
considered like a real time. It's not because you're not. It's not like Street Fighter. It's not like fucking Tekken. It's different. It's like I forgot what the exact name called, but it's like a real time thing. There's like a certain acronym for it. I forgot what it is.
Oh,
But
the
it sounds
battle-
very theatrical. It sounds kind. I don't
it
know,
is.
the
It's like
way
a
that you explain it.
it's like a real time theatrical fucking. There's
remember
an acronym for it that describes it. But
Okay.
Shenmue was the first game to do
the
it.
battles definitely resemble Street Fighter type thing. That you don't have your power bar or whatever, but like definitely resemble it for sure. When was the last time you played, dude?
What
when
about
we did the Shenmue weekend.
There was some kind of samurai, not Samurai Showdown. It was like Samurai. Oh shit! What the hell am I talking about?
I don't know. Oh, well, you gotta at least give me.
It was
system.
like a PlayStation. I think it played PlayStation 1.
Are you talking about? You're not talking about Tekken, are you?
No. I want to use the word Budokai, but I know that's that's Dragon Ball Z.
That was Dragon Ball.
Yeah, that was a really fucking good
Bukaki.
fighting game.
Really
No, but there was some other
Bukaki's
like
weird, but
samurai
Budokai
game that I never really got into, like a fighting game that was like
Yeah, it was a Dragon Ball Z
1,
fighting
PlayStation
game.
2. No. I'm not talking about the Dragon Ball thing. Some other game.
Did you watch Super, by the way?
What is it?
Dragon Ball Super?
No. I never watched it.
G up, bro.
I guess I got to do that.
You
gotta get into
watch
that.
Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball and all that shit?
I'm familiar with it. Like my little
Okay,
my
so-
little brothers were really into it, so like I know about the lore and
well, if you're not too into it, don't
the
worry about it.
different
But if
ages,
you know,
sagas, whatever.
Dragon Ball Super Dude G up.
Is that so? Where do you watch that?
It's so
Dragon Ball's on Hulu, right?
Dragon Ball Super's tough because it just came out, so it's like those free internet sites like just give you all sorts of
Right.
viruses. So I get
Yeah.
my computer got a virus trying to watch Dragon Ball Super and like all sorts of shit.
So don't watch Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, give it a year, bro.
Is what you're telling.
Give it a year, bro. Give it a year.
Okay. We'll give it a shot. We'll find it. I'll be able to find it.
But anyway, so Dragon Ball, we were talking about fighting games. So it was Dragon Ball Budokai was dope.
Yeah, there was like a.
You were trying to think of one.
But I
Some
was still
samurai,
bad
something.
whatever.
Samurai
It's something
something.
like that.
Samurai Jack.
Somebody listening.
That's what I was thinking of too. There was another dope, like something samurai, something that Bushido Blade?
Bullshit. That's the one I'm trying to fucking remember. That is the one.
Isn't it? Wait. Isn't it a SquareSoft game with the fucking?
Yes, it's a Square game.
And like the guy almost had hair like Cloud, but it was like longer and black, and he was like a ninja
Yeah,
guy.
I never played it.
Oh,
But
Bushido Blade might be thinking of the different because.
I was just like, I brought it up because I thought it was maybe something worth exploring, like
Right.
or what you were talking. The other game you guys were talking about kind of reminded me of that
Shenmue.
one where, Shenmue, where it's not entirely a fighting game, but
Oh, okay, yeah,
Wasn't
Bushido.
that weird whale? Shamu?
maybe
That's Shamu.
Shamu. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Let's play Bushido Blade.
No, I'm into this game right now. It's called Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon. And it's like a turn-based RPG.
Right.
It's very classic.
What do you
and-
play on? Steam?
Yeah, on the computer. I don't know if it's on any other console. It's kind of like an indie game. I probably paid like under $20 for it. It might have been like, I don't know. It might have been 30 at the most. It's a pretty popular indie game, but I'm pretty sure it's indie.
Are you waiting? Are you one of the people waiting for Shovel Knight to go cheap? That game looks so sick. I'm just waiting for it to be like $10, man.
One of my best friends is talking a lot of shit about Shovel Knight right now.
Really?
Yeah, and how I should get into it. No. Good
okay.
shit.
Shit
Talking
to
a lot
you.
of good shit. A lot of
Yeah.
good shit. Yeah.
Talking shit to you for
Yeah.
not playing.
Like,
Also,
you gotta get into this game.
All the
kind of
ratings
thing.
on Steam, everybody's like, this game rules, but it's such a fun game. Everybody's talking so highly of it. It's still like $30, and I'm like, I'm not paying $30 for like an 8-bit game. When it hits
Right.
$10, I'll fucking pick it up, and I'll probably have an amazing time with it.
If it's fun, it's fun. Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna spend $10 on a game and play it for 10 hours,
It's
then-
not that it's not worth the
then
extra
if
$20
you-
bucks
if
for
you-
me, but it makes it that like being older and having less time to play video games. Like I got Deus Ex Human Revolution for like $2 and I put like 50 hours in that game, which isn't
Yeah.
a ton for a game nowadays, but like I had such a good time playing that game, and it was another one of those games where it like hit me out of nowhere. I got it for $2.
I understand.
I didn't know too much about it, and I just started playing it, and it was just one of those ones that caught me off guard. And I had such an amazing time playing it, and just the fact that I got it for $2, the inner fucking cheap frugal pile of shit inside me, I'm like, oh, I just got so much gameplay for $2 fucking dollars. Fuck you, you know. And I every time I see Shovel Knight, I'm like, just be $10, and I'm fucking snagging you, bro.
But that's kind of it goes back to what we were talking about before, like Stick of Truth. You were like, oh, the price is still so much, but that
because it will eventually be $10, and then I'll snag it.
Yeah, but it's like people if the game is really good, then people will be willing to pay what it's worth for like whatever its cost is kind of like what it's worth. So if you want to hold out and put it on your wish list and wait for the Steam summer sale or some bullshit, then like maybe it'll be on sale. But like
it goes on sale all the
it's a
time.
good game.
It might be like $15,
I paid
$20.
full
I'm like,
price for on PlayStation 4 for what is it? Grand Theft Auto, the latest Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, but that was such a good game.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because it was only full price for as long as it was because it's such a good game.
Bro, that game,
you have to be prepared. That's the thing. I can fall off for a second, not play a game for a while. Like that's why I like to wait for when it's
you
cheap.
gotta understand though.
If I'm going to pay full price for a game, I got to be
get it.
locked
I
in and
understand.
know that nothing major is
Grand
coming out of my
Theft
life.
I'm not
Auto-
going to pay extra for a game because there's hype behind it. Like,
Yeah, right.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Dude,
but if it's a good game, just go play it. Like,
The
Yeah.
new Grand
No,
Theft
I do hear you.
Theft Auto is probably still on like fucking.
Cheers.
Cheers. What? Fucking, we have shots?
I mean, I was just.
Dude, the new Grand
I'll wait
Theft
for you guys if
Auto
you want to.
on,
It's
like,
up to you. No,
you could buy it used at GameStop right now, and it's what 4 years old, 3 or 4 years
It's old.
Dude, you could probably.
That just might be the PS4 release. You don't even realize or remember.
No, I'm talking
that
about
shit came out on PS3. Then they re-released it on
Wow.
Grand Theft Auto. What is it? 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came out on PS3, but you don't even realize it or remember it because everybody's just been playing it on PS4. They re-released it on PS4 with a first-person view.
Well, there's a gap in my life when I stopped paying attention to video games.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not. Grand Theft Auto 5
I
came
know
out
it's
on
on
PS3, and then they re-released an HD first-person version for PS4.
No, you're wrong.
I'm going to Google this right
wrong
now.
about that.
No, I'm
I-
not at all, dude.
I think you're
I'm
talking about San
100%
Andreas.
not.
San Andreas, maybe.
Yeah, you're wrong.
I think you're talking about San Andreas.
You're definitely wrong, Fudge, because I bought it on PS4.
The mechanics of the game of Grand Theft Auto 5, I think, are too complex for a PlayStation 3.
Yeah,
I think
because I never
it's
owned a
just too much.
PS3.
It's just too much. Me neither. Like, that's the generation
Grand
of
Theft Auto
gaming that I
5. It was
skipped.
released in September 2013 for PlayStation 3,
Wow.
Xbox 360.
All right.
November 2014, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. And that's when they released it with the first-person view.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I just think I don't know what, because it was only a year later they put it out on PS4, but I think it was just that time frame where they were like, no,
Right.
this is the timetable we're doing. We told everybody we're doing it on PS3.
Right.
We're going to do it. And then they re-release it,
Bro,
and everybody bought it all over again. And it's like the highest grossing
man.
game of like the
Well,
past
they're
decade.
geniuses for that alone, but
It,
I mean,
it's still dude, the resale at GameStop. That game's still like $54.
right. It's still so good. Like I remember
But that
when
game's fucking amazing.
I bought
dude.
it probably like it might be close
Good
to
job,
a year now.
Fudge, you
But
win.
when I bought it, I was like,
I love winning.
This game is so old. I'm like, I can't believe I'm paying so much for this old ass game. And my friend was like, you gotta just buy it. It's good. You'll have fun.
Dude, the story mode
He's
was
like,
amazing.
how many? I mean, think about it too, though. Like, how many times are you gonna buy a game that's like $10 or $20? So you're kind of toying with the idea, and then you don't even really play it to completion. At least me. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I might not necessarily finish a game that I bought for $10 or $20 to
100%.
completion, 100%, and
Right.
go, okay, I got my full $10 or $20. What I'll do is I'll play it maybe for a few hours, and then I'll justify the fact that I didn't finish it by the fact that it only cost me $10 or $20. I'll go,
Yeah.
okay, well, this only cost me $10, so
Who gives a
all
shit?
right, I got my money's worth, whatever. You know, I would buy like McDonald's for $10.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
like,
So you're
yeah.
like, oh, I'm okay.
Okay, so
keep talking about Grand Theft Auto 5. I gotta get some new ice and seltzer for a drink
Word.
here.
Yeah, all right, so
What do
the
you need? You want me to grab something more when I'm done?
Broad didn't fill the ice up, so grab that and fill it with some ice.
What a bitch.
I know.
You fuck.
Yeah,
I say buy out her half, kick her out, man.
I can't afford
That's
that,
right.
man. So
Two mortgage paying motherfucker.
we're going with that, bro. Yeah, fill that with some ice. Oh, can you grab me a new Schweeps?
All right, why don't you fucking relax, okay?
this you can
Some
drink.
ice is one thing.
You can drink this one, but
Oh, you got that one? You
yeah,
sure?
No, yeah, but it's probably like warm by now.
It's not too warm.
Yeah. Trade that
I'm
in
drinking
for a
this
cold one there, bud.
This one's already. Yeah, geez, you might as well trade it.
Trade it in, right?
Else you want
Might as
stuff in
well
my
try.
hands that I can't carry?
I mean, if you can't carry, don't do it, bro. I'm just asking questions, man. Fucking 10-ply over
Listen
here.
to me, man. Thank God for this door stopper.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm still calling you 10-ply.
10 ply.
Yeah, do you know why I call him 10-ply?
No, what's that about?
So, toilet paper.
Yeah, right.
So, 1-ply toilet paper is like cardboard, right?
No, I would say it's the opposite. Like, it's like too thin. It goes away really fast.
It's shitty toilet paper.
Right. It's bad.
2-ply is, it's much better. It's stronger, but it's softer too, right? Because you can't get too hard with
Okay.
the toilet paper. 10-ply insists that, he's just really soft.
Okay, I see where you're going. I see where this is going.
So he's 10-ply. He's this very soft individual.
Right. Extra backup. He needs extra backup.
Needs that shit, bro. All right, what were we talking about?
We were talking about I think we were talking about the cost efficiency of video games. When you're gonna pay like $10 or $20 for a video game, and then you're gonna justify not playing it for very long.
Yeah.
So then it's okay to pay $60 for
Right.
a video game if you're gonna fucking play it like a lot, like you're gonna take all of the like 10 or 20. Let's say let's just use 10 as an example, right? So you paid $60
Not like
for the
Templi,
game.
whose fudge you sold.
Not Templi, $10 for the game, right? And then so if you're only gonna play that game for like 2 or 3 hours, and now I got to do math. So,
I get what you're saying.
Just weigh it out. Like, and it's about fun too. Like, just
have to
fucking have
enjoy it,
some
man.
fun with your life.
Now,
Don't prevent yourself from having fun because it costs money, and you're thinking too much about the cost effectiveness. That is a downer. That's a downer in itself.
right. I was going to bring up a Coke joke, but I won't. But anyway, all right, so are you going to play... So I know you didn't like the Fallout games. Are you going to play Fallout 76?
What's that?
Fallout 76?
It's the new Fallout, I guess.
Yeah, but it's online.
Oh shit! So it's like I tried Elder Scrolls Online, and I was like,
It was
"Oh, this is
really
gonna be cool.
cool,
It's gonna
but
be
it
like
was-
playing Skyrim but online." But
It
then
was
I was
too
like,
much.
"Oh, it's not like playing Skyrim but online. It's like playing World of Warcraft, but it looks like Skyrim." That's what it was.
It was World of Warcraft,
It
but
sucked.
the world was so much bigger, and you're like, where's everyone?
It was stupid, and
Yeah.
you would like the mechanics of the game itself resembled more an MMO. Like you would
Right.
go to try to hit something. There's a little bit of this like weird pause delay that you're not used to.
Right.
It needed to be more like playing Skyrim
And I play it too,
online,
yeah.
and less like playing an MMO. They
Well-
needed to kind of try to get rid of the MMO. I don't even know how they could effectively do that. What I'm
That's
trying
true.
to complain about, but
Well, was there more ice?
The one tray was like barely frozen enough.
Yeah.
Other three are fucking off. They're still
It's fine, buddy. So anyway,
There's enough for probably for the rest of the podcast though.
so Fallout 76 is like
I got shit so bad, by the way. But I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna do the in betweener.
how many hours are we in?
Oh, we're at 210.
Oh yeah, so
So,
we're getting close. Dude, Fallout 76 looks
which sucks because I love talking about video games. I could do it all fucking night.
yeah.
Too bad we got to cut it off eventually at 3 hours at the most. That's what usually our cutoff point. That's where we stop it is at 3 hours. But go ahead. Fallout 76.
Dude, it's like you're playing Fallout, but it's also what was that fucking
I heard there's like no NPCs in that game. There's like no non-playable
No.
character.
so do you have to fill NPC roles to do
or-
the players have to fill like shopkeeper roles?
They're claiming you can still play single player mode because when I watched, surprisingly, this was like the first year where I actually paid attention to like E3 live.
Dude,
Okay.
E3 Live is the best moment
It is.
of my life.
It is really
It's
fun.
so good,
But
dude.
Bethesda's was like the only one I watched live. It's the first time I ever did that ever. And
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, so and then they're like, "Oh, Fallout 76 could be online," and I was like, "This sucks." I was like, "This is lame." Like,
I hear dude,
I'm sure it's gonna be good. I'm not too much of an online guy anymore, man. Like I can't deal with like the bullshit online community. I
Yeah,
can't.
but
Yeah, I'm
it's-
like, yeah, dude, I'm a grown ass man. I'm sorry, I can't come on and play Wednesday. Like
Yeah,
I don't know
but
what you want me to do about it, man.
it's not Warcraft, dude. Like it's gonna be like you're playing Fallout, and all of a sudden you're online, and then you got your boys there, and you just fuck some shit up, bro.
It sounds like it, but just no NPCs. Like there's no. They're claiming single player still gonna exist, but how are you gonna play? What's the single player story gonna be? Like, what are you gonna fucking
Well,
do?
I haven't heard the thing about the NPCs. I have not heard that.
I've
I'm
heard
not
it. I got a
saying-
buddy at work that's like real into like all the lore. He's a big fan of Fallout and
You wanna
genre
do
and
a
all.
shopping?
Yeah, I got one poured.
Cheers to us doing another 2-hour podcast in about 15
You're
minutes.
high if you think we're doing another 2 hours after this, dude. If we hit an hour, I'll be happy.
All right.
We ain't going too. We're gonna talk a lot of football. We're gonna have to.
Let me say this.
All right.
Should I just get really high?
No, you mean we don't smoke weed?
Yeah, I mean, should I just draw a lot and just giggle?
You want to start doing it now?
No, not there, because I'm enjoying this podcast. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
gonna
true.
ruin this podcast.
I'm glad I haven't drawn yet because I've actually
But-
been having a solid time here.
with the morning after. In like,
Sure, I'll just play the songs and just hear your ridiculous responses to
Should
them.
I just get weird with it, bro?
I mean, it's 5 to 8 o'clock, where it's still pretty early in the night. I got plenty of time to do some shit.
Fuck. You know, it sucks. I had some points I wanted to bring up too, and I can't remember any of them. And like during this podcast, I was like, "Oh yeah, bring up this." I'm like, "No, save it for the morning after." so like they're still there, right?
It's going to be a damn shame that week 1 we don't go over like anything, though. You're just going to be too fucking ripped to talk about anything.
Yeah, it is what it is, though, man.
I'll help you out. I'll bring up some legitimate shit and see what you say.
I'm just gonna get fucking drawn as fuck the next.
Yeah, you could even still fucking hang out and chill for our fucking morning after pill. If you
Dude,
want. There is a bug on your fucking sweeps. There's like a little gnat fly or something. You see that shit? Look at the top.
Oh
Fruit
yeah.
fly?
Oh yeah. There's
Yeah.
something going on.
That's a flying crab,
You're
bro.
good. You're good.
You watch out for those
What?
crabs. If crabs crawl too low and get into the asshole, they grow wings, bro.
No.
Come on, dude.
You're so. I don't know about this. This sounds.
Hey,
wait.
you didn't think Grand Theft Auto
wait,
came out on
wait.
PlayStation 3. I proved you in on
that's
that.
true,
Bro,
that's true,
watch
that's
out
true.
for
But he didn't either. This has nothing to do with
I
that.
don't presume to know it. I'm not trying to say I know everything.
Watch
but
out for those flying ass
How do
crabs.
they grow? How do they grow wings exclusively in your asshole?
The shit
Shit
particles.
So
particles.
something about shit particles allows them
Yeah, dude.
to grow wings, whereas they normally wouldn't
Protein.
be able to. I don't know about
Protein.
You gotta watch out for those flying fucking gnats,
This whole thing
bro.
has to be made up. I don't.
This is
Like,
not right.
I'm going along with it. 'cause
I'm 100% bullshitting.
They come in contact with a certain type of human, like it's your DNA, right? And your
right.
So I don't know
guess.
something about their.
Even though we don't have wings.
Unless there's corn.
I went
you
to go try
can't-
to make something up.
You
It didn't
can't
work out.
suck corn fucking DNA in, bro. That shit just comes out.
They would turn plastic then, and they can't die because plastic doesn't go anywhere ever.
Cheers. Oh, do you want a shot?
I don't know. I need to get one fired up here.
Fire it in the all cylinders fired. You know what I mean?
Fire
it
up.
That's how you gotta go.
And you were so worried coming on. You're like, I don't know what to do. Am I gonna be funny?
We're already towards the end.
I'm still not funny, but
Bro, you're
No,
funny.
it's
Here we
been
go, here we
great,
go.
dude. I've been having a
Cheers.
fucking great time with you.
Bro, you're
Cheers. Thanks,
you're
gentlemen.
funny as
Absolutely.
fuck.
You guys are the
Come on,
best.
bro. Dude, we have so many guests that are like,
really boring people.
no, well, not
Oh,
even
no,
that.
not to despair. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
You could,
No, it's
bro,
okay, 'cause we
Anything
make-
goes on. You
Yeah.
can talk shit about any of our guests if you want.
I'm polite though.
No,
Probably first polite person we've had on the podcast.
think I'm polite at least.
bro, people come on. They're like, oh my god, I'm on a mic.
A mic gets in their face, they're not used to it, you know?
What should I?
I'm a loudmouth person.
what do I
Look,
say?
you guys saw me at the draft, right? I was the loudmouth at the draft, like yelling out everyone's bullshit, like yelling out.
I
whose
wanted to
fucking
be,
turn
and then
it is.
I
you see me every year doing this shit.
We were unable to predict feline complications. Oh no! I'm very badly burnt. It smells like almonds.
You ever watch
That's it,
Austin
you got-
Powers? Huh? Austin Powers?
I'm not sure what you guys are.
I'm alive, but
Oh,
you shot me right in the arm.
I can't tell if you just give me that troll look and you're lying to me, or have you never
I don't
watched
know.
Austin Powers?
So the only time I refer to Austin Powers, or the only thing I really
but you
remember,
watched Austin Powers.
yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I remember is when you're trying to like do like a K turn, but you can't really. But you don't have enough room to do like a K turn. So I'm always like, oh, we're Austin Powers right now. So that's the only thing I remember about Austin Powers.
Dude.
And then there's like Mini Me, I think. There's like a couple other things I vaguely remember about
Bro,
Austin
We're gonna
Powers.
need to have him back over and watch Austin Powers.
Yeah, you're fucking up, dude. That's like.
It's been a minute since I've watched it myself.
Have you
It's
watched?
an okay movie.
Oh,
It's an okay movie. Seth
You are-
Green,
what
Seth
the
Green
fuck
in it?
is
I'm
with
not,
this-
I'm not like huge on Seth
You're
Green.
so lucky my dad's
I'll
not
go
here, dude.
in my
shit.
room
I
right
can
now.
picture your dad really liking
Oh, he loves him, dude.
those movies.
He loves it as much as we do, and he would, he would praise Jesus and go, Jesus Lord.
Save this man from not liking.
No, he would go, don't hate me, Lord, because I'm about to choke this motherfucker out.
Oh shit!
I have a gun in my room. I'll go get it. We'll shoot him together. Silence. Zip it.
You really don't
Suckle on my zipple.
You draw a lot, like you drank, like
Yeah.
you don't think it's a good
Draw a
movie?
lot.
Come on, bro. Dude, that movie. That's
Austin Powers. It's pretty decent. I mean, I was talking about before. I'm not really like a huge movie person. Like
that. I'm not either. But that's probably one of my favorite comedy movies of all time, besides Ace
I'm in
Ventura.
like Flint, baby. It's my
good.
favorite,
That's my favorite
movie.
Spinal Tap. Is that a Spinal Tap thing?
Oh,
Oh no! You guys,
That's Austin Powers.
fucking, oh god!
What
I
the
heard
fuck?
the accent, and I just thought like Spinal Tap.
What
you
the
guys
fuck?
like
That's
Spinal
racist.
Tap, bro.
That's
I brought
racist.
that up though.
What's Spinal Tap?
You know about this movie?
That's a movie?
Yeah.
I think it's about like it's supposed to be like a spoof on like heavy metal.
Is that like
band or
fucking-
something, right?
Right, like these.
I don't know if I've ever really seen it, or if I did, I don't remember it at all. But you can explain it. Go ahead. You explain it to the three
just
little
like
dicks.
an old comedy movie about like you already explained it.
Is that like Airheads?
that I
That's
went
like
through.
fucking.
Covered all the bases.
Is that Airheads?
Airheads was a movie that got overplayed on Comedy Central in the early
100%,
2000s.
dude.
They played that fucking show too
Every
many goddamn times.
Every day, bro.
yeah, way too.
8
many.
o'clock. tune in
Airheads
for
was
Airheads.
making
Only
fun of
reason
like
why I know
blonde
about
'90s chicks, right? That was Airheads.
No, it was.
That's Clueless, I think.
Yeah.
No. It was. Who was that? Was David Spade was in that movie, right?
Yeah.
It was the dude from Adam Sandler was in it. Who's the creepy gremlin looking dude?
I'm so bad at this.
They
Oh, the guy that in Happy Gil or
yeah
not Happy Gilmore,
yes,
but
yes, exactly who you're thinking of. Yes,
what, Billy Madison when he calls him up and apologizes and he's like he
Yes.
crosses him off the list. He's gonna kill him. He puts the lipstick on.
was it?
I know this guy.
It was Airheads, right?
Danny Buscemi.
No, you're thinking of the Water Boy. I think the character
Anyway.
in
No,
because he was Bobby Boucher.
no.
That was Adam Sandler in the Water Boy.
All right, it was all right. Adam Sandler, Brendan Fraser.
Brendan
Yeah,
Fraser.
you know,
was
you
in
were-
it.
You were right.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, pretty. I don't know how to sell.
Yeah,
Bush
this fucking guy.
Bushimi.
Buscemi.
That fucking.
All right,
He
so I
puts the
wasn't,
lipstick
so I
on?
wasn't full of shit. I knew, yeah, that guy. Yeah, that's the guy. He
Oh,
was
that-
in,
that's
was it- he
nice.
was in Reservoir Dogs
Thanks, Billy.
too, right? Wasn't he?
Reservoir Dogs is a
I don't
movie I've
know.
heard that
God,
like
I'm so full
You've
of
never
shit
seen
today.
Reservoir Dogs, dude?
That's a good movie to see.
Stuck in the middle.
When it comes with like names and celebrities and shit, I'm the worst. Like,
Oh yeah, dude. I
can't
don't.
do
I
that.
barely remember any celebrities' names at all. Like I don't remember any of them.
Secret stealing stuff from Burt Kreischer. Secret time. The first time I did coke was to Reservoir Dogs.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I'm sure anything you do when you're on coke for the first time was probably sick.
Dude,
Martha Stewart selling drinks.
No.
This fucking rules. Give me more coke.
the first time I did coke was also the first time I watched Reservoir Dogs.
That's what you just said. But you
Did
just
I
said
say
it.
that? I thought I said first
you all of a
time I
sudden
did
you
coke.
just said it. You made it seem like you were
I
about
think
to
you
say
said
a
it the
brand
other
new
way
thing.
around.
No, I thought I said the first time I did coke I watched Reservoir Dogs.
That's exactly. And then you just said that same thing.
No,
again.
Now, there's two ways to say it. Like
Exactly.
you could either be the first time you did coke, you watched Reservoir Dogs, or the first time you watched the movie, you did coke. Like
Exactly.
Those are two different
was
things
two
to say.
firsts.
I always
But
thought.
you're saying you
Oh,
did both. Those are both true.
Both first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I basically the whole time I thought it was like, oh, first time I did coke, I watched Reservoir Dogs. Whether it was the first time or
time I
not with
did
Reservoir
coke.
Dogs, I was focused on the first time.
First
But-
time I
okay,
did coke,
imagine you do
first time
coke.
I did Reservoir
Imagine
Dogs.
you do like a lot of coke.
Okay.
And then right after that, you watch Reservoir Dogs for the first time.
That's exactly what happened.
But it's the first time, and you're on coke.
For both.
right.
Don't forget about the coke. I've never
that's
done
the-
coke, which is probably a good thing because I'm pretty sure
That's a good
I
thing.
would fall in love with it, like it was a woman. Like I would cherish
It's really
it.
fun to do.
Get away from my coke! Like, like have it because it just sounds like everything I would
heard
ever
people
want to
talk
party
about it.
with.
I've heard people talk. I've spent a lot of time with hippies in my life, and that's one thing that
Surprising.
they do like to do. They like to
Hippies
do
like
a
coke?
variety.
Are hippies cool?
A different
Are
variety. of
hippies
drugs.
cool?
So I
Hippies
know
don't like
the
coke, bro.
kind of fun that you can have when
Yeah.
when
Well, it's basically you're invincible. You're drinking like a madman. You're not getting drunk. You're
Right.
fucking as, but it's expensive as fuck, and your heart's
No,
gonna
you get
explode.
drunk.
Right. It does motivate you to want to do more. I'm only speaking, I'm being very ambiguous here. It's not like anything about myself or anything
Yeah.
like that.
That's fine, man.
No, it's okay. I mean,
no, but these hippies, they really know how to party, and they'll do a lot of coke.
Goddamn
and,
hippies.
And you'll want to do more when you start doing it.
exactly. And that's why
what-
I've never done it.
Yeah, but dude, Reservoir Dogs, bro.
Is that a serious movie, like a dark comedy serious movie?
Who's the director? That fucking
Quentin
crazy
Tarantino.
Yeah, Quentin
Yeah.
Tarantino.
All right, I already know what movie it is. Never mind.
So
I already know what kind of movie it is.
So naturally, all of the scenes are not in chronological
Yeah,
order.
I was gonna say.
And,
They
Bro,
don't make
it's
any
literally
sense.
I don't know the order of the movies he went, but like it was an old movie. Like
One
dude,
of
it
the
was
first.
only shot in a restaurant for like 5 seconds and in a warehouse. That was it. That was the whole movie.
That's how he does movies, though. It's all like it's pieces of
so cool.
of time in the story and he just pieces them wherever he wants.
you like it. You don't like it.
it's stupid.
Actually.
It's stupid. It's you took. The
I liked
movie-
older AFI. I was
Well,
a fan of older.
Do you like
AFI.
AFI?
a fire inside the band.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll listen to them.
So
I was
you
never
s-
like into them.
You said older. It's their first or second album opens up with a clip. This was way when they were punk. Like
I know what you're
before.
talking about.
It opens up with a clip of fucking Reservoir Dogs. I can't speak.
He's starting to get drunk, ladies and gentlemen. The turn has been taken for Finn.
Bro, I gotta do another.
Reservoir
I
Dick.
gotta do another podcast after this.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
Shit.
Dude, it's a great movie. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Hopefully I'll come across it and I'll watch it.
We'll watch it after our second podcast.
That's fun. Don't take it.
Why
too
not?
seriously.
Right?
I'm getting the fuck out of here, you fucking loser. Second our podcast is done and I'm done here. Babe, get the fuck here now. I'm done with this motherfucker.
We should order.
Stefan's
some pizza or
okay, but
something,
you're a dick.
Right? We should
No,
get
I'm good, man. I ate so much food at Eric's that it's been coating my stomach perfectly
All
for the
right,
booze
all
I've been
right,
drinking
all
now. I'm going to fuck home after this, dude. I got a Monday morning.
Well,
that's probably
after
gonna
the
suck
second
dick.
podcast.
I'm not staying any later after second podcast. Like
Well,
right
no,
when we
I'm saying-
finish, I'm calling my girlfriend.
I'm saying, do you want? It's whatever.
No, yeah, I'm not gonna
I
stay
got
for any
you. I
food or
got
anything.
you.
I'm
I got
going
you.
home.
No, we're cool. We're cool. Yeah. So
No, you're not.
No, you're not. Did I get
Did
you
I
dirt?
get you, Dirt? That's one
So,
hell of a movie, Joe Dirt.
We do a morning after pill after every podcast.
Right.
But this week's all fucked. So we're literally doing your podcast, which will come out next Sunday.
Yeah, at
Okay.
midnight.
And then we're doing the morning after pill, which will come out next Thursday, back to back tonight. So it's gonna be embarrassing.
Yeah, I knew you guys were doing those shows back to back, but I didn't know that they were not released back
I'm
to
taking
back,
a picture
like-
of you, by the way, for promotion. Is that okay?
All right, awesome. I'm being promoted right now as an individual.
well, I make like a little meme.
Bro, you made it seem like he was raping you kind of with his
No,
Is this okay for me to take this picture?
I was very flattered. I don't know. I didn't feel raped. I felt.
Can you
flattered.
lift your
Come on.
shirt a little bit more?
I could if you really want me to.
No, pull your pants down further. It'll be a better picture.
Oh, I can't wait
You guys
till you
don't
play
know.
a stick of truth.
You guys don't
Anyway,
even know.
keep going.
So what were we talking about though?
I have no
Take
fucking
another
idea.
shot. That's what we were
Let's do
talking
a shot.
about.
Let's do a shot. Let's do.
There you go.
Yeah, pour him up. Stefan, you're or Steven. I can't keep
Steve.
track, dude. Come on, bro. Pour me up though, too, please. I have a backup handle I'll grab.
Okay.
It's gonna suck for you.
So are you still rooting for the Jets? Are we still gonna talk about that?
Yeah,
we could
could
do
talk
that.
about
We
football.
could do that. Yeah,
So I can kind of condescendingly bring up the fact that you still root for the Jets.
dude. Here's the thing about this podcast. All right, so I don't know if you want to come back on, but I'm enjoying this, so you can come back on.
Yeah, I'm having fun. I would love to.
You can make fun of anyone who's ever in this room, no matter what. And there's
Anything goes.
if someone gets mad, we're also going to team up and make fun of that person.
Okay, so in
So
the
you make
spirit
fun
of
of-
that,
yeah.
I'm okay with people making fun of me too. If folks want
Well,
to,
we
make fun of
appreciate
me,
that.
I'll do it to myself too first. Though,
It's all in good fun.
'cause
Yeah,
I know
dude,
That's
that-
what it's there for.
There's no politics. It's just a bunch of idiots talking shit to each other. That's all it is. Drinking.
No, I mean it's like I said. I listened to your show a little bit before I.
We
before I
appreciate
started.
that.
I've been using a new app on my phone for podcasts that you guys were on. That I was surprised about. I was like, wow, you guys are on it.
Yeah, we've been pretty diligent about ensuring that you can find us legitimately anywhere,
yeah, you guys
whether
are-
it even be Spotify or iHeartRadio.
You guys
Tune
did a really
in.
good job of that. Like I went to go listen to your podcast, and I have this app. It's called
what is it?
Castbox.
Is that? Do you have a droid?
Cast boss.
Yeah.
Rock the cat.
Okay, so
Here's the deal. A lot of those side apps that do podcasts, most of them draw from iTunes. So that's why we're on pretty
really?
much all of them. So that's why iTunes will give your RSS feed to a lot of other podcast apps.
Okay.
But then you have Google Play that it's its own entity. We're on
Right.
that. You got TuneIn, it's its own
Well,
thing.
it's
We're on
like
that.
Right.
iHeartRadio,
I get it.
Spotify,
I get it.
YouTube, it's all its own thing, but I've made sure we're on it. I don't think there's anywhere you can't find us. I haven't seen one place yet where we don't show up.
And you're lucky.
Because most of them feed off of iTunes.
Right. Well, it's in their best
iTunes-
interest to do that. So
course, of
if
course.
If I was going to be a developer, that's what I would do. But
Well, iTunes is the huge. They're the ones that create. That
Sorry,
came
sorry,
out
guys,
from Apple. Apparently,
warming it
podcasts Apple created them or whatever. So that's why the podcast app. That's where it all draws from.
all right, cheers, guys.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll take a
All right, the reason.
Yeah, they start to suck after a while, huh?
Excuse me. All right, so the reason why I like this app is because I can listen to podcasts very easily in extra time. Like, I don't know, it's faster. You could pump it up to like 2 times the speed or 1.5 times the
Really?
speed. Yeah, so I'm like used to. I don't know if I'm talking extra quickly because of this. I'm kind of like a fast talker to begin with.
It's okay.
I do.
You're being clear and concise,
I do
so we
work
can
over
still
the phone,
understand.
so I do a lot of like talking. So anyway,
Same.
it's just great to listen to a podcast. If it's a 2-hour-long podcast that I'm trying to listen to, I listen to podcasts about philosophy. I started doing it, fantasy sports, whatever, like a variety of different topics. You're saving real life time by listening to it in double time or like time and a half. It just depends on who you're listening to. Like,
I've never thought of that idea.
It's great. So I've been listening to you guys like time and a half. You know,
What is that like? Does it ever get like weird
it's
to where
better. It doesn't really matter what podcast you're listening to. I think once you get used to it being that fast,
Yeah.
you kind of like skip over the little words that you can't hear. This app also allows you to, you turn on this feature. It's called like skip blank space. So it detects when there's like, I'm going to, like that was a little pause. Like, like it'll detect that. It'll just like skip right over it. And that'll all be kind of like condensed. So that can be kind of a little bit too much when you combine it with
I used to edit these podcasts and remove that myself.
Oh,
it would
God.
take hours.
Don't do that.
Now, yeah. Oh my God. I haven't done that in like 30-something episodes,
You
dude.
also didn't work, right?
At the time, I was unemployed, yeah.
Yeah, so that helps.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, you could promote.
Such a waste of time, though.
These
It really
motherfuckers,
was.
the developers of these apps might like help you. Like, you guys could help each other out. Like, it's a good app. I think it's called Castbox. What did I say it was?
Rock
It's a
the
fucking good.
Castbox.
Anyway,
Rock
Castbox.
the Castbox.
So I was listening to you guys on that, and it's pretty good.
like it.
Boom.
Rock the Castbox. Rock the Castbox. Lino like it. Doom, doom. Rock the Castbox.
I don't know the verse, so I don't think anybody does. Jerry, don't
It's like,
lie.
it's like the Clash or something.
I think
right?
I think that's who that is.
Fuck
yeah.
those idiots.
Fuck those scumbags, them clashing with
Isn't that
each
supposed
other.
to be like a punk band?
I fucking hate the Clash.
I'm totally showing my ignorance right now, but like, that's supposed to be
They
a punk band, right?
yeah, I think
It doesn't sound like punk music to me. Like, I was never really got that impression.
It's not.
Yeah, they were
I
supposed to, but maybe they were like a sellouty kind of type of punk or something.
I think it was like really early, and that's why. Like, it was like so.
I don't blame.
So
Here's
pioneer-y.
Yeah, but the
That
Ramones
is
and the
like-
Sex Pistols didn't sound like
Yeah,
that, right?
they sounded-
they just sounded like straight fucking. Even that though wasn't too, like it was punk, but it's not like punk now. Like that's fucking like punk,
weren't
really.
the Sex Pistols the ones? They were like a good band, except for who was that dude? Eddie Danger, whatever his fucking name was.
Sid Vicious.
Sid Vicious.
Yeah.
Eddie Danger.
Was that
about-
the Sex Pistols?
Yeah, Sid Vicious is the Sex Pistols.
Yeah,
and
that
he
guy
was
was
like
a-
a big.
He was a cunt.
Fucking.
A lot of
could-
people fight between the Sex Pistols and the Ramones, like who started
God.
punk. But I'm pretty sure it's the Sex
cares?
Pistols.
That's the equivalent of arguing. That's the equivalent of being like you're an NBA fan and you're going to argue about
LeBron
like,
and Michael.
right? Like some bullshit like this, right?
It's but worse.
It's totally like not an argument. It's not
Yeah.
even an argument.
Bro, the Sex Pistols, like Eddie Vicious, whatever his fucking Sid Vicious. I can't. I got nothing, bro.
Eddie Danger.
But Stefan picked up on it, thank God.
I don't know how, because none of the words you said made any sense to what he saved you, dude. You
Thank
said
God.
Eddie Danger, and he was
I
like,
knew.
was like,
Eddie
We have a
Danger.
special
Sid
connection.
Vicious.
We got a connection, bro.
How does Eddie Danger sound like Sid Vicious in any way, shape, or form?
I knew
It
who he
does
was
it,
talking
but
about.
Danger and like
I just don't
and
know.
Vicious.
Danger and Vicious.
There's
bro.
a D in Sid and a D in Eddie. That's
No,
the only
no,
thing you got.
You mentioned the Sex Pistols first. We were talking about the Sex Pistols.
correct.
First.
And
And
also
so I was like-
Danger
I
and
was-
Vicious. You know,
Okay.
I was set up.
They're
I
not.
got-
I'll
same-
give it to you.
They're
I'll
in
give
that
it to you.
same spectrum, bro.
I might, maybe I should call this episode Eddie Danger.
We can call it that.
We got to figure out what we want to call your episode, too. You have
Well,
any ideas?
Eddie Danger, dude.
Eddie. Should I spell it EDDIE, EDDY, EDI, and then Eddie? I mean, how?
This is a lot of pressure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it.
Wait till
Figure it the fuck out.
wait till you have to do your song, dude.
My song.
Yeah, you're doing a song, dude.
So I have to admit, I've never listened to the end of any of your. I've listened to a lot of your shows. I've listened to a lot of.
Well,
them,
we
but
appreciate that.
I've never listened to the end of one of
Well,
them.
that's
so
the
I
thing.
have to.
So,
I have to sing a song, huh?
all right.
No, you don't have to sing it at all.
Oh,
but you can go
okay.
ahead. Finn wants to go ahead. And
So in the beginning, you know how we have the shots for likes, where you do a
Yes.
whole theme song. So what we do is at the end we take the guest and he just says some shit. Doesn't have to do the song. He just says some shit, and Fudge edits that and puts
Okay.
it together into that
All right,
song.
There's
So I
2
have
or
an
3
idea.
takes that we take of you. You say anything. You say random shit. You can rap some shit. You can sing some shit. Or you can just literally say words. It's that easy. You just say stuff, whatever it is.
It really is.
And we do
Okay.
2 or 3 takes of that. And then I cut it all together and put it together to where it sounds funny, where you're saying random shit.
Okay.
And you wouldn't believe, like, something that you would just say, like falafel sandwich, cheesesteak, no peppers. Like, say weird shit like that. They're just dumb shit, but I just cut it up and just make it funny.
Okay.
Because it's all cut up with random other shit.
Do your best. Do your best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Right.
I'll have a couple things to say. I
Exactly. So that's all. Trust me. Things you wouldn't think are funny, once it's all mixed with other random shit, it's real fucking. You put a beat to it, it's funny. I don't auto tune it, but it's good.
And
There's
then every 10 episodes in our morning after pill, we just fucking play the songs. And
Yeah.
it's
So
fucking
if you're
hysterical.
gonna sit down on the
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard
if
that.
you're gonna sit in on the morning after pill, like you can have headphones on. We're not gonna have your mic on, but you can have the headphones on because we're gonna play the last 10 songs.
Okay.
So if you got nothing to do, you want to sit and hang, you're more than welcome.
What
if you
morning
got
after is that?
like
figured something
32 or something, but Toe
It's
Flows was
every-
the 40th episode. We're doing every
So-
10 actual
Correct.
episodes, not morning after.
So every 10 shots for likes episodes, that next morning after, we just go through the songs, and it's always so fucking funny, dude.
yeah, it's gonna be real funny. So if you hang around, throw some headphones on. You're more than welcome to hang out and listen. It's gonna be good, especially when we get to my brothers and his buddy Steve hit their song,
Ottoman Empire.
the sex robots and the.
I gotta
what
write
about-
that down.
Oh man,
I want to talk about the Ottoman Empire,
there's a lot going on there.
bro.
It was a ridiculous episode. It was. I mean, tonight there's a new episode. The one we did last night is coming out tonight, so that's a new episode. But the one last week was my brothers and his podcast partner, Ottoman Empire. it's a bunch of nothing. Like at least there's content in this episode. We talk about a lot of different stuff, and we actually talk about shit. This episode is like literally a ton of nonsense that you're just gonna laugh at. Like it's fucking ridiculous. So definitely one. A lot of our like big time fans have like literally gone on the way and text me and be like, "Dude,
It's
my favorite episode." So
It's
far.
my
Awesome.
favorite
Awesome.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out, bro.
Good shit.
Not around, your girlfriend. She
Yeah, definitely don't listen to
too
it.
sensitive, too
Yeah,
sensitive.
don't listen to it around women.
For the-
She'll
for the
either
female
get
ears.
upset with you, be like, I can't believe that you're listening to
No,
this.
no. My girlfriend is really cool. Okay.
Yeah, and then
So,
she-
I don't know
And
if
then
you
she
have a
listens to this episode of our podcast.
And then-
she'll
shit.
become not cool.
No, she'll still be cool, but she won't trust you.
girlfriend. Wow.
Well, no,
Yeah,
she
dude,
won't. No,
it gets,
That's a lot.
it's involved.
no,
dude.
let's take it back a step. She'll still be cool, but she won't trust you around us. Maybe that's a better way to
No,
say it.
she just
Why
won't-
wouldn't she trust him?
Civil War, man.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what you're saying. Okay. Yes, you're going to say that because you just made it seem like it's like, you listen to this episode, you're going
I've
to
been
cheat on your
drinking, bro.
girlfriend. She's not going to trust
No,
you.
Stefan would never do that. What I'm saying is, Civil War, man. So, G up. You know.
Okay. I understand.
Robots versus women, dude. That's.
No, it's an important.
I'm sorry. Let me be more specific. Sex robots versus women. Transgender women, they switch between male and female genitalia. It doesn't matter. They're basically women that can switch through whatever gender they want, and they please men. And eventually, they're going to take over the world, and they're going to
Yeah.
eliminate
No,
the female race.
I've heard a lot of very positive points. A lot of very positive arguments.
My opinion on it was that if you're getting a sex doll, you're giving up.
Giving up? No, you're unlocking. You're unlocking.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I am the only one.
Look,
That's what
I'm playing
saying.
devil's advocate right now because I have a real life girlfriend who I'm interested
Real
in
life
having-
girlfriend.
in having a real
IRL.
relationship with. Not to disparage anyone who wants a robot girlfriend, but I could. Look.
We can disparage
I'm not
people
saying
who
I-
want sex robots.
I'm not saying I agree with them. But I have definitely heard positive arguments for owning a sex robot instead of a real girlfriend.
We're bringing it back, I guess.
Okay, this is a really late of the show topic.
That's fine, bro. Speak your mind, dude.
But I've heard all the arguments you could hear.
Bro,
about these fringe talking.
The Civil War's coming, dude. He didn't even listen to that podcast, dude. The Civil War is coming, bro.
It's gonna come.
It's coming, dude.
You're going to listen to that episode and you're going to be like, wow, I regret bringing this topic up. Because now I'm involved in this.
Oh, no,
we apologize. Civil War, bro.
My episode's different. My episode's not that episode.
No.
It could be right now if we turn it into it.
Thank God we talked about video games.
Yeah, we did. We did do that.
It was really nice going into video games for a long time. I've been needing some nerdery, some extra nerdery in my life.
Well, that's the thing. So we want to do right now. We're gonna set up like an NFL episode. Like we have to talk about, but whatever.
Well, most of the morning after pills are. I mean, I got mine. I'm good. I'm trying to hold off until the morning after pills so I can live.
Okay.
So I appreciate that. Thank
right.
you. No
So
problem.
what we're doing is the morning after pills. We want to do some more NFL stuff because it's a season, but we also want to do some gaming episodes.
Okay.
So like.
But that might
You're
just
definitely
be,
on the checklist.
But that might be regular episodes, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a regular episode.
And I say we call them the Nerdcast, and then we give them funny names or
Right.
Nerdcast episode 1, Return of the Nerd, or we make it.
We'll figure it
We'll
out.
figure it out. But that's what's gonna be. We're gonna.
But you're on nerd check. You're on the
Ross,
list.
Hefe, you. We're making a list of nerds, and
It's
eventually
pretty much
we'll
those
start
three,
mixing
right?
it up.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, I would say.
Hefe and fucking Ross, right?
Well, the Nerdcast is the Nerdcast. Maybe some shit slips in there,
I'm
but
top 3. I'm a top 3 nerd right
For
now.
sure, dude.
Wow.
for the most part, it's going to be,
flattering.
like I said, like this podcast, usually anything goes. But when it comes to the Nerdcast, where we might be, maybe we give each other some agendas, like some games to play, or we're going to be talking about a newer game that just came out that like maybe most of us played or whatever. But it's going to be really focused around the nerdery.
Our original plan was, so it's me and Fudge, right? And then let's say you're on the Nerdcast, and then our buddy Ross.
Okay.
We all vote on a game, and we play and beat that game, and then we come on the cast and talk about it.
Okay. That's really serious. I'm into that.
Yeah.
And we still get drunk and talk shit, but somehow we still kind of rope that in there.
Right.
I think it's good because I think it's like a huge we're huge fans of video games. I mean, like it's mostly a comedy podcast. We're usually just drinking and bullshitting. It doesn't matter what comes up, but
Right.
I mean, we're really huge fans of video games.
Right. I mean, I can already tell you that, like, I'm going to have an aversion to dedicating a lot of time to a video game that I'm not pre-interested in. Like,
Right.
if you present me with a video game and you're like, oh, you voted on whatever, but everybody else voted on this game, you
still have to vote
that
it.
you don't like, and
You
you're
still
like,
have to play it, though.
yeah, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if we're gonna do that, we would plan it like a month or two ahead of time. We get a little group chat, the 3 or 4 of us going.
Right.
We're thinking about this game. What do you guys think? And like whether one of us may
we'll
have played it,
figure
one of
out.
us not, or whatever.
And if you're the odd man out, suck it up, bro.
You do your best to play as much
can
as you can, and
G up and play
I'm
it.
sure I'll be the odd man out most of the time because I feel like out of all the people, usually have less time to play.
Right, but I kind of want that, dude. I want that fucking guy to go like, dude, this game sucks.
It's not about whether or not you have the time. It's like I don't want to put a lot of time into a game that I know I'm not gonna like, and
Right.
But I feel like there's value in telling you why I don't like the game.
Exactly.
and also giving it an honest shot.
Right.
So
Yeah,
And that's
absolutely.
why.
So I'm with you guys. So I'm with you guys.
That's why I want that person to be like, bro, this game fucking sucked.
and like
Bro, I beat that shit 5 times.
You know,
It sucked.
Yeah, or you didn't beat it, or whatever reason you
Whatever,
you had.
you know what you got to think about too. The fact that like maybe you wouldn't have played it otherwise. You know,
Right,
like maybe
right.
maybe be like, oh, what's this game? And like the 4 of us are in a group chat. Like, all right, we're planning. Say we planned it like tomorrow. Oh, we're playing like beginning of November Nerdcast episode, whatever. Playing this game to talk about it. You're like, all right, I guess I'll play it. Like now you have like a goal. Like you have like a month and a half, 2 months.
Right.
You've been given a game to play. You are spending your time and putting your effort into like, no, I want to play this game. I want to give it an honest shot.
I feel
Give a
you.
playthrough or two, and I want to bring conversation to the episode. You know what I mean? So it's going to broaden your horizons a little bit with video games. And
Right.
I'm all about constantly opening doors to my interests, whether it be, music, movies, video
Right.
games, whatever.
Lesbians.
No, I just feel like this has a lot of nuances.
Well, no,
to
that
it.
door's been open since the second I knew how to use my penis. Like that, I'm pretty sure I was jerking off the lesbian porn before just guy on girl porn. You know what I mean?
What? What are we talking about anymore?
Yeah, we
No, you mentioned lesbians.
I said lesbians as a joke.
Okay.
and I made it serious.
I feel like we really went off the rails on that one, but
That's what we did.
You can never go off. There's
job,
no
good
rails to go off of with lesbians.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, if you're a straight male, you're stoked on lesbian porn,
No, but going back to the video game challenge thing you guys are talking about, like, I feel like there's a lot
After
of,
agreeing,
there's
we
a
all
lot-
love a lesbian porn. All right, back to video games. No, but go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
what was I
Lesbian
gonna say?
porn's good. Go ahead.
No, I just feel like we got to figure out like what systems folks have.
Oh, yeah,
when we pick a game, maybe people want to play a game that's Xbox exclusive, and I don't.
We'll
like, have
set
it-
up, dude.
Yeah, so we gotta iron.
We're
out
gonna
some
talk
nuances,
and
but
we'll set up.
We'll get to the bottom of it. We'll get to the bottom of
It's gonna
You're
gonna
in the
work
five,
for everybody.
right?
We're all 30, dude. Like we're not
Yeah.
fucking around. Like we're not
Yeah.
buying new systems for a couple $100 or some bullshit. Unless we really
exactly.
wanna.
That's my point.
Like if we're all like, oh, the new God of War, I've been dying to fucking play that game. I still have to play 3. I've played the rest. But if it's like, dude, if that's the deal, I could beat God of War 3. I'm sure God of War, if you really bust your ass, you could beat him in like 10, 15, 20 hours. You know what I mean? Those are the kind of games.
I appreciate those games too. We could just
Oh my God. Yeah. No, well, I mean, the story
story-wise,
alone.
you just
What I'm
bang it
trying to
out
say
like
is
10
that
hours.
if
You're
I'm
like,
if I'm that
yeah.
into it, I'll make the time and put in the effort to be like, no, I gotta, you know what I mean? Like that's why I'm gonna buy a PS4 to play the new God of War, to play Last of Us 2.
I love PS4.
Yeah,
I bought
so-
one and I was hesitant about it, and I'm like, oh yes.
I mean, my girlfriend's got an Xbox One, but
Stefan,
I
remind
could,
me to give you The Last of Us.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I was just saying, I could give a shit less about Xbox. I haven't cared about it in a long time. I had a 360 to literally play online with Call of Duty with my friends for like a few months, and then I traded it in, even though I hacked it. I had my buddy hack it.
Switch, dude.
Twitch
Yeah.
is good. Twitch
No,
is
he
great.
said Switch.
Oh,
Switch is
Switch,
also
dude.
good though.
That's a great console. Also, I have that.
You have
and,
a Switch?
Yeah, I
Did you
bought
play
it.
Zelda?
Yes, I have. I bought 3 games with it.
Talk
It
about a
was-
game that should be on the Nerdcast.
Dude,
Zelda Breath of the
How-
Wild.
That's
bro.
a great game.
how good is it?
It's really
Unfortunately, I have not played
I
it.
got
Are
to
you
the-
a Zelda fan? I know we
Yes.
talked about
Yes, I like Zelda.
the armor
the
guys.
SNES game, the SNES Zelda is one of the best.
A Link to
Zeldas
the
ever.
Past is
Yes.
my favorite Zelda.
That's
personally.
like so good.
Are we going to spend the last 15 minutes talking about Zelda? I mean, I'm in.
No, we'll bullshit. Well, we could do Zelda. Dude, so, all right, here's my thing.
No, we'll bullshit. We'll do Zelda. Here's
Yeah.
my thing.
Fuck off.
Something completely different.
I've played pretty much every Zelda.
Uh-huh.
I'd say I've beaten probably 85% of the Zelda.
Skyward
games.
Sword was a
does
really
that
good
go
one.
above and beyond other franchises that you've played? Like
It's
Zelda is the
it-
most that you've played completely.
It might
out
overall
of
be
all the
his favorite
franchises.
video game
It's my-
series, I would think.
He really likes
Right?
Zelda. I can tell by some of the images.
Dude, I have a Fallout.
Dude, my brother fucking drew that.
That's
dude.
fucking really cool.
Yeah.
Right there. But anyway, I don't.
Well, that's why I
I
had
have-
it forever, and that's why I knew it was going to be in this podcast room. I was like, I got to frame this motherfucker.
I have a
dude.
Fallout sleeve, but I also have a Zelda leg sleeve.
Yeah.
And
If he had to choose, it's definitely his Zelda, I would think, is
Zelda-
your favorite
it's
series.
the first game I ever played, and it's like NES. Like I first played that shit,
right.
and it's my favorite franchise.
It's fucking good.
It's up there.
It's really good.
Mine's Final Fantasy, but Zelda for me is very much up there, mostly because of A Link to the Past. That game is like, besides Super Mario World, that game is SNES for me, man.
Ocarina of Time is really good too, though.
Ocarina of Time is also
Link
great.
to the Past and Ocarina of Time, and that like makes the.
But a lot of people are like, dude, Majora's Mask
Yeah, they talk
shits on
about
Ocarina.
Yeah.
It does. It's such a good game.
It's so
only-
dark and lonely, though.
That's
Which
what I love
sometimes
about it.
certain parts when you're younger, you like. That's why I choose Super Mario World over Super Mario 3, because Super Mario 3 is a hard, lonely,
hard, dude.
dark Mario, man. I know that sounds real serious, but when you're talking about fun factor in a Mario, hands down, Super Mario World is the easiest,
Right.
funnest Super Mario game to ever play. You can pick it up, everybody knows it, everybody can play it. You're taking turns, you're having some beers, everybody's having a good time. Super Mario 3, People are like pulling out the crack pipe. People are going home. Like things.
Yeah.
You're like, who's this dude? Why is there crack pipe up?
Crack pipe, bro.
No, but
Bling bling crack pipe.
it just reminds me of like the way that I feel about Fallout New Vegas that I was talking about before. Like once you're done with the one game and you play the next, you're already kind of like
I can
over
picture
it.
two Bethesda games in a row is probably rough. I can see it.
Give me a second, Fudge.
Hurt.
Stefan, what's your favorite video game? Ooh. Where you... I'm not talking about like, I like Super Mario Brothers. The game that you keep going back and back and back.
Or if you got like two or three.
Like
and the sequel comes out. Oh, you play the sequel.
I really like to talk about Earthbound. When
Dude,
it comes
solid.
to Earthbound is such a good game. Like it's
I only played a little bit of it. Hardcore JRPG fans have
So
always said, dude, you're a Final Fantasy fan, you're a JRPG fan, play fucking Earthbound.
That's with Ness.
SNES, I
Ness,
think.
Ness.
Yeah,
Ness
Ness
is the
is the
main
character.
character.
Oh, I'm
who's
sorry.
like the
I thought you were
psionic
like
guy.
just. I thought you were
That's the
saying
thing about the game. Like it came out. I don't know what time it came out around in proximity to Chrono Trigger, but Chrono Trigger was really big because it was one of the first RPGs where you could choose different paths.
Yeah.
So you could like combo your party.
Also
in a
another
different way
great
and like
fucking game.
unlock different fucking endings and all this different shit. Totally like outside of the box, you know. But Earthbound was very linear. It like forced you, it railroads you into this particular plot line. There's no like party customization. Your characters always get the same powers at the same levels when you get the same amount of experience. It's very static. It's very like there's no customizing really.
Okay.
But it's fucking incredible game to play regardless.
Yeah,
And so
right.
that's part of it. That's part of the experience. Like,
Sometimes
there's a lot of comedy involved with it. There's a lot of like secret nuance involved with
Right.
it. You know, little shit like that. Because the items they give you are like bananas and hamburgers, and you're like, oh, should I eat the stinky banana or not? Like, you're like trying to like, you know what I mean? And so the game's really fun. Earthbound is one of the best games of all time.
I've never played it.
It's incredible.
I haven't either, and given that I'm such a big JRPG fan, I should have.
Do it.
And I played a little bit of it. I think I might have emulated it once or something, or maybe I think on my PSP I had my buddy hack it, and I do need to play it, and I will play it.
The end is like incredible, and it will like if you play the game, I would encourage you to play the game, finish it. Don't like read outside things about it, and then go back and read about what the developers of the game and like that one guy, I forget his name, but there's this one guy, he passed away within the past like I don't know 5 to 10 years kind of thing, and it was like a huge deal when he passed away. They talked about all of his like emotional motivations in creating Earthbound, and I don't know how it had like to do with his like I don't know, his family life or something. It was like really emotional. I was like, wow, this is a really good game, and I don't know, I fucking love that game.
Yeah, no, I've always heard good things about it. I've always heard really good things about it, for sure.
But yeah, was that NES? What system?
Super
was
Nintendo.
that?
Super Nintendo.
Super
yeah.
Nintendo.
So that game and Chrono Trigger are both Super Nintendo games, and that's what makes Super Nintendo the best system of all time. Is those two games.
See, I say A Link to the Past, Super Mario World in my opinion.
No, and add all that to it. Yoshi's Island. Like you collect these games. I don't want to like. We're at the end of the episode. I don't want to get too into it.
Yeah, we won't.
I played Chrono Trigger on PS1.
Let's not fight,
but
because the episode's about the end.
We're all agreeing.
Fudge, what was your favorite system?
My favorite system?
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I'm big on nostalgia. I think PlayStation 1, I made like $2 an hour babysitting my younger
It was
brothers.
just called PlayStation at that point.
Oh yeah, well, no, yeah, I was just like telling like a little like minute
That's
long
fine. Keep
story
going.
about it or whatever. I remember saving up $2 an hour, like watching my little brothers. I remember my dad taking me out to get it, but I didn't have enough babysitting money to get a game, so my dad took me out to Pizza Hut when they were giving out demos when you ordered like a stuffed crust pizza.
Yeah,
all that nostalgia and like, you know, me, my dad, my brothers, my family, we like hitting fucking Pizza Hut on Friday night together, bringing home that demo, just like playing the shit out of demos over and over. Like,
yeah.
PS1, like SNES, huge for me. NES, huge for me. I got a little bit into Sega, was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, Nintendo 64, I should have played more. I did own it. I didn't play it enough, but I know it's a really good system.
That's a good one.
If I got to pick, just PlayStation, man. It's just
All right,
PlayStation did it for me. My favorite games.
Stefan Stoner. What are we calling you? What?
You can call me what you want.
What?
You guys call me by my real name, like Matt.
How about
times.
how about Stefan?
So it's okay. You guys,
Dude, you
can
know
call
either
me whatever you
Stefan Diggs. We got Stefan Nugs
Stefan
right
Diggs,
here.
Stefan-
Stefan Nugs.
Stefan.
What's
all
your
right.
favorite system?
I might call your episode
I
Stefan
don't know.
Nugs.
I really like Super Nintendo, but it's so ironic because I never
Nintendo's
owned
right.
one when I was a kid. I never owned one. I had a
you
Genesis.
emulated a lot, I guess.
I had a Genesis, and I spent time with friends. Like I saw
Sega
them.
Genesis
I watched my friend
was
play
good,
Chrono
but-
Trigger. I knew Chrono
Which
Trigger.
almost counts as you playing
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah. I mean, it was an amazing game, and I
mean-
watched my friend play it. Like, I didn't watch him play his whole playthrough every moment, but like,
But what'd you have when you were a kid? You got
I knew
Christmas
about
to
the
get.
game.
You
It
got
was like-
Christmas to maybe get a system, depending on like
Right.
how much money your parents made. They decided they wanted to spoil the kid or not. You know, so you got like
Nintendo
every other
64 was
Christmas
really
to get
good.
a system.
I got an N64 when it came out, like that
Right.
season right after it came out. And I remember me and my friends competing to see who could get the most stars in Super Mario 64. Like you collect the stars up to 150,
dude.
I think was the max. Yeah,
Such
it
a
was
good
like
game.
whoever got the most stars, 150
Was the
max
badass.
in Mario 64 was like the master of the
Third
console
grade.
itself.
Or whatever,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, so I mean, shit like that was like real big milestones for me. I mean, video games have been like a big part of my life, but
Absolutely, same.
so
all three of us.
I mean, my favorite system, I don't know.
so I'm going PlayStation 1. I'm going OG PlayStation. You're going SNES.
I'm gonna say SNES. Yeah,
What are you doing, bud?
Nintendo 64, dude. The best before all this shit came out. The best multiplayer platform, dude. They have four
Right.
controllers.
four
dude.
controllers,
Fucking what was it called?
3D graphics, fucking GoldenEye. GoldenEye was like
GoldenEye, dude.
The
GoldenEye was
milestone of multiplayer action.
Bro,
Like
come on.
everyone
dude.
everyone had that
Perfect
party where
Dark.
you all stayed up at
Just
till
play
like
GoldenEye.
anytime in the morning and play GoldenEye.
Dude,
Mario Party.
my
come on, dude.
My grandparents back in the day, they had their 50th wedding anniversary. So the whole Haggerty family, my whole dad's side, we all went down to North Carolina, rented a
They brought
mansion
their
or like a big,
Nintendo.
like
Oh,
multi-family thing. Because for my grandparents' 50th anniversary, dude, my one cousin bought his 64 in GoldenEye. All we did was play GoldenEye the whole fucking
It was
vacation,
so
dude.
good, bro.
Awesome, bro. Cannot beat GoldenEye, man.
That's amazing. I wish I
Nintendo
could.
64, dude. They were the first one to come out with 4 controllers, dude.
Yeah, it was serious.
PlayStation eventually had but you had to buy a separate
Exactly.
tap.
They,
Well, I think
liberal-
they had that for
liberaled
Super
out.
Nintendo too. I think they had that for Super Nintendo where you could like plug in this.
They
thing
did,
that
but
had-
what was it? I think it was like literally
Nobody
only
really did
Mario
that.
Kart was the only
Right,
game you
right.
fucking did it.
Yo, so Mario Kart 64 is another reason why 64
Nintendo
is
has
one of
always
the-
been about getting you and your friends together playing video games.
Yeah,
that's what Nintendo has always done.
They're philosophical geniuses. Really.
Mario Party, remember Jesse's fucking house, dude? All of us, we'd always get together. We
Bro.
played Mario Party like crazy, man.
Yeah.
That fucking rock thing.
oh shit!
Yeah, yeah, that fucking thing slammed down on you, dude.
I want to buy,
what you're talking about,
bro. I want to buy Mario Party for the Switch, but you know, we're old, so
It's hard.
Switch is good. Switch is
it's
good.
so good.
Just
dude.
get it.
It's gonna be rough to fucking play Mario Party now. Not that I wouldn't do it, but it's
Too much time.
yeah. I mean, who has
What's up,
time?
broad?
Well, there you go. There goes
All right, so Chris,
there goes the relationship. Who's buying out who on the mortgage, huh?
So I'm throwing Kristen on the spot, but she had a lot to say about the Donald Trump star.
Oh,
Kristen, if it helps,
Wait, she
I walked
knows
into
the
the
star?
room and it was there, and we had no time to talk about it. And Stefan's podcast
Look,
happened. so.
I know I'm throwing you on the spot, but she had a lot to say about the Donald.
She's pretty
Look,
upset.
no, but I'm with her though. I'm honestly
she was
with
not
you, though.
happy.
I'm pretty
really
sure
upset.
everyone's with her besides
Like
Keith.
I get,
Pretty much.
I
She
get
was
where
not happy.
everyone is coming from. I get where everyone is coming
Kristen,
from.
I'm working on it.
I'm not a Donald Trump.
I'm working
fan.
on it.
Like, don't.
No, it's
Okay, so we don't have to get into that.
What it comes down to is I don't. you bitch at me when I like start to rant and start to yell about political shit with our guests, right?
I agree. I do that.
The first thing our guests are going to walk into is that, and they're going to
Stefan,
think.
you're next.
I knew not to antagonize you about politics, and I knew that this isn't like.
Well, I would have loved to talk about him, but he hates them.
Yeah, I mean, if you.
I shouldn't say I love to talk about him because I also hate him.
I will talk
but-
about whatever. I will talk
Yeah.
about politics. Okay,
Here's
so we
my-
can do that some other time.
Here's my thing, dude. You can go on Facebook and just see people bitching about politics.
Right. I already told
Why
you
talk
I'm
about
a
this?
mod in a debate group. Like I have to take
Right.
this shit all the time. Like
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't have to care about that necessarily, but but it is an interest of mine. Like,
That's the biggest thing about this podcast to me. And I don't know about Fudge. I do not want to talk politics.
All right.
I'm going to get drunk. I want to bullshit.
yeah.
And have a good time.
And
You
live
don't want to
your
fight.
life.
we want to do the same things that we would, the kind of conversations that we would have in real
Right.
life, right? So
That's the point of the podcast.
So yeah, so
that's the exact point of it.
Keith was telling me like, oh, we were just used to have conversations and we would laugh a lot, so we figured we would make.
Now
a
it's time to
podcast about
record it. Exactly.
But so if we're partying, if we're hanging out, we
Right.
might end up having a surface level political conversation
For sure.
It's true.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll do. Maybe that'll have it on the podcast. Is all I'm
And-
saying. Like, I'm only gonna bring up whatever topics I would
And
organically bring
I
up.
also
Yeah.
agree with Kristen, a.k.a. the bro, that putting up a Donald Trump star
Everybody,
is bringing
everybody
politics
is
into
going to walk.
It is.
For you getting mad about me, like ignoring you, like saying "fuck off," and I keep talking politics with somebody during an episode,
It
and
was
you.
only one episode, but yeah.
Well,
continue.
I mean, there's been multiple times where you've gotten quiet and you'd be like, "You done talking about this bullshit yet?" Because I'm over it, and I don't blame you for it. I don't blame you for it. And I know I've been drunk and be like, "What the fuck we talk about?" Whatever. This is like the epitome of what you don't want to do.
I agree.
Right,
I
right.
agree.
You know, I don't think our podcast should be affiliated with that, dude.
I agree with
Everything
that.
we have hung up here, like I hate the Devils, but you know what? You fucking like them. You have a Devils jersey signed by.
You're right.
You know what I
and I
mean?
agree with you.
Fuck the Devils.
But
If anything, this should be on your side of the table. I'll
We can
lacquer
put
it
it
into the table on your side,
and
so it's protected. It's not going anywhere.
No,
It's
no.
under kind of like the mosquito in Jurassic Park in the sap.
we can do that, and I agree. What I'm saying is one of our biggest fans sent us a Trump star, and it's not a Donald Trump holding a flag. It's not Donald Trump fucking, sticking his dick
It's
in
not
something. right?
necessarily politically motivated.
Correct. And the fact that there's so many Hollywood stars
Right. It's a
out there
Hollywood
that
star.
are-
Okay, I'm playing
That do
devil's advocate.
terrible shit, and there's.
I hate Donald Trump. I'm not going to support Donald
That's
Trump.
fine.
But
That's fine.
I will play devil's advocate. I can understand Keith's position.
Right. All right. So I'm just talking about the star Hollywood stars.
Okay.
There's so many Hollywood stars out there, and I'm talking about stars that are
The rapists.
We're just talking about the star on that fucking sidewalk, right?
Well, what we're comparing this to is like Bill Cosby, Harvey
Exactly.
Weinstein stars still being there, but people destroy Donald
Exactly.
Trump
And the
which I
fact-
think is ridiculous as well.
The fact that all those stars are still there, but they're like, oh, Donald Trump, let's break this up. But Bill Cosby's still there, and whoever
Harvey Weinstein,
Fair
that's
point.
our big one.
whoever ranked
Kevin
that's whoever,
Spacey.
right?
In the debate world, that's what we call a whataboutism, where you're bringing up an unrelated topic
right.
to justify something. Like
I'm
you're
not
like,
I'm not
yeah, but
justifying
what about
it.
this? But what about that?
I'm not justifying him. I'm just saying. Well, I guess I kind of. am.
But
No, I
what
am.
about
I
Bill
am.
Cosby? Like we should be
The
smashing
point
his
is,
star
the point
instead.
is, Pat Den, one of our biggest fans.
I feel you. I'm not like
The whole thing is supposed to be for comedy. It's supposed to be Pat Den, one of our biggest fans. We joke around so hardcore all the time about like busting the liberals' balls because
Right.
they're usually the ones that get very upset. They're very outspoken. They get very hardcore about.
I won't get upset. I'm one of those liberals, but I'm not one of those type of
You're
people
like
who,
a good
who will
liberal.
get particularly upset.
I love good liberals.
yeah,
man.
like we can talk about it.
No,
I understand how a lot of people on my side will take the position where they don't want to talk about it. They want to
they have their beliefs, and then there's nothing else.
They want to establish a dialogue,
And
which prevents you from engaging me in a
Yes.
in a on a competitive level. And I'm not about that. So we
Yeah.
can talk about whatever. But
I think it's supposed to be for comedy. I think it's supposed to be.
Right. It's fine.
it's definitely comedy, dude. Like
it's
But
just
when it
whatever.
comes down to it, people are going to walk in and think we affiliate ourselves with, but for voting Donald Trump, believing in Donald Trump.
They're gonna have a
happy that
taste
he's
in their
president.
mouth like Kristen. Like they're gonna. You have to
Kristen's
understand where
mad,
Kristen's
yeah.
coming from.
Yeah, I understand
You have to listen
completely.
to Kristen a little bit on this one.
Yeah,
and I'm with her on this one too. So.
No,
Yeah,
and
we
another thing
argue all the time.
and the fact that and like how strongly she believes about it, and the fact that it's her home too. It's her and Keith's home. They bought it together.
We both bought this house.
I can feel I can understand how she thinks about it so strongly, and I get that she doesn't want to hang up, and I get that. I'm honestly, for the most part, I'm on her side for a different point of view. I understand why she doesn't want it up. My reasoning is different.
Right.
We're still agreeing on the same thing.
If Kevin Spacey's star gets destroyed, I will take this Donald Trump star down. That's all I have to say.
All right. Fair enough,
I get
Or Bill Cosby's.
or whoever.
People are upset about Donald Trump, but
I know.
Can you really blame them? Like,
No, of course not. But what I'm saying is, why destroy his star? Oh, he's the president, right? You destroy his star.
it's stupid.
But you
It's
can't-
insanity.
But Bill Cosby is no big
Yeah.
deal.
Right.
Like,
He
it-
raped fucking 60
Well, yeah.
women after drugging them, but
Right.
Donald Trump's star gets
That's
destroyed.
the same level of criticism that I'm applying to the NFL at the beginning of this episode, basically, where I'm saying,
Exactly.
Why don't we care about, we care about fucking anthem bullshit, but why don't we care about, people, the domestic violence shit, like
Ray
the
Rice,
NFL,
Ben
the
Roethlisberger.
Right, the NFL doesn't handle that shit right. So,
No, and
why should we?
I completely
Jameis Winston.
agree with you, Stefan.
Right, so
100%.
that's just it's just the same thing if
Yeah.
you think about it that
And
way.
when Kevin Spacey and fucking and the kids are scooping and the dogs are pooping.
And I'm putting my fingers where they don't belong.
When those stars are not, or when those stars get destroyed,
Yeah,
I will take down this Donald Trump
I'm with
star.
you. I'm with you.
100%.
I mean, we should hang them all up then. I mean, let's get the Cosby one.
I'm not going to
going.
pay for them.
Let's get the whatever other the Me Too guy. The Harvey
Stefan, I
Weinstein or
completely
whatever.
agree with you. You're 100% correct. I should get those up there. I won't because I'm not paying for them because I'm broke. But if someone wants to donate a Kevin Spacey star and a fucking Bill Cosby star,
Tell them how to donate right now. This is
Donate
your
that.
plug.
Fudge, take over.
I'm in the middle of setting up our Patreon.
Okay.
It was something that we were pretty against. I don't want to say against, but we felt no reason for it. We didn't want to ask any of our fans for money. We didn't want to get anywhere near there. Now the time has come. I'm having a baby. Keith and his girlfriend just purchased a home that they're trying to pay off real quick. They're been busting their ass trying to
Real
pay this
quick.
shit off
Yeah.
way before 30 years. You know what I mean? So we're at the point where it's you know what? We want to set up some kind of donation thing that we could do. I have a meeting with one of my guys that I've been doing merch with a lot of the bands I've played in and stuff like that for
Okay.
a long time now. Definitely not 10 years, but I would say 6, 7, 8 years. Really good guy. We're going to be working on merchandise, and it's going to be donations get you merchandise. We're not selling merchandise.
We're trying to buy cameras.
No, I
too.
think Patreon is a really good thing. My two favorite podcasts are it's a philosophy podcast called Philosophize
sense.
This,
I would never listen because I'm
and
dumb. But
it's by what is his name, Stephen West or Adam West or his last. I don't know.
Hold on,
So I
hold on. Is
fucking
it-
killed it. It's called
Who's Adam West? He's
Philosophize This.
Adam West is the guy who
Stephen West. So anyway, the other one is Keeping Carlson. It's a fantasy hockey podcast. Both
Okay.
of them work off of Patreon for their donation system, and I would recommend that. I think it's a good.
we want to use the donations strictly to improve our podcast
donate
for the listener.
25 cents, dude. If everyone who download this episode every week download 25 cents, we might have a camera and we can go live.
Yeah, we want to start. We want to be able to go live. We want to be able to record and post videos on YouTube, not just the audio.
Yeah.
We want it all to be for the fan to enjoy our podcast more. I think if we could set up some type of video thing, if we decide to go live, or if we at least have the video of it, or whatever we decide to do, it's all about improving this podcast. We've spent a lot of money and time to be where we're at right now, and we're happy where we're at right now, and we think we can continue this podcast in the right direction where we're at. But why not continue to improve? Why not do
Right.
everything we can
Right.
to make it funnier, better, more enthusiastic for new listeners, everything.
Yeah.
Nowhere with that. And that's why in the very beginning of this podcast, dude, I was like, how do I get it on TuneIn? How do I get it on iHeartRadio? How do I get it on Spotify? How do I get it on Google Play?
Right.
That's why it just go nuts.
Yeah, you're not.
You can't not get the podcast.
You're not precluding people from enjoying your content by asking for donations. So why not have at least a Patreon?
We were very hesitant.
I think
at
you
first,
know, a lot of
but-
people are feeling very generous these days. Like they understand that creative content on the internet.
We've already had fans give us shit. Like our good friend Tara from high school was like, you guys should do this, blah, blah, blah. And I almost feel bad because I was like, oh, you know, we're at the point where we don't want to ask fans for money at all right now. And she's like, well, you know, like, that's fine.
Fans want to give you money, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like,
and she was like, guy, like, you just got to realize, like, if you do a certain thing, like, a fan gives you money, they get these items and they get this exclusive content. They get this and that.
Option, like,
you know, like, some people enjoy supporting independent music,
true,
podcasts,
right,
whatever.
they don't want to risk you guys not creating content anymore. You know, if it comes down to the fact that they didn't donate, so you guys, oh no, you know what?
We were $1 short,
right,
Billy.
you
fucking cunt.
Like, oh, it got to be too much.
Why does Billy have to be a cunt?
Fucking Billy.
It got to be too much for us to keep up with this show, and there was no incentive for us to do it. So you know, us as real people, we decided, you know, we have real jobs, whatever. We decided that this isn't really like worth it for us anymore. So I mean, just giving people an option, at least to if they want to do it.
Yeah,
I think is really important. Like,
and they can listen without it, or they can listen.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
help
Everything
that
will
out,
always continue to be free about this podcast. If you're donating, all you're doing, it's not out yet. So what it is out, trust me, you will know because we're going to make it known to our listeners. But nothing about this podcast will cost you money to enjoy. All you would be doing by donating, we want to make merchandise be like you're getting something. You're getting a shirt, you're getting a mug, you're getting a hat, you're getting a tank top, you're whatever we're and I want to make a bunch of different merch, you know, for all different types of people.
Glasses.
Yeah, shot
First
glasses,
thing.
pint glasses.
Shots for likes,
Yeah,
bruh.
exactly, exactly. But the whole point is like, you know what? If you want to take your time and donate your hard-earned money to help us out, we want to put it towards bettering the experience. We want to put it towards fucking you having a good time, dude. Like the one ad read we do for our show, the Cap and Cluggy Drunk Show. A couple of guys we met through someone who's been on the show already and a big fan of our podcast. They're like, dude, check this out.
It's
you know,
so
they shout
funny
you out,
too, dude.
and we exchange ads and we read them on each other's things. And dude, these dudes have been the coolest fucking guys. When we hop on the live stream on Monday, 9:30 p.m., mixer.com/CaptainMoreGame.
It's so fun, dude.
They are the coolest dudes. They're like, oh, shots for likes is here, fudge and fans, and people donate to them. They do like a live stream. They do like prank calls. It's
That
all
sounds
fucking
cool, yeah.
hilarious. But like that's the thing. Like we would love to be live and have interactive. We would love to be able to. If people are donating money, we can have another friend here, dude. We'll pay you $40 tonight. Come in, control the video feed, answer the comments for us. You know what I mean? Like,
on a chat thing.
let people do.
Yeah, and we can respond to questions or like, enhance the content of the
Exactly.
creative content of the show.
Every week, my girlfriend's like, "Babe, did we miss that show with the live? You know, your friends." I'm like, "Yeah, babe, it's Tuesday. It's always Monday." Because she's got pregnant brain, so she forgets
because I'm
everything.
listening to podcasts and they're like, oh, they're responding to people in the chat. Like, oh, we
Right.
know that people in the chat are interested in like something, so like tell us about whatever. And they're like answering questions or, you know, some of this is like fantasy related, so
That's
it
what we
has
want,
more
man.
to
Dude,
do with questions.
Dude, me and my girlfriend laughed our asses off when we were hanging out live on the Cap and Cluggy Drunk Show, dude. Every single week she fucking asks me.
That shit sounds awesome.
She's always late with what time it is. I'm like, yeah, babe, we missed it. It was 2 days ago. But that's the thing, like, she's just a regular girl chilling. She doesn't, she does listen to
take a
some
piss.
podcasts,
Right.
whatever. Well, I mean, we're about to end anyway, but the fact of the matter is that people
Should I
like,
take a piss?
well, I mean, it's over 3 hours. It's a wrap. I was trying to finish it off. Point is,
Wrap
we
it
want to
up
be
and out.
interactive with our fans.
Right.
We have our hardcore fans.
take it to the next level.
That's what we're trying to do.
Take it
And
to
that's what it's all
I
about.
encourage you. And if you need help, like you know me, I'm an IT infrastructure guy. So if when it comes to like web development or I know like web developers.
What we got to
I know
figure
people
out
who
is how to
create, like,
mix
custom
in
websites
Skype
and
phone calls into the DAW, and that's what I haven't put any effort into
Skype
it
for
yet.
Business. Do you know about this?
No, of course. Yeah, I
All right,
do,
so,
but
so I, you know, we're IT infrastructure guys. We know about this sort of
what
thing.
it is getting
If
it
we
into
need
the
to
DAW
collaborate-
to where they're hearing us in the phone call through our mics, and then their phone calls coming through on a whole separate track, just like your track is. It's a. I've read it on a lot of forums,
sounds
and it's
too
going to
much.
be a pain in the ass.
Sounds like too much.
We're going to end this because I'm going to piss my pants.
Just fucking speakerphone, or I don't know, whatever.
Well, we've done it before, but it becomes a lot. I'm going to piss my pants, Stefan.
All right.
So we're going to end this. DJ, spin that shit. Finn's out of here. Slip piece. Suck it, cunts.
I think you can't control your feelings. True freedom, therefore, what you can control is recognizing I am what I think drives you. Therefore, I am worth to choose your decision. Shots for like and not your ability to decide. I think control your. Therefore, I am. It's not your ability to decide. Shots for likes. There's a demon following me around. Shots for likes. With you can control. I think. Don't be a cunt towards them. Therefore, I am your disposition. Shots for likes. Understand what drives you. Cunt.